It was Minnie Mouse ears.
I would pay to see any football star do that as a touchdown pose.
You basically did spirit fingers right there.
I
wouldn't
want
be
that.
that shocked
This
to see if
needs
they
to
did.
happen.
They have.
Whatever
This needs to happen.
All right, guys, welcome to episode 59 of the Level Up Show. We have an awesome show planned. What's best about this is that it just came to us like on Thursday.
You're
were like-
welcome.
Yeah, you were the one who started it because we knew we were going to decide between Sunday and Saturday. Obviously, we're not doing Sunday because of the Super Bowl, but because we were doing it Saturday, you're like, we should do something Super Bowl themed. And you're like, we should come up with like teams and do like a competition and stuff like that. And we are going to do that eventually. But what we decided to do this year as our first annual, the Level Up Bowl, is a tournament bracket of 32 games, and we're all going to decide the greatest game of all time. And it's going to be awesome, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to kind of be like the Level Uppies, where you guys get to vote on all competitions. Between, Last of Us is on there, obviously. Then you got classics like Super Mario World, of course. We all got together on Google Chat, and we were trying to figure out the 32 games that we thought.
And it's not always the most iconic, I guess. It's a lot of the most iconic, but it's also a lot of things that started something for an industry. There's a lot of games that might not have aged very well, but they completely did something for the industry.
It paved the way,
I feel like this tournament's going to
No, he was looking
destroy
at,
friendships, and it's going to ruin life.
I have a feeling this is going to be a very combative show, yeah.
No,
You want to put it somewhere?
no, I'm good.
Okay. We got over 30 people in the room. Oh, no, now 29. I'm sorry. I'm wrong. We're down to
That's
29
not
people in the
true.
room. I'm sorry. We were at 31. We're losing people. But all the
We're
people that are in
losing you.
here, thank you for coming in. This is the Level Up Show. It's a gaming dedicated talk show on every Sunday, now Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. You can follow us at twitch.tv/the Level Up Show, or you can heart us live from PlayStation by hitting the little heart button. That way you get notifications when we go live. We're also very active on Twitter, and please subscribe on YouTube because we are doing a lot of new content on there, especially from Dean and Greg. We're doing Behind the Level Up Show now, giving you guys a better look at the showroom and what we have in here collectible-wise. So go to youtube.com/the Level Up Show and subscribe. And that's also very important to our Patreon, which we just started with the Level Up Network. It's at patreon.com/the Level Up Network, and that's the best way to support us. There's a reward system on there, all different kind of tiers for you guys to look at.
A
So
lot of people
Greg!
they love it.
Greg's in
Greg's
here,
in the room.
and
Greg,
he's
Greg.
now an official member of the Level Up Network.
Yes.
He's doing a lot of cool Greg's Gazettes on the
In
YouTube channel.
fact, one of the few, I think we only have a few of them left that if you are a patron at, what tier is it? $3? Three and above.
yeah.
3 and above, Greg will make a personalized, thank you, personalized message
Yes.
to you, and everybody that's gotten one has so far seemed to love it.
But the best part about it is that he sings it.
Yes.
As typical Greg
it's so
fashion.
great.
He does a jingle, and
So-
I think a few people have gotten them already, and people
Yeah.
are enjoying it. So
Yeah, so it's great, and that starts at the $3 tier,
Yeah.
and then anything higher than that.
Yeah.
So guys,
$5.
anything, right?
you guys have seen on our YouTube, we're doing thank you videos now, and those have been a hit actually. You guys
Yeah,
are really
people seem to like them a
That
lot
also
too.
people can see it.
spread shirts.
Level up!
Levelupshow.spreadshirt.com. We just got all of our shirts. Check them out, guys.
Naughty when I do it.
What you selling?
Woo! I'm so bright.
I got
you guys
water.
are so dark and.
I do like yours a
Yeah,
lot.
I'm
It's very
brooding. I am Batman.
cool.
You know what would be really cool if you were like a steampunk style Batman.
That would be cool, dude. Like Victoria.
Oh my god! All right. Nobody gets that inside joke except us, but it's very funny for us.
Oh my
I'm
god.
so happy that it's a thing.
I passed. There's a bar right
It's
by
so
Cuba Libre that I went
sick.
to, and we've actually you've been with us when
Yeah.
we went there before, and it's called the Gaslight. And as soon as I walked by that, I was just like Dean, and I was like I need to find a Batman.
We got over 45 people in the room now. I think we should get into one of the new favorite segments on the show. It's called the Level Up Show Has No Game. It's our dedicated non-gaming portion of the show.
Oh,
3
nice
non-gaming
job, dude.
topics,
That's perfect.
2 minutes each. We ready, guys?
Ready?
Absolutely.
Let's hit it.
Always ready. Board ready.
First topic.
You're way too early.
Fantastic Four trailer came out of nowhere.
Yes and no.
Yes and no. I
Yes
agree.
and no.
I like some of the vibes from it. Let's get into it. Right off the bat, it's obviously
It's
a lot
so
darker.
dark.
A lot darker than
It's
the
like-
2 other ones.
It-
It's
super
like
dark.
Dark Knight, Superman dark.
Meets Interstellar because there's a cornfield. Let's not forget that.
So I forget.
Yeah.
Actually, when I see cornfields, I think of Superman.
Superman. Okay.
I'm sorry.
I
The
think
Man
of
of Steel.
Signs when I see cornfield.
Man of Steel is what I
Like
said.
Signs with
Yes.
Mel Gibson.
Yes.
Always.
So the director of this new Fantastic Four is Josh Trank. You guys might know him for Chronicle, which is also another very dark superpower movie.
Which it depresses me that he's not making a sequel
To Chronicle?
to Chronicle
I love
ever.
Chronicle.
I like Chronicle a
It
lot
was
too.
great. It's very underrated.
We saw it
but
in theaters.
I'm glad that he's continuing with a superhero theme.
Yeah.
Directorial.
Here we go. The controversy. How do we feel about?
I don't like it, and I don't want anybody to
What's his
misunderstand it.
name?
I
I'm
want to get it
sorry.
out in front of me.
The guy who's playing
I
Johnny
can't
Storm.
remember what his name is.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B.
Thank
Jordan.
you.
He's a very good actor.
He's
Oh,
a
yeah,
great
for sure.
actor.
Yeah.
I would have rather him been Mr. Fantastic.
Okay.
Reed.
Okay.
I don't have any problem with it, except for the fact that they're making a complicated story for no reason. So, for those that don't know, Sue Storm and Johnny Storm are brothers. So, Sue Storm is a woman, he's the Human Torch. So, why, if they're supposed to be brother and sister, why did they need to do that? Like,
I think it's just
wanting to
because
have
Michael
a
B.
role.
Jordan was probably very good for the role. They auditioned him, and it's like, this guy's so good. We have to make this work.
Why didn't they make her character black?
Because
I
Michael
don't
B.
think
Jordan
we
is the
thought
guy that felt
much
right.
into it, honestly.
But they're making the
I
story
think it's a
so much
controversial thing,
more.
honestly.
Sue is the adopted one. Let's get that out of the way.
Yeah. Well, judging by it looks like
No.
the Reggie Cathy is the father.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I think it's okay because it's a one-line thing. It's like, oh, he's adopted. And get it out of the way in one line. And if he's a good fit for the role, then he's a good fit for the role.
I have no
Right?
problem. I think he's a great actor in everything else he does. But
Shut up! Next topic. So, Fox is supposedly working on an X-Men TV series.
I'm not excited about this because X-Men is my favorite comic genre.
no way. I didn't know that.
Huh? Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I didn't know
absolutely,
you
man.
that was your favorite.
Gambit, 100%
Yeah,
of the way.
that's an interesting choice.
Absolutely, I know, right? And a lot of people say that. I absolutely love Gambit, but I don't want this.
Why?
Stop. Oversaturation. So it's kind of like hey, we can do this. Not like with Arrow, it was great because it was out of nowhere,
Yeah.
and people didn't think it was going to be good because but it made itself good. Even the Flash is actually pretty good.
The Flash
Gotham
is awesome,
though
dude.
is not doing that well.
Gotham
Even
sucks.
you're right.
Does it
Even
really?
you love
The
it,
UK
yeah.
It's
sucks?
so bad. I wanted it
Wow.
to be good, dude.
And I knew it was going to be, and I avoided watching it. And that's my fear for this. There is way too much. I would rather them go back and make a new cartoon for it.
Yeah, that'd
and
be
make an adult
You
cartoon.
know what? They've made
It's taking
cartoons
off.
though that just keep flopping, and I
Yeah.
think they're just desperate to
No,
keep
go
The
back
only
to the
successful
ori- like the
cartoons
90s.
recently have been like probably Korra, The Legend of Korra has been
Right.
pretty
I heard
successful.
Wolverine in the X-Men was good. I never
It
watched
was
it
good,
myself.
but here's the problem. You also got to remember they canceled Saturday morning cartoons. I
Yeah.
know, God rest their souls.
Right.
But
Greg.
yeah, but
What did you
if
say
they-
about Greg?
You kind of sound like Greg there. He's like,
Yeah.
God rest their
Oh,
souls.
okay.
But the problem is they're not like if they make it as like an adult cartoon, like look
Yeah.
how popular all those adult cartoons are become lately.
Here's back to
Yeah,
Legend of
each
Korra though, real quick. Legend of Korra was so good. Everyone really loved it,
Mhm.
and even with how good that was, it got canceled for a season, and it
True.
went to like what was it,
Right.
online streaming or
Mhm.
something like that, and then they were able to bring it back for a final season. But I mean, if that can't make it. God, what can make it nowadays as
I
a
know,
cartoon?
it's true.
So it's hard to say. But one thing, real quick, before this ends, Heroes Reborn is coming soon too.
I saw
so
that,
now we have
but-
two
right.
mutant shows coming.
And I wonder if that had anything to do with it.
Maybe.
I think X-Men carries a lot of fan cachet.
Right.
I'm sorry.
That was the end of my sentence.
Be quiet, please.
Delightful.
Next topic.
That was delightful.
It's so funny that last week we talked about the Ghostbusters reboot. I
Out
don't
of
know
nowhere.
why I talked about it.
Because I was like, why are we doing this? This is old news.
Yeah, it was old news, right? And I was just like, I want to talk about this. Finally,
Right.
a week later, Melissa McCarthy and the three other ones are announced. Kate
Right.
McKinnon.
Who is it? So I can't because I didn't say
The one from
anything
Bridesmaids, the one that you
Oh, the
really
blonde
like.
chick.
Kristen Wiig.
Kristen Wiig.
Kristen Wiig.
And then there's a black woman too, who's also from SNL, and I can't think of her name off the top of my head, but she's supposedly really funny. Her and Kate McKinnon are supposedly hilarious on SNL. I just think it's really funny that, like the original, Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray, a lot of SNL cast, they're trying to, I think, redo that now
Yeah, for
with
sure.
the women. They're trying to do SNL cast, which I think is a great idea.
I do. I heard an interesting thing. I listened to this. I listened to a lot of films podcasts, and
Yeah.
there was an interesting thing that I totally agree with. And I think the reason they had to go with females is because if they did males, the whole movie everybody will be comparing them to
Yep.
them. This is the only way to do another Ghostbusters and kind of like if you don't want it to
The
happen, that's
originals,
fine.
Right.
Yeah.
You make
But
it
at
be
least
its
this
own
is something
thing
new.
without. Right. Okay.
That's kind of like when
Okay.
people talk about the Final Fantasy VII remake. I think that they do need to change it up a little bit, because if they just recreate the original, you're gonna have too many
Exactly.
comparisons. You don't want to have those comparisons. So I think this was really smart. You want
I agree.
to have this disconnect there, and this will be its own series. You know, they could completely change everything about it. I hope they bring back the, you know, whatever that kind of car is. They need to have that kind of car. It needs to be in New York City, which it is. They said it's going to be in New York City. They need to have the same suits for the most part.
Yes.
But otherwise, I think they can change a good bit about it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't see why
Absolutely.
not. I would
Yeah.
like to see some kind of maybe Easter eggs or some kind of
Oh, yeah.
cameos involved. That would be
They
cool.
will.
Are they
I'm
gonna have a
to.
guy dress up like what's her name in this at the end of the movie?
Which, like the
Um,
Stay Puft Marshmallow?
No, yeah, like the Stay Puft. No, I'm talking about I can't remember her
I could see
name.
them having just like a bobblehead of the Stay Puft.
Oh my god!
Yeah, right.
I would be
Just
so
a little
happy if there was like
throws or
little
something, you know what I
throws
mean?
to like
Uh-huh.
the
Yeah.
originals. No, what I'm saying is like you know how they had the over sexual.
Stop talking, everybody.
Guess what? When we were in Taco Bell today, we heard this guy calling GameStops looking for Dying Light.
Oh,
And
really?
I was like, Andrew, you should go over and talk to him. So he went over and gave him his the Level Up show card.
No way.
It'd be
we
awesome.
are?
If that guy's in the room tonight, if you already are, say something in the chat room. The guy I met in Taco Bell today. That'd be awesome.
He's like, hey man, I don't want to interrupt you, but we do a gaming show at night. I heard you talking. Check us out. We're on tonight at 10.
He was talking only just about Dying Light, but he's talking about like creating a social network for gaming and stuff over there. So it's like this guy
Sounds familiar.
clearly is into gaming and stuff like this. So I figured why not go over there
Right.
and advertise.
Yeah.
I've done that.
Get
Dude,
people
I
to
didn't know
know.
we had cards. You have cards?
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
I should give you some.
Yeah, I gotta give some. I'll spam the shit out of
Yeah.
everybody with those cards.
Yeah, I've got like
It
another 50
doesn't work
upstairs.
as well as you would want to, so I usually try to hold on to
Doesn't
ones
work.
that
You have to wait until you find someone that seems like they actually are genuinely interested in gaming. Otherwise, it's
we're
just
gonna
not
go
worth
wait
it.
out in front GameStop at the minute lunches today. One's
Yes.
delirious and just wants to play
Oh,
games.
absolutely.
Exactly. Order 1886. We have to do that.
Do you know what I told him? Because he was like kind of scared to go over. I think in the
kinda scared.
beginning, I was like, if Greg was here, he would go, and he's like, yeah, you're right. So then he got up and did it.
It's true.
WWGD.
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
what would Greg do? I love that. I love that. Hashtag WWGD.
All right, guys, that was the end of
You're
the Level Up
welcome.
Show. Has no game. That was a lot of fun. I hope you guys liked it. Now we can talk about what you've been playing.
Absolutely.
What do you have you guys been playing this past
Nothing.
week?
No, a lot of Grim Fandango.
Okay, cool.
I just finished Act 2. I could have been farther, but I've been wanting to space it out.
Yeah.
I do want to start streaming more of it. I don't see many people, if anybody, streaming it at all.
No.
And people seem to like it. I had decent amount of people.
I think that's one of the reasons I do so well with The Walking Dead Season 2 is whenever
Yeah,
I stream
so
it, there's 2 or 3 other people doing it.
Right.
And I think it works really well.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's so good, and it's such a good kickback. It's not perfect.
No.
But it's still not over a 9.
Does the 4x3 bother you at all?
You know what's actually really funny about that? I was playing it for, I would say about an hour, hour and a half.
Yeah.
And I didn't even realize.
Thank you for the Twitch art.
It was 4x3 until someone said, I love the border for the 4x3. And I was like, what? Oh shit, yeah, I do too. Wow. Like, it didn't even click
Yeah.
in my head.
How about the
That
HD upgrades, though?
The HD upgrade, you know what's funny about that is the only thing they upgraded was the character models. They didn't
The
do
texture
anything
work,
else.
too, right? Texture work was? And
Barely.
lighting. And lighting.
And lighting, yes. Lighting, but the character models are mainly the only thing.
Mhm.
A lot of it is static backdrop.
Yeah.
So they just left a lot of that, so you don't really, you can easily switch. You just click down the stick, and it switches back and forth.
That's cool. I love when they do that.
I like that. It's a good way to see back and forth, but really, it wouldn't have killed me if they didn't do an HD upgrade.
Okay.
The game is not that much more improved by it.
Yeah, when you have those pre-rendered backgrounds, when they made it in those days, they had no reason to make the resolution high, so probably
Right.
resolution back then was like, what, 320 by 480 or
Right,
something like that?
yeah.
That's kind of like the Final Fantasy VII, when people say they should just remake the original exactly how it was.
Right.
Don't do an HD remaster full on. It's hard for them to do that because they're just gonna have to stretch those backgrounds,
Right.
or completely redraw them.
Right.
So that's where the
But I love
question
the soundtrack's still
Yeah.
great. The dialogue still holds up to this day. There's a lot
Yeah.
of stuff that I know they're going to be saying,
Mhm.
and there's a lot of stuff that I forgot how funny it was, or I was only 11 when I played, so I didn't realize how funny it was when
Yeah.
I played it originally. So I love every minute.
The first
of it.
hour and a half, guys, you can check it out on YouTube.
Yep.
It's archived on there.
Do you want to do the first poll?
Yeah, let's check it out.
All right, so guys, we're trying to figure out what Marks. I'm thinking about
Rude, bro.
what Mark's replacement spirit. No, I mean what Dean's spirit animal is.
Let's see what you guys voted for.
I don't think Dean's gonna like it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I mean, a bear's a bear. All right. I don't really know what they do.
Oh, man.
I don't agree with this, and I will show you why. I was out, and I saw. Ow! I need to find. Oh, right down. I can't get. There we go. I found this.
What is this?
That could be a
bottom of
koala
it.
bear.
What?
Yes.
Dude, that's dope.
Right? You are welcome.
It's a bottle
Thank
opener,
you
right?
so much, man.
It is your spirit animal bottle opener.
That's beautiful.
Well, I think that can pass for a koala
Thanks,
bear for
dude.
sure. No problem at all.
Everybody, look at this beautiful gift. It's a bear head. And I'm going to open all the bottles with it.
All of them, ever.
All the bottles.
Dude.
All the bottles.
That's so awesome. Thank you, man.
Dean, what have you been playing this past week, man?
I can't stop playing Call of Duty, dude.
Really?
I'm trying so hard. And
I'm
And
guessing
you
like
play that
online, like
I
multiplayer.
know, yeah.
Okay.
All the time, all the fucking time, man. I can't stop. I did start Assassin's Creed.
Nice.
And I'm happy to say, we were talking about this in chat a little
Yeah.
bit. I'm liking it much, much better than when I first started it. The patches... Dude, I jumped back into that game and it was like a whole new world. Everything was super smooth.
A
and
whole
vibrant.
new world.
I didn't jump in any like new missions yet. I just kind of wanted to get my feet wet and I ran
Yeah.
around the city a little bit, killed a couple dudes, opened up some chests. But I'm gonna get into it some more this weekend. I'm excited.
Nice.
Yeah, I like it much better.
I'm glad. They have made some fixes for sure. It's
Yeah.
not all the way there, but
Yeah.
I still say hopefully Victory is delayed like a full year.
Yeah, I
Give
agree.
Assassin's Creed a year off and
Yeah, for
polish
sure.
the shit out of that game. So it's a polished turd in the end.
I like it though. I still like it. I bought Dragon Age 2, so I'm gonna start that this week.
Okay, cool.
It was $35
Oh.
I'm surprised you got it for Xbox.
because it was $35.
Yeah,
It's 40 on PS4 though, right?
No,
Oh, okay.
it's still 60.
Oh, it's still 60.
So
okay.
it was a special EA sale that they had. So that's the only reason. why.
Gaming News Life, thanks for the Twitch art. I played some more Walking Dead. I played it 2 days this week, actually. I played it on Wednesday because Dean didn't do Beast
Yes.
of the Week this week.
What happened with that? You just couldn't.
I'm just so behind.
Couldn't
dude.
get it.
So many
Everything's
shows to watch,
school,
and yeah.
videos, doing stuff for our YouTube channel. I
And
just
her
needed
girlfriend too, which is
oh, yeah.
she needs attention.
I needed a night to just like catch up. I was so falling so behind on everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, it was no problem. I didn't mind playing a little bit. So over
Hey,
the 2
Chris,
days, I
number.
was able to. Above 100 in the room. Thank you so much, guys. I was able to finish episode 4. Which ended on a crazy cliffhanger.
I saw Greg said something to you about it in the
Yeah.
chat, and you were just like, yeah, that was.
Spoiler alert, earmuffs.
Spoiler.
5, 4,
Spoiler.
3,
Spoiler.
2,
Spoiler.
1. So Rebecca gives birth to the baby, and obviously in this kind of environment, you're always kind of wondering like, do we even try to take care of this baby? Is it worth
Right.
it? It's a mouth to feed. It
Right.
gets sick, all this kind of stuff. So that's a problem already in itself. But Rebecca really didn't do so well after giving birth, and we tried to give her a few days to recover, but then it's freezing out. It's winter time, and she wasn't able to survive the winter. So she died with the baby in her arms, and she's
Well, that's-
but the craziest part about it is in that moment, it's when you are being ambushed by another group of survivors. So she's sitting there with the baby, and you're shouting, "We got a baby! We got a baby!" Trying to get these. They're like Russians or something like that. We're trying to get them to calm down. There's language barrier there. And that's starting to calm them down a little bit, but then Clementine looks over at Rebecca and sees that she's fading away. And throughout that conversation, she dies and starts turning immediately into a zombie with the baby in her arms. So then you have the decision to make, like, do I shoot Rebecca in the head right now? But that is
possibly start
possibly start a gunfight with
Oh my
these
God.
You
enemies.
shot the baby.
I know the baby is not the one turning into a zombie. The mother was turning into a zombie. But if you wanted the baby to survive, you had to shoot Rebecca. I decided not to because that's the first thing I thought of is I don't want to start a gunfight here. But if you don't shoot her, Kenny immediately turns and shoots her anyway, and that starts the gunfight. And then it just goes to black, and you just hear a whole bunch of gunfire, and that's where the episode ends. So.
Oh my God, cliffhanger.
Yeah, it was a very good cliffhanger. I hear episode 5 is the best episode of them all, so I'm really looking forward to that. I heard episode 4 was the worst, so only can go up from here. I'm really excited to see how it closes. I will say I don't think it's as good as season 1 so far. Episode 5 is going to have to be freaking awesome to
Yeah.
top the first season, but still great. Greg's entirely right. It's an excellent game,
I'm gonna
and it
play
deserved
it.
to be nominated for Game
I
of the
don't
Year.
care about spoilers or anything like that,
Yeah.
but I do. It's on my Amazon wish list. They're pretty cheap, both seasons online, so I'm gonna
Oh
get into it
god,
after.
yeah, they were
watching
$6 not too long ago.
Yeah, they were $6 the other day too. So level update.
Level update. Let's move on. Unless Kristen, you have anything to say?
No. No, nothing.
Cool.
Okay, let's move on.
All right, get started.
Like your hat, dude.
Thank you. What?
Where did you get the hat?
I like your hat.
What's that noise?
Reptile was revealed for Mortal Kombat 10. Did you guys see that?
I did.
Yes.
We got. That's
well as
really funny
something else, too.
about Reptile is that if you guys remember last week we were voting for who should be revealed for the next character, and the
So awesome.
viewers by like dominantly, I think it was close to 50% said Reptile.
Right.
So you guys are getting your wish here, but you also see a little bit more of Kung Lao. You also see Katana. Reptile has his typical acid spitting move,
Right.
but his fatality at the end, even though they don't show the final bit of the fatality, you can see
know
where
it's
it's
gonna
going. You see
I
where
haven't
it's
watched
going.
it yet. I haven't watched it.
Okay,
I'm
well,
gonna
it's
be
going to get to that
surprised.
very
It
soon.
looks awesome, dude.
But one of the best parts of it all
what it is.
is at the beginning, there's a quote, and I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. Here it is. Oh, no, not just that, but look at the,
Oh my god! Oh my god!
going into the eye sockets, breaking the skull.
Awesome.
It's unbelievable.
Did you see
And
the
here's
thing
the
of,
fatality. Spitting on the face, burning the face off,
Ugh.
but then coming in close, and you can tell he's about to pop that
It's
head.
basically like what's his name at the end of the Viper,
The
like
Viper.
the Game of in the Game of Thrones.
Oh, yes.
Oh my
yes,
God,
where
it's
he's
like-
putting his fingers into the skull, which is a disgusting thing.
So
also.
off of this too.
Yeah.
Did you see? First off, did you see the video of the two football players? I can't remember who it was. Watching the fatalities.
No, I
or
did
whatever.
not.
Oh my god, and they were losing their shit. It was so funny.
But yeah, we wanted to put a poll up for you guys as well, because considering Mortal Kombat vs. DC was several years ago, but there were some people that really enjoyed that. I was wondering what you guys would like to see from Mortal Kombat next if they were to go to another series. So we're going to put up a poll for Mortal Kombat versus Disney, Marvel, Final Fantasy, or Super Smash Brothers. Kristen's going to have to put that in now.
Well, guess what?
What? You already did. Oh, look at her. She's
Yeah.
on the
Wait,
ball.
hold on. Kristen.
Damn.
Where'd you get a hat, and where can I get one of those fucking things?
I
You look
Have a hat on?
awesome with the beanie
Oh yeah,
on.
look at that. You
Where
look
did this
warm.
come from?
I don't know.
It's so weird.
Came in
I
handy.
don't get it.
It's cold outside though.
One of the coolest things that I thought came out this week was that they also revealed Ermac is going to be in the game.
Yeah.
And he's actually he's a favorite character of mine, just because of the history behind him. He wasn't supposed to be a character. Do you know the history on this?
I don't know the history of Ermac. I know he's like the black and red guy, right? But
Ermac?
What happened? Dude, if you guys were all gonna get hats, why didn't anybody tell me?
Here.
Wait, what? I don't like hats.
Where did they come from?
I don't get this.
I
Alright,
think
anyway,
we might have a ghost
I think we do.
or an intruder.
Maybe it's Bear
That
Paw.
or I think the spirit of Mark is in here.
It's possible.
It
The
is
spirit
possible.
of Mark?
Yeah.
But real quick, Ermac, you know how people like break down coding in the back of a game
Yeah.
to find out other like secrets or anything like
Yeah.
that? When they were doing that for one of the Mortal Kombat games, and they found the code Ermac, and it was like it's this character Ermac. So people thought he was a character. Really, all that meant was error macro for if there was
Yeah.
a faulty character code.
Yeah.
So they were just like, all right, let's just go off of this and make it.
Yeah, I remember that. That was the original story behind him, right?
Yeah, that was the original.
original.
Now, but he looks completely different.
Yeah.
He used to just be a clone of Sub-Zero and Reptile and Scorpion, but now he's his own different looking character.
Okay,
It's pretty
cool. So I'm guessing they'll do a big reveal trailer for him next now that it's kind of already leaked.
Right.
So
Go
on
ahead.
to more freaky shit.
Yeah.
Five Nights at Freddy's 3 video was revealed.
Yes. Do you guys know what this series is?
I do not, and I
have no
heard it's
idea.
batshit fucking crazy.
It is. I watched a few people play it, and there's a lot of really funny videos on YouTube about this game. Go ahead. I'll let you read the story. Though. I'll talk about it
The
afterwards.
Five Nights at Freddy's series is becoming something of a cult classic for a niche group of gamers looking for a point-and-click horror game. The third entry into the series has appeared on Steam Greenlight with the following description. The owners of Fazbear's Fright, the horror attraction, are determined to revive the legend and make the experience as authentic as possible for patrons, going to great lengths to find anything that might have survived decades of neglect and ruin. At first, there were only empty shells, a hand, a hook, an old paper plate doll, but then a remarkable discovery was made. That attraction now has one animatronic.
Weird.
Weird. And
Weird.
dude, have you watched this stuff?
This one. So
It's
I have
creepy.
not.
It creeps me the fuck
I'm
out.
not creeped out now that I'm watching it. Yeah, I don't like that one bit.
Yeah, but
I don't like it.
whenever I
I
watch,
don't
basically
like
what
any of
happens is you have to survive 5 nights, right? But you have to look at a bunch of different digital cameras in this creepy Chuck E. Cheese type place, and they come to life and start moving, and you have to keep looking at the cameras to figure out where each of them are within the Chuck E. Cheese type place. And as they get closer, you need to shut doors or turn off lights and all these kind of things. But the thing is, you have a battery like to everything, and you start that battery is slowly depleting, and the more you're shutting doors and turning lights and stuff, the battery might go out completely, and if that happens, you're screwed. They're gonna pop up in your face and scare the shit out of you. It's a
sounds
scary
terrible.
as hell game.
It's out. This is out already.
The first 2 are out. The third
It's
one is on
episodic.
Steam Greenlight. No, it's not episodic. It's just like a series. They're very low budgets.
Okay.
But a lot of people are grabbing onto them. Like there's a cult following for these games now.
Are you done the story?
Yeah.
If there was a ghost, if there was one, do you think
What the hell just happened?
the ghost should come out right now?
We need to channel him. We need to
Okay.
channel the ghost.
Ghost!
The spirit of Mark.
The spirit of Mark!
Spirit of Mark.
Spirit of Mark.
I command you!
Spirit of Mark! Mark.
Come out from your hiding and
Spirit
appear!
of Mark!
Mark!
Spirit of Mark! Mark!
The power of level up commands you!
The power
The
of
power
love
of bogey commands you!
Alright,
The power commands you!
what's up?
Woo!
Where have you been?
I've been here the whole time, guys.
Hey, Mark!
What? He's been leaving clues the whole time!
I've been trapped in another dimension of hats.
Were you with Bear Dog in the second world?
Yes. I think.
Welcome back, Mark!
Maybe.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Woo.
Awesome. All right.
Hi.
Moving on. Why don't you read the third story, Mark?
Third story?
Yeah, go
The
ahead,
green
buddy.
one.
The green one.
The green one.
Microsoft Q2 earnings results. You can
Yeah.
make a really
Mark,
interesting.
everyone loves you.
Microsoft has released their earnings results for Q2 of 2015, and somewhat surprisingly, the Xbox division isn't faring as well in comparison to the previous year. Is that really surprising?
I think it is, considering the
Okay.
bundles we just had and the price drops and everything.
Yep.
According to Microsoft, computing and gaming hardware revenue decreased by $473 million, or 11%, primarily due to lower revenue from Xbox platform, offset in part by higher Surface revenue. Xbox platform revenue decreased $703 million, or 20%, driven by a 10% decline in total console volume. The transition from Xbox 360 to Xbox One with lower prices compared to the prior year and lower revenue from second and third party video games and accessories. They also revealed that Xbox consoles sold 8 million more.
0.8.
0.8. Oh, jeez. 0.8 million more in October to December of 2013 than in 2014. It's hard to say for sure considering they are still combining Xbox 360 and Xbox One sales, but it's possible that Xbox One sold worse this holiday season than last, which would be shocking considering the insane bundle deals in November and December. Why say 0.8 million? Why not 800,000?
That's true.
That's
That's true.
That's very true.
so stupid.
Or
That
800K.
I don't know
Well,
what to
that's
say about this at this
800,000.
point.
The thing is, they might be very similar to last year because Xbox 360 sales, I have to imagine, are dwindling at
Yeah,
this point.
I
Yeah,
can't imagine
sure.
they sold
So in
very,
order to
very
make
well.
up for that balance, I would imagine Xbox One sold more. So, but they're combining sales, so it makes it hard to know.
Eric.
But either way, with the bundles and the price drop and all that kind of stuff, they should have blown last year away, I would think.
I thought so. I would think
Yeah,
so as
well, we were all expecting them to.
Yeah, at least
You
Surface is
especially.
doing well.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, it's a great machine. I can't believe this.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising.
What is this year going to bring for them?
Well,
This year
didn't
might be
Sony-
worse, yeah.
I thought Sony had some competitive bundles, not necessarily in pricing, but at least in quality of games that were
Yeah,
released.
100%,
they definitely
yeah.
did. And I think that's actually something that put a hurting on them. They know that there's a lot of hype behind PS4, so people that were looking for a console at this point are they've either already made up their minds, or they were their parents looking for something to get their kids. And even though the Xbox is cheaper, they've heard the PS4.
Yeah,
Or this is a reflection as well of the quality people are putting into, or the priority people are putting into the paid services for
Yeah.
the console. PlayStation Plus is just so much better than
Yeah,
games for
that
Xbox.
is a differentiating
No
factor. Yeah.
contest.
And that might be the driving thing. People say, okay, well, the consoles are pretty much the same. They have similar number of third-party games, so what are the exclusives? And outside of that, what else am I getting from this?
Yeah.
And right now, Sony's throwing everything at you.
I mean, I think a good example of
Xbox
this
is
year
different.
as well, and what might be a problem for Xbox, is Game Trailers did their top 10 most anticipated games of 2015. 4 of them were PS4 exclusive, and 3 of them are better versions on PS4.
Right.
You know, with Batman Arkham Knight getting exclusive
That
content, and the same on 2 other
Yeah.
games as well. I mean, there wasn't one Xbox exclusive on the list. The other 2 were Wii U exclusives.
You know what?
Legend of Zelda Wii U, and
Mike and I were just talking the other day. He was asking tell me to buy more games on Xbox so we could play. But I told him I buy all my third-party stuff on PS4, and that's because I I have both. I love my Xbox.
Right.
I use it every day for cable and all that. But I want to support the platform with third-party content that gives me more back.
Yeah.
And that's
Right.
PlayStation right now.
I mean, I think the most surprising thing I saw on that top 10 list is that Halo 5 wasn't on there.
Yeah,
Right?
for
How
sure.
does that happen?
Yeah, that's insane.
Because I don't think anybody cares anymore, especially because they're completely changing the genre. They're changing the game. There's no more Master Chief.
Maybe because it's far away too. I don't know. It's the very end of the year, you know, and like
Are we
Bloodborne was on the list and stuff.
sure?
There-
Alright, well-
there's gonna be Master Chief.
It's
Yeah,
like you
but
Yeah.
hey guys, let's release a James Bond movie, but
Right.
not put James Bond in it. That's like the equivalency.
I'd wager that we'll
We're
see
go-
Chief
we're going
and
to have the
Cortana
Chief.
both, for sure.
yeah.
I don't know about Cortana.
Can you guys guess what the top
I'd be fine with no Cortana.
voted fan voted anticipated game of this year was on game trailers though?
Division?
The Order. No.
Evolve.
Nope.
I'm gonna say Batman just because
The Witcher.
I may as well play in the
The
Witcher.
Witcher?
Yeah?
The Witcher.
Wow.
The Witcher does look really
And you know
good.
the
Oh,
craziest part of that?
yeah.
Great.
Guess what the top most anticipated game last year was on game
The
trailers?
Witcher.
The Witcher.
No way, really?
You crazy polls.
So there are definitely
You
some
and your.
hyped people for The Witcher.
Oh, absolutely. It looks
It
so
looks
It
good.
looks really good.
Let's take a look at the
Looks
poll
great.
before opening up the lines.
Plus, you can get jiggy with a lot of ways.
I like how you spelled Mortal Kombat, by the way.
Did I spell it wrong?
Yeah, it's a K, but who would know that? Unless
Right, right. You wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
It's combat with a K. It's a weird
Oh.
thing.
I don't want this.
Dean.
Combat with
Yay!
Marvel.
Everybody wants a Big Daddy!
I don't want this.
Big Daddy.
I don't want this. I never asked for this.
I want
51%.
this.
So happy.
I want it
Sorry,
real
I
bad.
voted
That's
Koala.
I didn't
Because I told
Right.
them to.
See, this is working out.
That's honestly what I wanted you to be too. I wanted you to be a koala bear.
That was so good. Dude, they're high all the time.
And they sleep a lot.
Because they're high all the time.
All right, guys. Skype is live at the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds. Let's take a few
Koala
calls.
bears, You such an addict.
What?
In the meantime, let's see if we got any interesting stuff going on in the chat room. Oh, never mind. Got a quick call here from Derek.
What happened?
Mark, you're in the room!
Oh God! I forgot where I was.
I'm sorry, I just had to do some directions. So, over to your right is, I believe, Kristen. Wait, hold on. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Kristen.
Good. Oh wow, that's insane.
It's been a long time. You probably forget a few things about this show.
What happened?
We talk video games.
Jeez, I don't even know how I got here. It was like a haze. I
We
was
love it,
wandering. There
We
was
did.
like a fog.
Yeah.
Like I just imagine your travel like Insidious. We were calling you back to us, and suddenly here's where you appeared.
I never asked for this.
What's going on, Derek?
I totally asked for this. How
Oh
you
my
doing?
god, I just wanted to call in to say hi to Mark because holy crap, he's in there.
Yeah.
And he's returned after,
It's the lab.
I want to say, work in the
I
afterlife.
wouldn't say
I don't know what the is there, so you have to tell us.
Considering
Oh my
Mark is here, do you have
God,
any
dude.
questions?
Yes, I do. I do have a question.
I'm not that important. All right.
Shoot.
All right, have you guys? What's the one game that has really made you change the way you think? Kind of
About
So to speak.
games or about everything?
Greg says you
everything.
About everything.
I
So
guess.
pretty much a life-changing game for you. Is there any life-changing games you guys have had?
Life-changing games.
Yeah, there's a lot, but I don't know where to start that list.
I mean, I think this is a
Final
common
Fantasy
answer for this, but I
VII.
mean, the game that got me into games was Final Fantasy VII. I wouldn't be the gamer that I am now if I never
Okay,
played Final
so if
Fantasy
we're
VII.
talking about that, then yeah, I
But
thought
the
we were
way,
gonna go
to
off
change the
of-
way you think, yeah.
I was going to go with Bioshock Infinite.
Bioshock Infinite, okay.
That's a good one.
I have to say Ocarina of Time. That was the first time I was like, I'm gonna do everything. That's in this game. And that game was like, that
And
was
then you're
took my
like, oh, this
childhood
was
over.
a giant mistake.
Yeah, pretty much,
I
dude.
immediately regret this decision.
That's a tough one.
Yeah,
Right?
it is.
But Journey was a very
Journey was
emotionally
good.
impactful game for
Yeah.
me. It kind
Gaming
of,
Confession?
Yeah, definitely.
Never played Journey.
What?
You need to.
Yeah.
When it comes to
Never played it.
PS4,
So
which is pretty
pretty.
soon, you
That's what
need
I'm
to play
waiting
that
for.
game, yeah.
Do you think I would like to play that?
Journey? Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
100%, yeah.
Kristen, you would like to play Flower, I feel like.
No.
She's played Flower.
You didn't like
It gives
it?
her a
No,
little dizzy,
It gets
right?
me like
Oh, okay.
all the like
Motion
the,
sickness a
yeah,
little bit?
Yeah.
It's a real tranquil game, though.
It is.
Otherwise.
Definitely.
I like Journey. Journey was really pretty to watch.
Yes.
Mm.
Problem is you saw most of the Journey when I played it.
But I didn't get to feel it in my bones.
Yeah, you didn't get to
Yeah.
experience the
Yeah.
emotion. Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw me cry though.
Spoilers, it's real sad at the end, I'm guessing.
Oh, there was.
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
It's just it hits you.
Yeah.
It's a very emotionally impactful.
Thanks for the
I'm
follow.
excited to play it.
Yes.
Um,
Any other
You
guys?
haven't read
I
any
don't know.
follows lately. I can't. There was another game I was gonna say, and I can't remember what it was.
Deus Ex made me think.
Which one?
Human Revolution.
Human Revolution. Yeah.
Cyborgs.
Metroid Prime. Metroid Prime is
Cyberpunk.
what got me into first-person shooters. Actually, you know, it's like totally
That's
departure from
so
first-person shooters.
weird.
I know, isn't it? But it is
Yeah.
true. I never
That's
even
crazy.
touched one, dude. And then I played Metroid Prime, and I was like, I want to play
This is the tits.
everything like this. Yeah, it was. I played on a TV about this big when my parents were using the other TV with like the battery wind-up TV.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not gonna stop playing this ever. And I just kept
Another one that really impacted me was Chrono Cross. I mean, Chrono Trigger also focuses on time travel and stuff, but Chrono Cross, man, that game takes it to the nth degree when it comes to time travel and stuff like this, and it got me really into. I started doing a lot of research and stuff on the mechanics of time travel, all the different theories of time travel, all the different paradoxes that are created from it, time traveler immunity, all these different kind of really cool, stuff that people
Yeah.
theorize over the year. So that's something that to this day, like, I really enjoy time travel now because of that game. It kind of started that within me. So
Yeah, that's cool.
another one for sure
About
too.
Derek?
Derek, how about you, man? Life-changing game for you.
Right now, it kind of has to be Life is Strange. That's really got me thinking lately.
Yeah.
Just because of the main character, Max. And essentially, what they did is just give her a pass, and with her new time travel abilities, it's not, I'm going to gamble everything away and win. It's kind of, I'm just going to go about my mundane life and find what I can in life that's truly meaningful to me, and see how this world has changed since I moved away and now I'm back.
That's really cool. Yeah, and you've only played one episode so far too, so I can't imagine how much it might affect you in the future since you have 4 more episodes to go.
No, got 6 weeks until episode 2.
That's awesome. That's cool though that you're already so attached to it. So I hope that it delivers on the other 4.
Yeah, most of the gaming community has actually really grown attached to it for those who've played it.
Nice. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Gone Home in that it's kind of telling a little bit of.
I was about to say that!
Yeah, it tells a coming of age tale, and that's cool. And not a lot of games do that. That's another game that impacted me very much, even though obviously it's a different gender and the relationship is not something that I can totally relate with. But Gone Home is definitely a coming of age tale that not many games do that. So I'm interested in Life is Strange. I might check that out in the future, Derek.
Alrighty then.
All right.
That sounds neat.
Awesome.
Bye everybody.
See you
Bye
later, man.
Mark Morgan
Bye.
because he's been... Bye.
Bye. All right.
Always good calls from
Good call. I'm going to show off the lines, guys. We'll open it back up a little later on. Let's check out some of our Twitch hearts. We've gotten so many already, and I haven't been reading them off. I'm sorry, guys. I'm
Jerk.
Any of them?
We've gotten 16 already, so thank you to Nat1183, The Dub Creeper, Brad Me 80, Jews Caused.
Oh no.
No, that was a.
I didn't read the last part of it. I'm not going to. Tito 887,
Yes, I'm looking at it because it's a warning.
Tubal FC, Movania, Ethan Streamer,
I ignored it.
Conxy Gaming New Life, and we got a new patron.
Ooh.
New patron, Aaron is now a $3 patron, bringing us to $120.
Oh, awesome.
Thank you, Aaron.
Aaron, you get a jingle from Greg now.
Oh my God, that's so fun.
And of course, also access to the Level Up Show podcast and other exclusive content we're going to be doing in the future. One of those I just announced on Thursday is that I'm going to be doing something called Response Time, where you guys get to tweet at us with a question, #Response Time, and I'm going to choose the best question of each week, and I'm going to answer it pre-recorded, put it on Patreon for our patrons. So guys, that's another reason to donate right now. Support us on Patreon. Check out the reward system that we have in place. And finally, our last 3 or 4 Twitch hearts were from Fahrenheit, DJ D Win, and Josh, and there was a Brian who subscribed on YouTube.
Nice.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you.
All right, keep those coming, guys. We will shout you out throughout the night. But let's
How
move on.
convenient that poll we were just talking about on game trailers.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, definitely. We're going to talk a little bit about The Witcher because they revealed some new gameplay. It's been a while since we got a big gameplay segment. Yes, that's the next poll, I'm
I
pretty sure.
didn't see like a title.
No, we're not there yet. Actually, this is the next poll right here, a little later on. So you have a little bit of time.
Wait.
It's on. Oh, that's weird. Yours is in a weird format, I guess. This is the next page right here. All right, so with The Witcher 3, we got some new footage here. I think this is Xbox One footage, actually, but because of that, people are now kind of looking at it like
full HD.
it's not full HD exactly.
Oh,
but
it still looks so
that
good.
being said, it looks amazing, and CD Projekt Red is saying they're trying to hit 1080p on Xbox One. It's currently 900p. It is currently 1080p on PS4. They were able to achieve that, but that doesn't mean it might not be
Anything
on
about
Xbox
frame
One.
rate?
Frame rate is 30 frames per second on both platforms,
Okay.
which is solid. You know,
So
as long as it's
fine with
solid.
that.
It's an open world game. If it's
Right.
open world, 30 frames per second, I think is okay.
30,
It's
sometimes 60
massive,
is
and you can get a
so
lot of
much.
enemies on screen. So if it's a persistent 30 FPS,
Right.
even through combat,
God, I
that'll
can't wait to play
be
this.
great.
Yeah, this game is.
They've got some nice particle effects.
According to Gamasutra, I think had a first look experience with CD Projekt Red. They said it still obviously looks best on PC, but otherwise on console, PS4 is clearly ahead. It looks very similar to high settings on PC, is what they're saying. The difference is hardly noticeable if you're at normal TV distance. It runs at 1080p on PS4 and 30 frames per second on both, which is not a bother, is what they said. On the Xbox One, you are also getting 30 frames per second performance, but only at 900p. The textures are slightly more washed out than the PS4 version. However, CD Projekt Red still hopes to clean up those textures and hit 1080p even on the Xbox One version. However, they would not promise anything at this moment. So, either way, it looks beautiful. Everybody's going nuts over this game. Most anticipated game of the year on game trailers. A lot of hype on this one.
Can't wait.
I'm excited. Very
Yeah,
excited.
And it's the last one of the trilogy.
Yeah, exactly.
So far.
So it comes out in May, I'm pretty sure, right?
I think so.
13?
They keep nudging it back a little bit more and more.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
it's like every like couple weeks, it's like another week.
Yeah, I remember when it was February at one point. It was supposed to come out this coming month, but
Yeah.
they pushed it
I
back, which
remember
is
when it
okay.
was supposed to come out in 2014.
Yeah, right. Like so many other games.
2014, the year of 2015.
Pretty much. All right, go ahead, Mike.
Delay
You
work.
okay there, Kristen?
When I was summoning the spirit of Mark's ghost, I summoned too hard and my
Too
throat,
much.
I scratched like something in there.
Oh God, it's not good.
Like
We
the
ain't afraid of
sound,
no ghost.
Oh my
the
god.
sound scratched my throat.
Did you get it?
Oh, I hate you.
We ain't no afraid. No
Did you get it? Because you guys talked about Ghostbusters earlier.
oh
Right.
yeah. Who you gonna call?
All right.
Moving on.
This is why you're not here anymore, Mark.
I quit. You can't fire me. I quit.
It's funny that we were talking about
Why don't you put it up now?
great games. I think that changed, and I brought up Bioshock because Ken Levine this week revealed some information on his new game. They didn't decide about FPS or TPS yet, but they're still planning FPS. At the moment, they're developing only for PC. It'll be futuristic sci-fi theme, and it'll be based on a brand new universe. Vampires are possible, considering his recent tweets that he's been, giving hints and all those weird different things about. It'll be a narrative game, but it's not in the Telltale game style of a narrative game.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little bit more action to it, and it was inspired by Stanley Kubrick and Wes Anderson movies, which again add on to.
That's a
whole vampire
weird
thing.
mix right
That
there,
is
isn't it?
That's gonna be a very odd thing to watch.
Yeah.
Supposedly, there's a very high level of replayability, but unfortunately, there's no lighthouse.
Yes. And of course, that's a reference to Bioshock. He just wanted to say. I guess he's just trying to confirm that there's no
Right.
hidden
Which makes me real
meaning
sad.
in relation to Bioshock
Right.
this game. But the first thing I thought of when I read this was System Shock. Maybe he's going to do like a spiritual successor to that. That has very Kubrick vibes to it. So that would be pretty cool to go back to the roots there of the Shock series.
Yeah.
Something going on?
No, sorry.
All right. Next story. Kristen, do you want to read this or do you want to go heat up your taco?
I'll read it.
Okay, go ahead. She wants to make a taco.
Am I green?
Yes, you're green.
The Last of Us movie will be faithful, but make big changes.
Yeah.
Progress on The Last of Us is ongoing. When talking with Game Informer, scriptwriter Neil Druckmann gave an idea of how far along it is. He said, I just finished a second draft, and we did a table read with a bunch of actors. Pretty faithful to the game. There are some big changes, but the tone of what the story's trying to say is pretty faithful to the game. Druckmann confirmed that he's somehow finding...
Sorry.
You did this wrong.
I'm sorry.
That's why I'm struggling. It's not because of my brain. Druckmann confirmed that he is somehow finding the time to work on both The Last of Us movie and Uncharted 4 at the same time, saying lots of it is getting done while he should be sleeping. He's like you.
Yeah.
With table reads now happening, hopefully it won't be long before we hear some casting decisions.
So I'm wondering if that means that they're not following any characters from the story, that they're just trying to tell the same message throughout the whole thing.
I think that it will be Joel and Ellie. I just think
You think
that.
so?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it has
That's
to
not
be.
what I
Yeah.
just. That's not what I just saw.
I mean, they already kind of said that they're looking at Maisie Williams for Ellie. So
Right.
I mean, with that being
or an
said,
Ellie style character.
maybe,
And
but
she
there's no reason
is
to change
doing
it.
a survival movie.
What is
Macy
that?
Williams. I have no idea what it's called.
Yeah.
But I just know it was her. and-
She's still the front runner. They haven't said anything about Joel yet, though.
No.
But the one thing I'm wondering is if they were to change the ending, would you guys be okay with that? Is what I want to ask the level uppers right now. So Kristen's putting that poll up. Would it be yes because you trust Druckmann? That's what it says there.
It wouldn't fit.
Yeah, it wouldn't fit. Yes, I trust Druckmann. Yes, the ending sucked in the game. Or no, keep it the same. Keep the ending the same.
I would like to kind of just see Troy Baker play Joel, man.
Right? That's what I said.
That would be
Everybody else
awesome.
disagrees with me.
Yeah, they would have to change very much the look of the character for
I
him
mean,
to fit. But
he's got the scruffiness, get a little hair dye if they
Yeah.
want him to be like that. I mean, he's got the mountain man look going curly, and he's like in his 40s.
yeah, I mean,
a
he
lot of
could
people
play
don't know
it.
that, but like he's the age, man.
All
and
you would have to do to get a little more true is dye the hair.
and
Yeah.
for a guy that's in everything, he could totally carry a film. I
Could you
think.
say?
It'd be cool for him to enter into the film industry.
What's his name?
The guy who played him in the game, Troy
Troy
Baker.
Baker.
Troy Baker.
Oh, Troy Baker.
Yeah.
It seems a little, I don't know, lanky.
Yeah, I could see that. Joel's,
So did
Joel's
Bradley
a little
Cooper
beefier, but
Before
yeah.
American Sniper.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
but Bradley Cooper is an actor. Troy Baker is a
Is
voice
an
actor.
actor.
He's
Voice
he's an actor, man. That
If he's
shit's
willing
hard.
to, if he would bulk up for the role, that would be totally cool. and
Yeah,
I
why
wouldn't have a
not?
problem
Why
with
couldn't
it.
Speak, just to go back to it, Bradley Cooper in American Sniper, fucking jacked.
Yeah.
That dude got huge. Did you see it yet?
No,
Oh, I thought you were gonna go see it last week.
I want to. I haven't
Oh
gotten
my
around
god,
to it.
he got fucking huge.
Yeah.
There is no other appropriate way for me to say that.
Mike likes big guys.
I do like big
I'm waiting
men.
to see Bradley Cooper pop up in the Marvel or DC universe. It's
Oh my
gotta,
god,
it's gotta
that'd be
happen.
great.
I'm waiting for him to play Nathan Drake.
That would be awesome.
That'd be pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
I think
that
it'd be a
would
good fit for
really
that.
Cool.
Yeah, he'd be good.
Thank you for the Twitch arts there, guys. The awesome Maria and something scribes. All right, let's
Yeah,
open up
yeah.
this.
I'd like them
Like
to find a different
That would
person,
be cool.
like
That's not bad for it at all.
Yeah.
a non-named actor to do Nathan Drake.
Yeah, I think I'll be okay with that too. Yeah. Also, Shake and Bake. I like that name. Thank you for the follow.
Yes, Ghost Pirate X, Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin, I think
That's
is my
the
top
most
choice.
common. Yeah, that's the most common one that they say for.
I think that's the person they legitimately based him off of. I think they based Joel off of Josh Brolin. If you look at the original
Absolutely.
artwork for him, it is very obvious that is Josh Brolin.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Guys, the Skype lines are up at the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds. Feel free to call in. I could call Aiden back.
Josh Brolin's got infinite plans right now.
Yes, he does. I'm going to call Aiden back since he called in earlier and I missed him. Oh, she's back with her cheesy gordita crunch.
So cold.
Dude, I love Gordita Crunches.
Let it.
Aiden, you're on the show, man.
Hello.
Hey, Aiden, you're live on the show, man. Just make sure that you mute your stream in the background.
Okay.
There you go.
Alright.
So what's going on, man? What do you want to talk about tonight?
Alright, so what's your favorite console?
Favorite console of all time? Oof, man, that's a big
All
question.
time.
Um,
PS2's up there for me, only because
Yeah.
you could play PS1 games on it as well. But if that being said, if you got the original PS3, you could play PS1, PS2, and PS3. So that's the thing. I think we should remove backwards compatibility from this.
I was
Absolutely.
putting
That's
that
fair,
in my
yeah.
consideration.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with either Super Nintendo or N64.
Okay.
Good
Uh,
choices. Both are good choices.
N64.
N64.
Yeah.
N64.
I think I'm with the
Okay.
N64. That's probably the one I spend the most time on.
For me, it's very close between Super Nintendo and the original PlayStation.
Mm.
Super Nintendo, you know, Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy 3,
Oh,
Super
yeah.
Metroid, all the Super Mario games. But then you got Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, which I think is the highest point of the Final Fantasy series. Then you also have Metal Gear Solid. You got all the Crash Bandicoots.
true.
You know, a lot of classics on there.
I'm
on the
really
original
sad no one
PlayStation.
said anything about Sega Genesis, who is not making any more games.
Sega Genesis, I was never attached
There's a
to at all.
reason why they're not making more games. man.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't put that in there.
For what?
Sega Genesis said they're not making any more console games.
Sega Genesis.
Or Sega Genesis.
Oh, so what are you talking about?
Alright, sorry, I keep saying Sega, but Sega said they're not making more
Sega.
console
They're doing a
games.
lot of mobile stuff now,
Yeah.
right? A lot of mobile and handheld stuff is what they're saying. Kristen, how about you? Favorite console of all time?
Super
Super
Nintendo.
Nintendo. Yeah. How about you,
Go ahead
man?
and ask.
Aiden, what's your favorite of all time?
The PS4.
PS4.
Okay.
Very. It's off to a strong start for you then.
I like to play like Infamous First Light because I have PlayStation Plus, so I got that for free.
Yeah, it's a great service. How about for this year, though? What are you most anticipating on the PS4 in 2015?
What'd you say?
What are you most anticipating this year, game-wise?
I don't know.
Don't know.
Oh.
Well, we've got The Witcher, we've got Metal Gear Solid, we've got Batman: Arkham Knights, we have Bloodborne, we've got The Order, just to name a few, man.
I like Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, that's one of my top ones for sure as well. All right, Aiden, thank you so much for calling in, man.
Yeah.
See you later.
This is really good. I wish I had more.
And one more, let's call back.
Luckily, there's
Kwame.
24-hour Taco Bells around.
I'm not gonna go out in the cold.
Sure you would.
Quamaine, we are calling you back right now. Thank you for the heart from Attila. Hey, Quamaine, you're live on the Level Up Show.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Nothing. I just got a question about why you think people are so down on Evolve. Like, why do you think people just don't care about that game?
I actually didn't know people were down on it.
I think people were down on the beta, right? Because it didn't
yeah,
work.
people were, well, more so on the alpha. The
Yeah.
beta was better,
Yeah.
but it wasn't perfect. Me and Puss found it out firsthand. I personally, I like the game actually a lot. I think it's very fun. I don't know if I'm going to buy it just for the sheer fact that I get bored with games like that very quickly. Like Left 4 Dead, I loved the hell out of Left 4 Dead. And I got it, and then in like a few weeks I was bored. There's a lot to it, but it's not something I can play all the time. But then again, I go to other people that play it religiously. They still play Left 4 Dead to this day.
Yeah.
So
it depends on the kind of gamer you are.
Right.
I think a lot of people are calling back to Titanfall here. Titanfall looked amazing, but an entirely multiplayer online game, it gets a little boring after some time, and people might be associating Evolve with that. Not to mention, with Evolve, some people are getting down on the way they're doing DLC. That's turning some people off.
I think some of it's also game balance. They introduced a third monster, and the thing was just so OP.
I didn't actually see it yet.
It's an assassin class, and the thing would drop you like nothing else.
Really?
They have time to fix that though.
It's a glass cannon, so it has the least amount of armor and least amount of health out of all the other monsters, but its damage was obscene. And if you were a good enough monster to like focus target people, you would win.
That sounds like an easy fix though, right? Just make it not as powerful, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they said they nerfed it. They nerfed the Wraith.
Okay.
That's good. Yeah, as long as they stay true to their vision, but also listen to the fans at the same time and try to balance it as people give feedback, that's the best thing they can do. So
They seem more than competent enough to address balance issues in a timely fashion, unlike other companies that just take forever.
So I didn't know that there was a lot of backlash against it. I haven't seen too much of it. I mean, I know there was, but I didn't see that much of it.
Yeah, I like watching it too, right?
Yeah, I thought it was fun, and I actually am more excited to watch people play it and do stream casting, like like I was trying to do the other night.
I think it's gonna do well though. I really do. I think it's gonna do well.
I think it will too. I might wait. It's not that I'm not interested. I think it looks cool. I think I'll probably just wait until there's a price drop.
Sure. Yeah. All right, man. Quamaine, anything else you want to say real quick?
And yeah, all I gotta say is that the X-Men series will work. It will be a good show. You just wait.
Okay.
I'm hoping I'm wrong about my fear. Because I don't want to see that get shit on horribly.
Yeah. All right, Quamaine, thanks for calling in, man.
Okay.
See you later.
All
right. Another good call there. Thank you so much, Quamaine, and also to Aiden. Kyle, we will call you back a little later, man. We're going to shut off the line for now. Yeah. And then we will get into the third level update segment here. All right, so what is up?
Yeah. I did not. I want to.
What was that?
But no, he asked if I got Dying Light.
Dying Light.
I was curious. I haven't heard anything.
People are really liking that game.
People love it.
I kind of want to check it out.
Yeah, people are really liking it. Much more than I ever imagined, actually. People would like it.
A watermelon.
With Cheez-Its in it.
Oh, is this part of our Super...
Yes, this is our Super Bowl themed.
Why don't we start...
Is this the Super
Top Gun
Bowl?
Week, we should go get...
Uh-huh.
I
hope this is
get
the
our
Super Bowl
food for our tournament.
Let's get into level up segment 3.
What a Super Bowl this is.
I know, right?
Oh my god!
So, throughout this week, Square Enix was teasing a PS4 exclusive console game. Everybody, of course, got their hype levels up, their hopes up. I knew not to, because every time Square Enix starts a website for a game teasing it, it is never what people want it to be. It's always a mobile game or something like this. This is a little better, it's not as bad, but basically all it is
good mobile games.
Mina de Spelunker. It's an HD free-to-play version for the PS4 of Spelunker. Yes, right? And some people are like, oh, cool. A lot of people like Spelunker, but they gotta stop doing this. Stop making teasing websites, acting like there's a huge game coming with concept art of a cave with like crystals looking like Final Fantasy and stuff like that, inspiring people to think we got like a console RPG on the way, and then announce Spelunker, like this little free-to-play game. It's like, they gotta stop doing this. I can't take it anymore. You have anything to say about that?
Nope.
Nope. I think you pretty much summed it up.
Thank you.
I have no problem with this game at all. It's cool that they're bringing
it's a
it,
fun
but,
game.
but don't tease it the way you were teasing it.
Right.
Just
So, this is cool.
wasn't appropriate for the level of hype. Thank you.
I completely agree.
But speaking of Square Enix announcing games, I'm wondering what you guys would like them to bring back, because that's everybody when they see these rumors and these websites, they're like, oh, it's going to be this, oh, it's going to be that.
Alright, so before we do that, we need to get the old poll.
Yeah, we do. You're right. Christian, will you display what the poll results are?
So, is everybody okay with changing the ending for The Last of Us?
For the
yes,
movie.
I trust Neil Druckmann, and then the other one.
I'll read them up as we go. So people are saying that they trust
it,
Druckmann.
but there's also a lot of people that say no.
Keep it the same.
Keep it the same. So.
And nobody said that the ending originally sucked. 0% said
No,
the ending originally
and
sucked.
if you did, get out.
What
Get
are
out.
your
Get
What
out.
are your
I-
guys' opinion on this poll?
I think that if they do change the ending, it needs to definitely have the same exact message.
Which is what he addressed. Is
Yes.
what he said, which I'm fine with.
They
That.
cannot change that.
There
That
are
is
no good
integral
people.
to that story.
There are no good people.
Right?
It's not so much about, without going too far into spoiler territory, it's about the weaknesses of the main character.
It's been out for how many years now?
I know.
You haven't played The Last of
And
Us.
it's come to current gen consoles.
Shut up.
Right.
Trying to dodge spoilers, they're beating around the bush. They can't
Spoiler!
change the motives of the main
I
character.
will light your
the
bush on
weaknesses
fire
that he shows at
and
the end of the game
stomp on the ashes.
are very much about what happened to him 20 years
why
earlier.
we can't
They
raise
need to keep that the same, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But otherwise, to tweak it a little bit. Obviously,
Brought this upon
it's only
yourself.
it's only 2 to 2.5 hours. They have to do something to make it fit into that
I'd like to
time
see
frame.
changes just for the
I
gamers' sakes like us, because I
Yeah.
don't want to sit in the theater and know beat for beat what's going on.
Personally,
Right.
I would rather
Oh, this
them
is when he
see
smashes
them
the
make
guy in
it
his face
a
with a brick.
Exactly.
duology or a trilogy.
Duology?
Yeah.
Is that a word?
I think so.
Duology.
How about
I can't challenge it. I'm not sure.
I can't challenge it. We will let that one go.
I don't know any better, so I can't say otherwise.
I can words.
But for the next question, guys, which series should Square Enix bring back? Should it be this Chrono series? Should it be Vagrant
That's what
Story,
the thing is,
Super
like,
Mario
or
RPG, or Final Fantasy Tactics? There you guys go.
Chrono.
Oh my God.
There's no argument here.
It's either between Chrono series or the Final Fantasy Tactics series, I think.
It's Chrono.
Yeah.
By all means,
I'm easy. I got it. Oh.
We have Final Fantasy series. Like,
I know you're
We have
eating. I want
Super
some.
Mario. It's got to be Chrono.
What?
I don't know. I thought I was handing it to her in her
If you don't
hand.
vote Chrono, you're not American, and we don't want.
You're not American.
I would love to see it. Can you
You're not
imagine a Wii
American,
U
we
Super
don't
Mario
want you
RPG?
here.
I don't know, man.
How expansive that would be.
Yeah, that,
What?
I don't know that I want to see it.
A console, a Wii U Super Mario RPG.
Hmm.
You choose what attacks are on your gamepad, and the whole screen is just the game.
I'm
So
not even
people
interested
are-
in it, dude. I
Why?
just want Super Mario to be what he is. Honestly,
Just be yourself.
just be you. Jump over.
Do you.
Go from one side of the goddamn screen to the other. That's all I want to see Super Mario. do.
Alpha Fox
He's
Warner.
the guy who likes Super Mario 3D World.
It's alright.
Stay with the
Great.
roots. All right, you're up.
February Games with Gold was announced, and it's a disappointing one. The Xbox One's free game this month is the
I
indie
am not
game
Canadian.
#iDarm.
Hashtag don't give a fuck.
Right. I don't.
Hashtag.
I'll figure it out later. The Xbox 360 is again getting 2 games split throughout the month because so many people are going to benefit from this.
Right.
Jerk offs. The first half goes to the story-focused Puzzler Brothers, which Drew and I both played. We liked it a lot. We didn't love it, but there was a lot to like about it.
But the point of that is that we played it a year ago on PlayStation Plus.
Oh, that's right, for free.
Yes.
Because
A year ago.
It was a year ago. And the second half goes to Sniper Elite V2.
And I think that might have been on PlayStation Plus already too. I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
I think.
Yes,
I could be
it
wrong
was.
on that one.
So
But
congratulations, Microsoft. You still fuck it up for everybody.
They had
I don't
a decent
even
month last
know
month.
what to say to them at this point.
Just
Like-
fire whoever is in control of this
Drop
thing.
the games with gold at this point.
You're so
Drop it.
you
It's
don't
an
know
insult.
what you're so bad at your job.
Yeah, it's really bad.
They honestly should just drop it. It's honestly an insult to gamers.
And we're about to get to it a little later on in the next segment, but the PlayStation Plus is so freaking good this coming month
Oh,
that
it
it makes
is.
Yeah.
it makes this look disastrous.
Right.
It's just we
it's
sound like
not-
such fanboys right now, but
No, it is. It is.
Proof is
So,
so
I have
it's
both
like-
systems. Both of us have both systems.
Right.
yeah.
It's an insult to us.
It's bad. It's straight up bad.
It's terrible. I respect Nintendo's free game of the month more than I respect
Right.
Microsoft's.
Yeah.
You know what Nintendo gives you every month for free? Nothing. And I respect them more for that.
They're like, no, guys, I think you need to pay for games. Microsoft is handing you some, like, they're handing you shit, and they're saying, like, this is really good. You want some.
It's like trick-or-treating, and you go to one house that's on one side of the street, and it has decorations everywhere, and it looks really cool, but it's not, the most well done, and they give you huge candy bars. Then you go to across the street, and it's basically its own haunted theme park, and they have all this money. You know they have the money, and you open the door, and they give you a toothbrush and candy corn. That's Microsoft. Sony is the non-flashy with the big candy bars.
Sony's the one that gives you
Sony has
that throws
plenty
a dollar
of
in your bag,
Right.
taped around the king size sneakers. You're like, I'm going to that house again tomorrow.
Kristen, you were up with the final story in this segment.
I like that analogy.
Thanks. I tried.
A little hard to see in my corner. I think everyone already knows this. People know this already.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Spotify is coming to PlayStation!
Hey!
PlayStation Music is coming to the PS3 and PS4 in replacement of Music Unlimited, and the new service is entirely based around Spotify. Both
Good.
paid accounts and free ad-based accounts will work within the PlayStation application, giving gamers access to over 30 million songs and 1.5 billion playlists. That is insane. The best part of all is that PlayStation Music can be used during gameplay, allowing background playlists to be utilized in games such as Drive Club.
Yep.
This service will launch shortly after the shutdown of Music Unlimited in March. Lastly, it turns out that Video Unlimited will be rebranded as well to become PlayStation Video.
Clearly, they are doubling down on PlayStation.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Just rebranding everything to be PlayStation.
I want to show you the awesome various types of music, and this is not going to be something that I don't think we'll get copyrighted for.
Okay.
But it's very, very awesome. Let me go into my music real quick. But Spotify combining with Sony is going to be great. Like there's
Kind of crazy part about this
So-
too is it sounds like they have it exclusively.
Yeah.
Yes.
Spotify has responded to some questions about it, and they said no, we're only working with PlayStation right now.
Right, which is
So
great.
there's either like a 1-year exclusivity thing or. Yeah, I know they have a lot of really
They
good.
have a lot of. I've been listening nonstop to the chiptune playlist.
That's awesome. Is that like Mario?
That is like
Game
a.
of Thrones?
It's Game of
Yeah.
Thrones, but with like Mario
Yeah.
chiptune type music. Yeah, you can find so many cool things on Spotify. I said it during my Thursday stream that I loved that for the longest time I was looking for the music to the leftovers, and I could not find it anywhere. I go on Spotify, they have the entire soundtrack. All I gotta do is hit that little plus button, and it's in your library.
Yeah,
Like
that's
you have to listen to some ads, obviously every 5 or 6 songs, but it's like it's unbelievable. Like it's so awesome.
Minuscule.
It's almost
price
criminal
tag.
that freaking service. Like
Yeah,
I can't
Spotify?
believe they get away with it.
Well,
Oh, I
Taylor
paid.
Swift took her stuff
It was
off.
$10 for 3 months the one
Yeah.
the one time.
But very strong.
3 months ago, so I got it.
For Sony to grab this, and the fact that they're calling it PlayStation Music, it makes me wonder if it's always going to be exclusive.
You know what I would love to see them do for it if they would have had a video trailer,
Yeah.
and it would just say PlayStation, or it would just have PS, and then and you would think Sony PS, and then they would just do PlayStation, and then underneath Spotify, and the PS would break apart, and then you would see the two titles listed under there, and it would go back to the PlayStation and Spotify.
You've got
Here's the beautiful thing about this is that everyone's concerned, including my own was a big thing, is that like to use the PlayStation 4 as a media device, being able to play music from your flash drive and this and that, and like now
This has
They
way.
solved
This
the
has
problem and
more
then
than
some.
you ever had.
exactly
Yeah.
like it's insane. Like I will use this. I play like. I'll play music while I just play something like Call of Duty or something all the time. Like, this is beautiful, dude.
This is a great
It's right there
service.
on your console.
Yeah, awesome idea. Let's take a call, or actually call back somebody.
We've got Well, we got a ton of new follows.
Yeah, you haven't read
Okay.
any
I'm
followers.
You told me not
start
to.
reading them all. So we
After
got
every segment, you can.
Blake Z01, Starcadia 9, Ill Intention Z4, YOLO Bribes, the Awesome Mario 156, Shake and Bake JPS,
Hey,
Bacardi F, Super 1-Up, Barber 23, Brad Fresh 40, Insane Monkey 12, Sick Mother, Expert Time Lord, Sleeping
What?
Psycho,
Is that Piash?
Corporal Caneway, John A, Cannon
John A.
233, and
John A.
DL Brandon 421, Charted 333, Connor Force, and Cody Baker 1.
That's where I left off too. Cody
Wow.
Baker was the last
John
one.
A.
But we don't want to neglect our YouTube subscribers too. We got a new YouTube subscription from Pierce. Thank you,
John
Pierce.
A.
Pierce
John A.
M for your YouTube subscription,
Lieutenant
guys.
Dan.
Keep those YouTube
Ice
subscriptions
cream.
coming because YouTube is very important with Patreon. We're doing a lot of new stuff with the Level Up Network exclusively on Patreon and YouTube. So make sure you go to youtube.com/Level Up Show,
Ice
level spelled
cream.
LVL, and subscribe. All right, let's call back Kyle.
God, shrimp.
Big Forrest Gump.
John A.
Bubblegum Trip.
He does good.
That's how his name was spelled. It
His
had
name's
A-Y.
Johnnayy.
John A.
Kyle, you're on the
John
Level Up
A.
Show, man.
Hey, how's it going?
Doing well,
What's
man. What do
up?
you want to talk about tonight?
I was your poll. What do you think is Square Enix's reticence of not bringing back Chrono series? I mean, it's been. I think they brought it back around 2003, and it's sold like crazy.
Yeah, Chrono Cross was the last one, and that wasn't even 2003. That was PlayStation era, so that was probably 1998, maybe 1999. It was before Final Fantasy IX, which was 2000. So it's been a very long time for the Chrono series. We've gotten some ports of Chrono Trigger and stuff like that. DS got Chrono Trigger, but that's about it. That is an amazing series of games. It's only two games, but both of them were wonderful games. They are some of the best games of all time, actually, in
So
my
what are they
opinion.
doing?
I think just maybe they lost a lot of that team, that did Chrono. A lot of those guys left, and maybe that's it. Maybe that's all there is to it, is that they don't want to put a new group of young guys on a series that hasn't been done in 15 years. It's hard to say for sure, but I really, really hope that they eventually bring it back. They trademarked Chrono Break back in the 2000s and then let that trademark die. So they had some plans potentially for
Right.
Chrono, but they let it go. So I'm with you, man. Chrono is my vote for that poll as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's a proven, moneymaker. It just I don't know why they're afraid to make it again.
Yeah, I
Do
feel
you
like
know any
Go ahead.
developer that you would want to make it? Like any person in particular?
It's just Square Enix, man. I want them.
Squeenix.
Square Enix. I want them to get back some of that original team.
Right.
Get back Mitsuda, the composer. It has to have Mitsuda. And I think you'd be fine. I just got to get back that original team. I don't want somebody else.
I mean, maybe that's where the issue stands. They want the original team.
Yeah.
But the members of the team are like, we did Chrono. It's a thing, and I'm not interested in that project. I want to do other things.
I'm
new
not
stuff.
sure, but maybe Mistwalker took some of those guys back when, Hironobu Sakaguchi left. There might be a lot of those Chrono guys over there now. And if that's the case, Mistwalker do it. I would love Mistwalker to do it. But I think that probably Square Enix has the rights to it. They
Probably.
probably won't let it go.
I want you to say hi to Kyle.
Kyle, how you doing, man?
Kyle.
Good, how are you doing?
Power up Kyle.
Power Up Kyle. Oh, I didn't realize. I'm sorry.
I didn't see his last name until a second later, and I was like, oh wait.
Nice to have you on the show, man. Do we want to talk about that real quick?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah,
I
sure.
mean, it's gaining steam. It's going on its way.
Yeah.
We're gonna start showing some stuff.
Yeah, Mike
So-
announced not too long ago that he's working on a new project with some other guys. Kyle is one of them. Talk about it a little bit, Mike.
So there's always only so much you can talk about on the Level Up Show. We had to kind of select some certain time at the beginning of our show for non-gaming stuff, and everybody seems to like right now superheroes. Superheroes is a big thing, and it's something that I've had the desire to do for a long time. And a buddy of mine, Nima, definitely wanted to get on it, and his buddy Aaron, and our buddy Kyle. We all decided to get together and start doing this. So it's pretty soon we will be bringing you guys the Level Up Show, the Power Up Show. So it's going to focus on comic books, anything comic related, anything superhero related. It'll be all that stuff in bite-sized podcast style timing. And it'll be all watchable after the fact. It won't be live stream right away. We might do live chats, chat room, text, and everything like that. But it'll be all on our YouTube, first to Patreon, and then to YouTube
Yeah.
free for everybody at some time.
Yeah, we promised you guys we were going to be delivering on our Patreon. We didn't create this thing for no reason. There's a reason behind it, and this is one of them. Power Up
Yeah.
Show is going to be one of the cool things that we have there.
Right.
And,
So anybody, again, not to plug it, but again, or to plug it, Patreon, you can donate anything from $1 all the way up to $80. You don't have to do all the crazy ones. We would love you if you did. But if you donate anything more than $1 or $1 itself, you get access to all the stuff right away, and Power Up Show will be one of them.
Yeah.
And I don't think you're going to be too disappointed.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Nima and,
I'm excited
and,
too, man.
Aaron are working on some stuff right now that we hope to get up relatively soon.
Yeah.
Individual things, so you guys will see that
Yeah.
very shortly.
But Kyle, man, we're really happy that you're joining the Level Up Network, man.
Hey, no problem. Glad to join.
All right. Thanks for calling in as well.
All right.
See you later, man.
All right, see ya.
See what happens when you leave, Mark? We need to replace you with multiple people to fill the void you left us.
All right, guys, I'm going to shut up the lines. I'm glad that I called him back then. I didn't realize that was the
I
Kyle.
didn't until like I looked at it, I was like, wait a minute.
All right.
Voice.
Final level update segment here. Let's start off with
It's just so weird.
potential in another PlayStation event in February, this coming month. So some PlayStation MVPs, that's what they're called. They're getting emails going out about something in NYC, in New York City, on the 13th, about debuting a new PlayStation initiative, is what they're calling it. It's a private event. And it seems like a celebration in some ways, considering they're going to have an open bar and all that kind of stuff. But the thing that really sticks out at me is PlayStation Initiative.
Right. and
Now,
I
what
think
does
it's-
that mean?
I'm gonna almost guarantee it's going to be PS View.
PS View is a very strong
I think so
choice
because
there.
they said it was going to be rolling out early 2015.
Mhm.
It's going to be early 2015.
And I feel like that fits the
And New York
definition of
City-
initiative.
Right, and New York City is a prime locale for something like that. It's a big venue event, and I feel like the East Coast is going to be easier to roll that out on than the West Coast.
Yeah. The only other possibility I'm thinking is maybe finally give some more information on Project Morpheus. Show your virtual reality, initiative.
I was going to think that, except for the fact that I think it's geared towards certain people, and I think they want to show that Morpheus is something for everybody, not just certain people.
Mhm.
So I think by doing that, it would kind of close those doors a little. It would send the wrong message
Mhm.
that you would need to be a special type of person to get Project Morpheus.
Yeah,
Wow.
I hope that, in my opinion, I hope it's Project Morpheus just because I want to see more of that, but I'm also very
Right.
excited about View.
We also have GDC coming up.
yeah,
Don't
that's
forget,
true.
which is where we saw it the first time. So
What's up, Kristen?
Shouldn't we finish the poll before we move on?
Yeah, let's go ahead and look at it. See what people voted. I'm hoping Chrono. What should Square Enix do next, guys? What should they bring back? And, ooh, it's close.
Oh.
Barely Chrono series,
Oh my
though.
gosh.
Followed by Super Mario RPG,
Yeah.
which is also an excellent game.
that noise.
Super Mario RPG would be awesome.
Chrono still won.
Yeah, Chrono still won, though, and I think that's the right choice, guys.
Oh,
for
I
Ghost.
Yeah,
completely
Mike.
agree.
All right, go ahead, Mike.
All right, now.
Yes.
In conjunction to compete against the abysmal showing from Microsoft, Sony once again was not shown up, and their PS Plus games for February 2015 are amazing. First is going to be Apotheon for PS4. I don't know very much about this game.
That's why I put this, yeah.
Exactly, and the basic description of it is the gods of Olympus have abandoned humanity, leaving you to perish without their benevolence. Take up arms against the gods, climb up Mount Olympus, and take their divine powers for yourself to ensure mankind's survival. Sounds interesting. I want to see gameplay. I want to see what it's like.
You'll see a little bit here
Yes.
in a moment. But yeah,
I
this
want
is-
to play. I
Exactly.
was going to get it. You guys got it and liked it.
Excellent.
I just wasn't sure, and I had enough other things to play. So I love this art style. Okay, this
Yep.
is that game. Okay.
This is Apotheon here, yep.
Mhm.
But yeah,
It looks
Transistor
like-
nominated for many of our Game of the Year awards.
Right. And it's great. You loved it. Surprisingly, they're putting Thief for free on PS3.
Yeah.
I was a little surprised about that. Yakuza 4 on PS3, a cult classic favorite.
A lot of people are really happy about that one because all these fans of Yakuza, there's a huge passionate following,
Right.
but not enough people are into Yakuza. So this could get people on board for 5, which is coming out this year as well. More people need to get into this series, supposedly. It's supposedly a wonderful series.
It's weird.
Hope
Yeah.
so, eh?
We also get Rogue Legacy, which I already bought. I love it.
Yeah.
Mark, I know you and I played the hell out of it. You way more than I have.
Yeah.
Dude, that thing just.
What
They
level are you
go
now?
so over the top. I maxed out.
Did you really?
Really? Wow.
Well, no, you can only get up to like level 306 or something.
Okay, I'm at like 180.
Yeah, I'm in
Honestly,
the 100s
it
as well.
gets after like level 100, it gets really easy to gain levels.
Right.
But then as you keep going into New Game Pluses, the enemies just keep getting more difficult.
I
and more
know.
difficult. It's like,
That's why I
you
stopped.
have an eyeball that shoots 3 pellets at you. New Game Plus, you have an eyeball that now shoots 6 pellets at you rapidly. New Game Plus, you have an eyeball that doesn't stop shooting at you. Oh God, please stop it.
It gets to a point where I
and
didn't
it
think you
only
could play
gets
it.
worse.
Really?
Yeah, it's impossible.
That's
It
nuts,
gets to a
man.
point where, honestly, the only way to beat the game is to run through rooms dodging enemy attacks
Yeah.
to get to the boss. Like, there's no point in attacking enemies. You can't kill them.
And at that point, you can't get gold.
You can't kill them fast enough.
Right.
And that's cross-buy on everything.
Right, so it's everything, but also on PS Vita, not to leave that out, it's Kick and Fennec. And the description for that game is soon after waking up in a desolate but colorful world, Kick meets a small flying robot named Fennec. When Fennec saves Kick from a menacing guard robot, they find out Fennec's battery is broken. Together, they embark on an adventure to the core tower to find Fennec a new energy core. Sounds cool.
Yeah, it does sound cool.
The description just reminds me of Machinarium
Okay.
a little bit. I don't know why.
But a very strong month overall.
Absolutely.
Following January with First Light, which was another strong month. I mean, they're killing it with PlayStation Plus. It's a very good job.
Even those king-size candy bars with dollars wrapped around them.
Why don't you let Dean read this final story since he was so excited
Yeah,
You
I'll
want
read
to?
the shit out of it. No,
He's
I
got it
gotta
on his laptop.
see it. All right, Lego announces new Marvel
Okay,
Avengers
we'll go back.
and Jurassic Park games. Get a hold of yourself. This past week, Lego with Warner Brothers and TT Games announced 2 new Lego games coming out this year. The
And
first
you lost your fucking mind.
is a Marvel Avengers game that will tie in with Summer's Age of Ultron. They also revealed a Jurassic Park. What's cool here is that the Marvel game's coming out. What's cool here is that you will play through the events of the original Jurassic Park, The Lost World, Jurassic Park 3, and finally the upcoming Jurassic World, which also released this summer. Otherwise, details are scarce at the moment, with not even a clear release date, but it's definitely something to look forward to. It's assumed the games will likely coincide with the movie releases and have been announced for essentially all gaming platforms. Actually, add on to this, I just read they are slated for fall.
Fall.
Fool.
Avengers. I don't know about Jurassic Park. I saw a promo image of Avengers and then it said coming fall 2015.
So a little after the movie.
How do you feel about sinking how many hours again into getting all the trophies?
I'll sink it all into the Avengers. That's my heritage. That's my roots, man.
How long did you have to play Marvel?
Marvel superheroes?
Yeah.
I don't know. That one I am so attached to every bit of Marvel lore that like I don't
agree.
even mind.
Yeah, but you
I
were
lose
grinding at the end.
Gotham. Lego Batman 3.
That's the one you were
That's
grinding.
when I was
I'm
grinding,
sorry.
yeah. Because there was just, you know what, I enjoyed the game, it's just, there wasn't that open world to come into and just, like, run around and do whatever. It was very much, like, mini hubs everywhere. It wasn't, like,
Okay.
like in Marvel Superheroes, you had all of New York. You go in, you run around New York, you do everything. This was, like, you have to go here, then you have to go
Grand
here,
Theft
then you have to
Lego.
go here, then you have to go here. It was, like, too much.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm excited, man.
Speaking of Lego, though, we got a question for you guys. Which franchise should Lego tackle next? Should it be Disney, Final Fantasy, The Legend of Zelda, or should it be The Walking Dead? So, let us know, guys, in the poll. Moving on from there, let's open up the Skype lines
Do
once
people
again.
know what that third one is?
You know what? Let's take a shot at a commercial. Let's see if it actually works. Mark, let's see if you have the magic touch.
Mark. Commercial us.
I think that's the
60.
command.
Space, yeah. Nope.
Guys, let us know
What's that?
if a commercial ran for you. Ask in the chat room. Ask if the commercial is running. We need to figure out why these never work.
Yeah.
Well, if you, I'm not on the Twitch dashboard. I'm on the Nubot dashboard.
You can still comment in the chat room, right?
Yeah, I can.
That's the only way we're going to find out, because if people are seeing the commercial right now, they can't hear us. So
No, nobody's seen a commercial.
nobody's seeing commercial.
No. Why don't you, while we're waiting for a call, read some Twitch hearts?
Good idea. While we wait for the commercial, and you mean?
Sure, why not? Let's go with that.
Commercial there.
Thank you to King Link 99, Sid Fan 37, Hitler was Royal OG Kush, controller.
You can't write down the teleprompter. You should know that he just reads everything he sees.
True.
I didn't read it. I stopped. Thank you to Yummy Noodles, Dark Angel, Lead Reaper, Cody Baker, and Connor Force, and Ben for the YouTube subscription. Let's take this call from Connor. Hey, Connor, you're on the show, man.
Glad to be here. Yes, that Lego thing you were talking about. I'm thinking they should do the Legend of Zelda.
Legend of Zelda for the next Lego. We were talking about it in the chat room, and that was one of the ones we thought would be really strong from Lego as well. It just kind of works, right?
Right.
I think it would be a good franchise.
It's fun, cute.
Yeah, it'd be fun and cute, right?
Sure, that'd be awesome.
Hits their vibe.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the reason we put like The Walking Dead on there is because it'd be interesting for Lego to tackle a more dark and serious tone as well. They've never really done that.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but it just wouldn't make sense.
No? But you were saying like tower defense, building things out of Legos? That
Well,
could be cool.
my idea is a little bit more threefold. I
Yeah.
want them to bring back, and I don't know if you don't know to remember this, but I want them to bring back like the original Lego sets and do like the Lego. They had the Lego Pirates, they had the Lego Medieval, and then they had Lego Space, and so do that. So space, it would be space exploration and colonizing planets. Lego Medieval, you would have to expand your kingdom and fight off the dragons. And Lego Pirates, you would just go and raid chests and fight off other pirate ships and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
fun.
I think all those could be cool actually. So that's just my opinion. But I can understand Legend of Zelda being your top choice for sure. And vote, guys. Make sure you vote and let us know what you think. What should Lego tackle next? Anything else you want to talk
What
about,
do you
Connor?
think about Microsoft, about these new games that Microsoft are giving away for free?
We don't think they're very strong this time
Oh,
around.
the games with gold,
Yeah.
Microsoft needs to get their heads out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about the indie game, so I don't want to say too much
The
about
IDARB?
IDARB, yes.
It's not a bad game.
No.
The problem is it's not very
It was
strong.
not bad, but it just seems really stupid.
It's just that that's their Xbox One game. Their one Xbox
Right.
One game. It's you probably could have gone a little stronger
Right.
than that.
Right, there's a lot of other games they could have chosen that they're getting first that
Yeah.
they should be.
First of all, I think they should be doing 2 games a month for Xbox One. That would have been great as a second game.
Yeah.
But give away one of your, give away Rise or something.
They give away something that's not selling to
Yeah.
anybody anymore.
Yeah, I would play Rise.
Yeah.
Give me Forza.
Forza
5.
5, yeah, the other one, not
Yeah,
Horizon.
that's good.
Give me something that came out
That's
at
pretty
launch
good.
that no one's
I think
bought
pretty
in
good choice.
months.
But the game I'm most anticipating for this year is probably
Forza came in my
Call of
console.
Duty World at War 2.
World at War 2?
Yeah.
That was way back, wasn't it? World War 2?
They didn't have a World War II.
Oh, this is this year.
Oh, you want World at War 2. So that's what you're hoping Call of Duty does next. Okay. Yes, Treyarch this time
Xbox is going to
around.
reveal that in May, I think.
Time is a flat circle.
Yeah.
Treyarch,
It's time to go back to.
I mean, that's the thing is, do they go to Black Ops? And I think they probably will just continue with Black Ops, but I hope that they don't. I would like for them to go to a new franchise as well, but it's hard to say for sure. World at War, all right. I mean, I guess I don't know. I'm not a big Call of Duty fan, so I can't say. But Connor, we're gonna move on, man. Thanks for all the comments.
Okay.
See you later, Connor.
So, yeah.
See you later, Connor.
All right, let's see.
I want Lego God
Is
of
this-
War.
Let's see if it works with the dashboard.
Can you imagine just like smashing?
Are we trying to commercial again?
That would be pretty dope.
It didn't run apparently.
All right,
Move on.
we'll try again.
Let's see if it runs through the dashboard.
60-second commercial break initiated. Please keep in mind that your stream is still live. Guys, let us know in the chat room. Put it in the chat room, ask people.
What do you see?
What do you see right now?
The thing is, if people are watching a commercial, they're not gonna.
Well, that's why I said you have to
hear
ask in the chat room.
Asking us.
That's why you have to
Okay.
put it in the chat room.
Okay.
The secret word is beanie.
Yeah, right. We haven't done that in a while, and I like doing that, so I want commercials
I
to
know,
work.
it's so
And it
fun.
does give us a short break to take a drink or whatever.
Oh, Greg said he got a
Greg
damn
got it.
commercial.
Woo!
That worked. You have to go to the Twitch dashboard.
Twitch dashboard.
Yeah, not Moobot.
Okay.
Fucking Moobot.
So what did you type?
And
He didn't type anything.
I
He
didn't
went
type
to the
anything.
Twitch dashboard.
Yeah, on the Twitch dashboard.
So you have to
Literally,
spot
there's a button.
that dogs laid eggs.
Why would you
And
think that?
I learned something today.
That's
No one.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
What is that? It kind
It's
of
an
is ringing a
original
bell.
something.
yeah.
It's an original Family Guy quote.
That's it, yes.
Gotcha.
Alrighty.
Let's find out the answer or the results.
I want Lego God of War. I would play that.
That'd be
I
cool.
would
Can you
play
imagine like smashing your chains through like Lego Minotaurs
That'd be
and
awesome.
break into a million blocks?
what
Problem
about
is-
a Lego fight game?
Like Mortal
Smash
Kombat or something?
Bros.
Yeah, or Smash Bros. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Lego
That would
Smash
be
Bros.
Pretty cool, dude.
The problem with Lego.
the brick out of you.
Problem The problem with Lego
Dude,
God
that
of
was the
War
best tagline ever.
is that it would never happen because Lego releases on every platform imaginable, so they would never do an exclusive Lego game, you know?
No, but you can still do.
It'd be fun to imagine it. No, yeah, Lego fighting game for sure. Yeah, I would be into that. What are the poll results, so guys? What did you guys vote for?
Woo.
I'm gonna pull it up in 1 second.
Okay.
Are you done with Skype?
Yes, we are done with Skype. Thank you guys for calling in.
Wait, in the Lego fighting game, would you have to take a tutorial on how to block?
Actually,
Oh!
Derek brought up a good point.
Final
If you have blocked, you
Fantasy!
don't have to.
Wow. Final Fantasy. Yeah.
Lego Final Fantasy?
I'm okay with this. This is actually
Interesting.
one of my things I love.
I mean, obviously, I would be totally into that. But yeah, if you guys have ad block on, obviously, you're not going to see the Twitch
Right.
commercials,
Did
which a
anyone put
lot
the
of
secret
people
word
have
in
it
there?
on.
No.
Commercial works!
Yay! It's a bad time. All right.
I am sad that there's no more secret words.
Before we move on to topic of the week, I do want to try and get the Beast of the Week poll in there because.
Yes, and we should get food.
What does that mean?
Yeah, that would be
What was
good.
it?
Could you ask them what Beast of the Week should be this coming week? It's in the thing here. It's right there. Beast of the Week.
Dashboard.
What do you mean you want to get food?
It's the motherfucker thing.
All right, let's look at the Twitch charts real quick. Well,
You
Kristen puts up the poll.
We weren't getting commercials? We weren't getting commercials when you were still here.
No, I was using the dashboard.
I've used the dashboard before and it didn't work. I've never seen that thing pop up at the top before. That's interesting.
He was saying it tells you when the
did
last
that.
commercial you ran
It
is.
did that. What have you guys been using?
I
It's
don't
clear-
know.
it-
We fell apart when you're not here!
We need you, Mark.
I'm gone for a month and this goes to shit.
All right, thank you to these Twitch charts from J Viper 20 or 260. Don't hold your meth. Hi Man, Monkey Punch, Z Drones, King Link, Sid Fannin, Hitler. Once again.
I'm sorry, but as we're going over names, I have to say the favorite handle I've ever seen before was Walking Talking Stephen Hawking.
Yes.
Oh my god,
That was the
great.
best. We should have a poll for that.
Oh my god, we haven't seen a Stephen Hawking invitation lately.
No.
No, we haven't. Guys, what should Dean play on Beast of the Week this coming Wednesday? Should it be Marvel Heroes, Lego Batman 3, Assassin's Creed Unity, or Batman Origins? Arkham Origins is what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it doesn't fit all of them sometimes.
No, it's okay. Batman Arkham Origins is the
Where's
final
this
one there.
commercial thing?
You have to go to
I'll show
the.
you
You have to
later,
be
don't worry
signed
about
into the Level Up show. You have to go to the dashboard, and then you should see it there.
We'll go over it later.
We will go over it later.
I think we need to get our
Come on,
Super
you
Bowl
gotta
stuff
step
prepped.
it up. I can't be like.
I don't have
Double
that much
duty.
stuff. I just got some snacks and stuff.
I'm just going to troll you guys and sign in randomly during shows and play commercials and leave. You're never gonna get
I'll go up with you. We can give him the Mark Christian show.
All right, the Mark, Kristen, and Dean show. We're gonna grab some snacks for our Super Bowl special.
Can you bring me
No!
water or some water, please?
I brought down the cheeses.
Please. I love you. I love you a long time. What do we want to talk about? Lego Breaking Bad, guys. This is getting a little ridiculous.
I don't know about all that.
Baby.
Like we don't need Legos making meth. That's a whole nother set of business. Hello,
I don't know what kind
Starcadia from Oregon. Welcome. We're taking a little bit of a interim right now between the show-ish and
What we
the
call a
poll.
show.
I don't know what
Well,
kind of snacks
polls.
Mike thinks we
Drew says you guys have snacks, so
He bought cheeses and Twizzlers.
where's the Mountain Dew?
We got Mountain Dew and Taco Bell. We did have
Oh
Mountain Dew
my
earlier.
god. You can be my left-hand man because I never use my left hand
We do have like
for
chips and
anything.
stuff.
My left hand is dumb.
Yeah, I don't use my left hand. Well, actually, I
So
do. at
dumb.
work.
Lego Mortal Kombat would be really freaking sick. I think anyway. Like, let's all touch
Which one? Lego what?
Hello from Canada. Hello, Canada. Your hockey team suck.
Shots fired.
I'm a Flyers fan. Sorry. Not sorry.
Don't you apologize for that.
Sorry, not sorry. I'm never gonna apologize.
Are you guys doing anything for the
Suck
Super
my
Bowl?
D. I've got no plans yet, so I might just hang out at my
My
house.
girlfriend's relatives. I'm not really like a sports guy.
No, I'm not either. I just want to watch the commercials.
Yeah.
Honestly, last year the commercials were underwhelming. Like,
I
don't
agree,
think
yeah,
there was.
I totally agree.
The only commercial I can recall is the Doritos thing,
I don't even
that was
remember
it.
that one.
Which
No,
one was
the
the Doritos thing?
Doritos did like a whole bunch of really different random commercials. They had like a competition and chose the best ones and aired them.
Wasn't there?
It was
wasn't
really odd.
The pistachios one with Stephen Colbert was the first time they showed that.
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about?
Maybe.
He had like the green face paint on.
Oh my god. What did you
Colbert
get?
is ridiculous.
Are you gonna wash all these bowls?
Yeah, sure. We'll take 2 seconds.
Wait, you got nacho chips or is it salsa?
No salsa.
What the fuck?
I had Velveeta.
We got Twizzlers. We got potato chips.
Thanks.
I don't think anyone's even gonna eat these. I'm not.
Where's the water?
No, he's gonna eat them.
It's to set the mood.
I'm being serious.
Here, we forgot something.
What if we forgot?
No, you know what? Fuck you guys. I'll get the water.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say that?
I didn't do that.
Oh, that's even funnier.
You're dead to me.
All
Are you gonna
right.
leave us again?
All right. Let's check out the poll results real quick, and then we can move on to the topic of the week.
What's an apple?
That is Doritos.
No, the apple.
That is cheese curls.
Jeez.
Do you want cheese curls?
Sure.
Okay.
I wish you didn't bring anything.
I will flip sides.
No, I want it in my hand.
Okay, here you go. Guys, thank you so much for joining. Let me do a little quick re-announcement here. Anybody who's new, this is the Level Up Show. This is a gaming dedicated talk show on every Sunday, typically at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We're doing
No, it's
Saturday
not.
because of the Super Bowl. But anybody who's new, thank you so much for all the follows. If you haven't followed yet, the best way to do it is live from PlayStation. Hit that little heart button right now. If you're at twitch.tv/The Level Up Show, you can follow or you can subscribe there. We're almost up to 200 people in the room now. Thank you for coming in, guys. You can also follow us on Twitter at the Level Up Networks, level spelled LVL. And please, one of the most important things on there, youtube.com/The Level Up Show, level spelled LVL. That is where we archive all our streams, but now have a lot of original content you can't find anywhere else, like Beastwatch, like Greg's Gazette, like Behind the Level Up Show. So go to YouTube, please subscribe, we will shout you out. All of us are wearing our t-shirts tonight, except Mike, who sucks.
Suck it, Mike. You
Check out
suck,
these
bro.
awesome t-shirts. You guys can get t-shirts like this, or hoodies, or muscle shirts at thelevelupshow.spreadshirt.com.
I don't have one, and I regret that decision.
There's Mike's right there.
Don't be me.
If you don't want to be like
That's what
Mark,
I'm-
click the link we posted in the chat.
And then finally, guys, the best way to support our show is on Patreon. We already got one tonight from Aaron, who donated $3 to our show. He now gets access to the Level Up Show podcast and other exclusive stuff, as well as a jingle from Greg. So go to patreon.com/the Level Up
Oh, the
Network.
trailers. We're doing the trailer. We're doing the exclusive trailer commentary now. Anytime a new TV show or movie trailer comes out, we're going to commentate on that, and you get that exclusively by being a patron.
Yes.
Patreonage.
Yes, and none of you guys have seen it yet. It's really awesome because he did Fantastic Four,
Thanks, man.
really cool rewind theater kind of style, and you guys can only get that through Patreon. So make sure you guys go there and support us if you would like.
Why are you doing that? That's
You have to
so
stare at
weird.
Mark.
Why are we staring at me?
Thank
Is
you for
this,
the
am I
trailer.
inside of
The
somebody
poll.
else's dream right now?
I have a poll.
Can you put up the results?
Is this like Inception?
Results.
All right, poll results. What should Dean play this coming Wednesday?
I'm excited. I would play all of these.
Ooh.
Oh my god!
it's
What
magic.
an underdog! I did not see that coming.
Arkham Origins, man. That's what people want to see.
I put that in the last minute today, just to let you guys know. It's on though. I am so down for.
Right, we're like,
Origins.
Dean, we need a fourth way. He's like, oh, I forgot. Origins, because I need
Batman.
to.
Because
Shush.
Batman. Yeah, I'm down for Arkham
No,
Origins, and
just
it's
no.
on.
Yeah, every time you can just put the title. Yeah, that would be the same title on every single one, and then you'll just change the games.
I don't like these.
Hmm?
Well, I don't like these matchups.
No, well, it's going to change throughout the thing as the rounds go on. So, all right, guys, are we ready?
Ready?
Are we ready?
I'm ready for some.
Oh my god, it's being a pin! Dude, we don't have the express rights of the NFL.
It's like 30 seconds long. I think it'll be all right. Guys, the first annual The Level Up Bowl. We're going to be doing it every year from now on. Turn it down a little bit so you guys can hear. So each year we're going to be doing a greatest of all time category, bracket style, tournament style, for you guys to vote on with us. This year we're doing greatest game of all time. We want to just go to the normal, most common, usual category possible. And I think this will cause a lot of hatred among us.
Shit's gonna get ugly.
Shit is going. It's going to get real. It's going to get real very
It's
soon.
gonna get as real as it's ever got.
I'm really excited for this though. Every single
It's
poll.
gonna get surreal.
So real.
It's gonna be like the level up these guys. Every single poll
Surreal.
is gonna go up on
I like
screen
my
for you
surreal
guys.
milk, like the art. Yeah, I like my surreal milk.
That's funny.
I'm just gonna say right now, guys.
Don't be peanut butter and jealous.
I hope.
Be good sports about this, guys. We're all friends here. We're all friends here. Let's not let this ruin our relationships. All right.
Oh, that's actually really good.
Right? You're welcome.
I have no idea what's going on.
Dean, he was like, haha, he was making fun of me, so I said, don't be peanut butter and jealous.
I'd like that. That's very good. All right, let's start, guys. Round one. Round one. This is 16 different battles in the first round. First up.
I like the mojo.
First up, we got The Last of Us versus Halo Combat Evolved.
Oh, this is
Sorry, it wouldn't fit it.
I really don't think it is
okay.
that tough, personally.
No,
I'll try
but
again.
here's what's tough about it, is that Drew is an asshole and put these really random fucking games together.
That's the point. You want them to be random.
Here's the
Right.
thing, if that was Halo 2, I would say this is tough, but these two, fucking The Last of Us, dude, they're awful.
I mean, The Last of Us all the way, 100%. There's going to be no doubt in my mind it's going to win, and it deserves to win. The problem is we need to give Halo the respect it deserves because it's going to lose right now.
Okay.
So I think we need to do that. The reason why Halo is on this list and Halo Combat Evolved and not Halo 2 is because not only was Halo Combat Evolved one of the most underdog and best-selling games of that
it's great. I love
console,
it.
it completely changed console gaming for first-person shooters. It brought about a whole new style of gameplay and a little bit more twitchy action. There's other games that have done twitchy, arena-based, shooters, but nothing has done it in the same grand scale that Halo's done. Plus the co-op in the story.
What about Unreal Tournament?
I'm not saying it's the only one, but for consoles, we're talking about consoles.
I mean,
I agree, but for consoles, it's the only one. Again, the whole thing about co-op on the story, it was unique and different to where you can be almost at two other sides of the map in some parts, where at that time that was never heard of.
Yeah.
You were right next to each other the entire time.
I think this is good because honestly, Halo was not winning this night.
No.
So I think it's good that we're getting it out of the way now. It got its recognition. It's on the list. It is one of the greatest games of all time, but it wasn't going to win greatest game of all time.
Now you guys have to remember, we picked 32 games.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if it won this poll?
I don't know. I would leave.
But guys,
we know Halo's not going to win. Wait, Halo won?
Wait, let me say it real quick though, guys. In the chat room keeps getting posted. Dean, you could put exclamation point topic. That is the link to the bracket. You guys can follow along. We're gonna be updating the bracket as we go along, so you guys can see what the matchups are gonna be in the future. Let's see what the poll results are. Let's see what you guys voted for. Greatest game of all time.
Nothing destructive.
Right.
So 86%.
People actually voted for Halo.
Only 6 people.
But they actually voted for it.
Yeah, but that's still pretty, clear.
Yeah,
That's
that
a
was
pretty small
pretty
sample
clear.
size. He had
Yeah.
45 people vote.
Yeah.
So The Last of Us is the first battle winner. Let's see what happens next, guys.
You have to give me a second.
Oh, it's okay. You take your time. It'll happen organically. God of War 2 versus Bioshock.
I do not have input for this one. Go.
I have all the input, dude.
Both amazing games.
All right,
Yeah.
go, Dean.
They're just.
This is a tough one.
I
You
hate
said you
it.
had input, not grunts.
Oh my god, I didn't realize until this moment how difficult this is going to
My
be.
input is.
I never asked for this.
Oh my
They're
god.
both so good.
I didn't
They're so
understand the
different.
ramifications of this topic.
Yeah, it's not good, dude.
Oh, okay.
That's rough. That's a rough matchup.
You brought this upon
Oh my
yourself.
god. I don't know. This is probably the best God of War.
God of War
Probably.
2, I think, is the best God of War.
That's
I argued
arguable,
the
Greg.
shit out
That's
of
arguable,
with
yes.
Greg. Yeah.
Greg thought 3 was the best.
But God of
But
War 2 was,
Bioshock,
The hell out of Dean for 3.
Bioshock is one of those games that kind of changed things a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, God of War is Ninja Gaiden, it's Devil May Cry. It didn't really
Right.
revolutionize anything. Bioshock did some really interesting
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean, if it's gonna be against these two, I gotta say, I feel like Terry Bradshaw, like the sportscaster.
I know.
I feel like it right now. But I gotta say Bioshock because
I think I agree, actually.
Awesome, dude.
As much as I love God of War, and I think God of War 2 might be
yeah.
the best one, I think I've got to go with Bioshock on this.
Bioshock's story
Why'd you choose
and combat
2?
was great.
I chose 2 because at the time I thought 2 was much more revolutionary than 3 was.
Yeah.
2 was a huge deal at the time. And the crazy part about that is it came out in 2006 after the PS3 came out. And still, it was huge. Like, it blew people away.
That's the thing. Like, God of War 2, you might not think it changed anything, but that is, like, a quintessential, like, action game.
Yeah. Enough
For,
of
like,
us.
a long time.
Let's check out the poll results, guys. What did you guys say? God of War 2 versus Bioshock. And the winner is...
Oh my
Oh, that was close.
That was real close.
Real close there, but we were right.
Yeah,
Bioshock.
I'm with it.
All right.
Man,
This is going to be awesome.
No disappointment so far.
No.
this is rough.
I'm
That
waiting
was
for that
intense.
first one where we all come to an agreement on a game, and everybody's like, "No, fuck you. We want this one instead."
Yes. All right, let's put that into the bracket real quick.
Oh, this one's gonna be tough.
So you guys voted for Bioshock, and now let's go to the next battle.
This one's tough.
Roach Model!
Next battle. This one's going to be tough too, guys. Ah!
That was so good.
Journey versus
No!
Okami.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Right?
You said the last one was hard.
You guys know my choice.
Did you play
I know.
Okami?
I played Okami. It does not matter. Journey.
I will slap you upside the head.
Journey is one of my favorite games of all time. It's not going to win tonight, but this battle, Journey wins.
You shut your
believe it.
mouth. I'm sorry. Journey was a great game for $15. I mean, it was an amazing game for $15. But Okami was just so much more.
Oh God, this is gonna disappoint me.
No! So
look at
much
it.
more.
Oh God.
I told you. I told you it was gonna lose.
I'm pretty sure everybody agrees with me. Okami,
No, Journey, guys, Journey.
Okami had so much going on with it. How long was
I
the
will
game?
never cry. Like I cried.
I got to a point where I'm like, okay, cool, Okami is done. Wait, you mean the game's still going? Holy shit, it's
I
not
know.
over yet? It was
Why
insane.
Journey over Okami?
I've never been impacted in that way, and it took me totally by surprise. That game, it leads up in 2 hours. That's all it takes. First of all, let's talk about the asynchronous gameplay. Like the anonymous partner that you can't communicate with, but you somehow form this relationship that you can't believe how strong it is by the end of the game, and you can only talk to each other through these little bleeps and bloops. You don't have text. All you can do is make these little sounds, and that's how you call your friend. The fact that people started drawing things in the sand to tell each other things. But when you get to the end and you understand what you are doing, what the point of the game is, and it just washes over you. You ever see that gif of the feels washing over you?
It's just like, oh, God.
And it has to be said, the score by Austin Wintory is, in my opinion, the best gaming score of all time. It's the best music I've ever heard, ever in a video game. That music will bring me to tears every single time I hear it. But when I finished the game with a partner, and at the end of the game, I didn't know this was coming, my partner in the snow at the top of the mountain drew a heart in the snow, and I was just like, this is the most beautiful game I've ever. This is the most beautiful game I've ever played. I will never ever be impacted emotionally the way that impacted
All right,
me.
well, let's see what they thought.
All right, guys, I made my case.
Are you
It was
ready?
too late.
Yes.
Are all the votes in?
Yes.
You're
Yeah.
fucked.
No, anybody that's gonna vote had their chance.
You're fucked.
That's gonna be close. It's gonna be
Oh my
That was real close.
Are you more mad that it was that
Oh
close?
my God!
Like, would you have been happier if it was farther away?
That was the best.
Why?
Put it in.
David,
Write it up.
All right.
Put in the results.
This is not my game of all time. It's yours, and you guys voted for Okami. Which
I
is a
never
great
played
game.
it
It's an
either.
excellent
Don't think me naive of what
Oh
kind
my
of
God.
game is Okami.
Deal with it.
Who was
What's up?
It was done by
What's up, guys?
Capcom.
Platformer, action, adventure.
You play as this kind of wolf named Amaterasu.
It's third party
It's-
adventure.
You paint
third
is in the
person.
game. You
I
actually.
played as the wolf in Marvel vs. Capcom, but I never played the actual
Okay.
Okami.
It has like a
Wow.
paintbrush look to it. The graphics are really beautiful, but you actually draw with the paintbrush, do certain commands,
Oh, that's
and
pretty
it was really cool at the time.
PS,
And,
PS2?
It's still cool now.
It's very cool now, and they brought it over to
I dig
Wii and PlayStation using the Move as your paintbrush, and really, really cool, beautiful game for sure.
I just remember my friend had the most difficult time possible try and draw a circle. Like she just couldn't draw a circle, and it's so easy though.
That's why I think the Move and the Wii really helped with that.
Well, no,
yeah.
the drawing the circle, it's like you take your joystick and you just move it in a circle really quick, and then you draw the circle, and that's a bomb, and you blow shit up.
Let's move on to the next battle,
Oh, we're at
guys.
200.
We're at 200. Thanks so much for coming in, guys. Next battle. What is up?
Vote.
Vote. Greatest game of all time.
This one's. Well, we all know Final Fantasy sucks.
Portal 2?
Yeah, this is not as cut and dry as I think you guys think.
Portal 2?
This is going to be a close one, I think.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 7 is obviously my choice.
This isn't a
Right.
contest to me. I mean, Portal 2 was good, but the first Portal was just,
Really? Do you think Portal 1 was better than Portal 2?
at the time, yeah.
And it's time. I think is what he's saying.
Like,
That's what
you
I'm gonna take context.
gotta give things context.
Yeah.
So, I'm making my vote.
Oh man.
No, you're not allowed to vote on this. If you can vote, that means we should be able to vote.
He's been voting the whole time. So is Dean.
That's not fair.
I didn't vote on the same thing.
She voted for Journey for me. Thank you.
It's still lost.
It's still lost.
It's still
Your
lost.
opinion didn't matter, Drew.
Alright. My case here, Final Fantasy 7
I really
changed
can't
RPGs.
vote?
Come on, like Final Fantasy 7 changed
I'm not on
RPGs.
the show.
It changed the landscape of gaming, for
Fine.
God's sakes.
Fine.
Nintendo is not what it is because of this. They
I
were
am-
supposed to have Final Fantasy VII. They screwed up by pissing off Sony. Sony created the PlayStation as a result of that and grabbed Final Fantasy VII to say F you, Nintendo.
Right.
That was a huge deal.
Yeah, you guys remember Project Dolphin?
Yeah.
That one? Yeah?
Yeah.
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 Vaguely.
That was Sony.
Yeah.
That was Nintendo fucking Sony over hardcore.
Yeah.
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 Now we have the PlayStation as a result. They did it. They were the ones that created
Now we
PlayStation.
have Sony dominating.
Here's what I'm going to say. I am
console
going
market.
to. Portal 2 is not going to win, and it shouldn't win. Portal 1 should have been on the list.
Okay.
Because in context and its time, it was great. It was a completely unique and different take on not only a puzzle platformer, but on how games are perceived. It was a mod that the developer said, we respect this, let's make a game out of it. And they did that.
Mm-hmm.
And is that at that time, it was something that no one else has done before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And not very many developers do it to this day.
it was just at the time it was so good.
I agree.
And Portal 2, I mean, was a good game, but it just wasn't as revolutionary as
It wasn't
Portal 1.
revolutionary, but it was a better game. If
Yeah.
Portal 2 came
It did
out,
so much more. It told a better
yeah.
story.
Right, if
Like,
Portal 2 came out when Portal 1 did, by hands down, I
Yeah.
would have actually chosen that one.
Yeah,
but
but
I
it
think
didn't.
because of the game that we put on the list, which is a little bit of our fault, I think Final Fantasy, even though I never beat Final Fantasy 7, I know the connections that people have
Yeah.
to it. So I think
let's look at the results, guys. What did you guys vote for? Final Fantasy VII or Portal 2 for greatest game of all time?
And the answer is
Final Fantasy VII.
wow, it's closer than I thought. Though
58%.
Honestly, I think it would have been closer if it was Portal.
I
not
never
Portal
played
2.
Anybody talking about that in the chat room? Is anybody saying it should have been Portal instead of Portal 2?
I didn't heard a lot of people said Portal 2 they wanted to win, but I didn't hear anyone say the original.
Actually,
Portal.
that's an interesting point. Somebody said the orange box was sick. Should
Oh
we
my
have
God, that was
made?
great.
No,
No.
compilations don't count.
No.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
combination type thing.
No. All right, let's move on to the next
This
battle.
next one, I hate you for.
You know what? I tried to be fair. I tried.
Do you know what the next one is?
Yeah.
We're about to find out.
Can I vote?
Pokemon.
You suck.
Pokemon Red/Blue versus GoldenEye 007.
I love GoldenEye.
I do. And you
But-
gotta remember, what did it do for shooters? What did it do
Pokemon
for console gaming?
is a dynasty.
And you're correct. But here, okay, so why do
You
we
can't
choose
make the
GoldenEye?
same argument for
GoldenEye
GoldenEye
did not
that you made for
mature.
Halo.
Right now, huh?
You can't make the same argument.
Absolutely
for GoldenEye.
can. That's why a lot of these games are on this
You
list.
can't.
Absolutely can.
It-
The way that
it's
GoldenEye-
not-
Starting, it's starting.
I know.
It's not a first. It's
What?
not like it's the first person shooting game. It was
No,
out
you're
for
right.
consoles. Okay.
But at that time, there was almost no other first
Also-
shooters like that.
I think Perfect Dark is better.
I think Perfect Dark is better.
Oh! Perfect Dark was everything GoldenEye had, but improved.
Yeah, Perfect Dark is
I'm not saying GoldenEye was a bad game, but Perfect Dark did.
Also,
I don't like
if this wasn't clear, I vote Pokemon. Because Pokemon.
I agree.
I think
and I'm
Pokemon-
going to
And I shouldn't take this into account, but
Pokemon is a dynasty.
God damn, did GoldenEye age terribly.
Yeah. Oh my God,
yeah,
right?
absolutely.
It is it's a terrible game.
That said, and that's why Pokemon wins. I went back and played Pokemon Red.
Yeah, and it plays
And
just
it
fine.
plays the
The
exact
fact
same
that we
damn way
have
that it
people
did then.
in their 20s and 30s still playing Pokemon
Yeah, dude.
should speak to itself.
This is a lot
Alright.
closer than you guys I think are thinking it's gonna be.
Hey, you're cheating.
I'm cheating. I'm
No,
sorry.
we're gonna go. There you go.
If I can't
Everybody's
vote,
done.
you can't look.
All right, we're all done. Let's look at the votes, guys. What did you guys vote for?
Yes, Doom Turkey. Perfect Dark wins because of the laptop gun.
No! What is your deal?
No, it's rose tinted glasses.
All of you, get out.
It's just nostalgia.
I'm surprised.
It's
I mean,
nostalgia. It's
Pokemon?
nostalgia.
Really? Like, Pokemon didn't win that?
They need to get out.
Well, first upset of the night
I don't
according
know.
to us.
That's an upset, yeah, for
that is
sure.
an upset.
But that's what you guys voted for, so we are going to put it in the bracket.
I hate you all.
Put it in the bracket.
GoldenEye versus Pokemon. GoldenEye won. Why is this not?
I want you all to go and play that game, and only play that game for the next week.
Yeah, everyone, get out. And
That's
if
your
you
punishment.
Stumble upon
Whoever voted for
Patreon.com,
GoldenEye
then
needs to
that's-
go out of their way and play GoldenEye solely by itself for the next week until next episode.
Everybody's like, the people in the chat are like, oh my god, what happened?
Where was the votes then, people?
I don't know. We didn't do it.
You voted this.
You did.
I never asked for this.
What's happening? Oh, the damn bracket actually has its own Twitch.
Who's got?
There's Twitches on Twitches.
The bracket's pretty cool. If you guys go to the bracket, you can actually watch Twitch right through the bracket as well. If you guys want. It's pretty cool.
That's weird.
Yeah, it actually it links up.
Oh,
Let's
you're
take a
gonna hate
moment
this
here
next
before we
one.
move on. Let's take a
I
break
saw it. I do hate it.
and thank some people for their Twitch
Oh my
charts.
God.
What the shit?
Thank you to Big Jimbo, also Mammoth Gaming 93, Royal Concept, Iceman, Binded, Natural 80, Mr. Crazy Face, The Ray Gun, Darth Bane, Nick,
Yeah, you gotta-
33,
Darth
Lil Miss
Bane.
Peacock, Blades of Chaos,
Oh.
Skins Fan, Lil Mexican, Jay Viper, and Don't Hold Your Mess. We're caught up now. All right, guys, we are ready to move on to the next battle. Let's see what happens next. Batman Arkham Asylum versus Super Smash Bros. Melee. This was a tough choice. Which Batman we should have gone with?
No.
It's okay. So they can
I'm
see on the
sorry,
screen.
it doesn't fit them.
That's why they can see on the screen as well. Batman Arkham Asylum versus Super Smash Bros. Guys, Melee. I know some people are probably going to say City should have been on this instead of Asylum. We decided to go with Asylum. We all like Asylum,
I
right?
don't think so at all. The opinion seems to be that Asylum was just a better, like, more solid story
Yeah.
than City was.
What about Smash Brothers? This is the definitive Smash Brothers.
I'll tell you what. I enjoyed the ending of City over Asylum. Just
Yeah,
because
I agree.
The ending of
You were
Asylum
just
got
knowing
kind of
what it is.
silly.
I don't know.
But
I don't
mean,
know. This
like,
is tough.
I don't know. Do I even need to talk? Everyone knows what I'm gonna vote for.
Yeah, we know what you're going to
That
vote for.
said, I don't think it should win.
You don't think
I
so?
love it, but it wasn't genre changing.
Okay.
They were both great in completely different ways.
See, Melee wasn't
Equally.
genre changing for me.
They just
either.
redid the original Super Smash Brothers.
64 was the Smash Brothers
Yeah.
that me and my friends.
But this is what I always hear is the best of the Super Smash
yeah,
Brothers.
it's regarded as the best in tournament scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it definitely had a higher skill ceiling.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot more involved. There's a lot more technicality to it.
Okay.
So you have Batman. I'm gonna go with Super Smash Brothers.
I never played Super Smash Brothers. I'm not into that series, so I have to go with Asylum just because that's the only one I played.
Mark,
I'm gonna have to give it to Smash Brothers.
there we go.
Fair
Let's see
enough.
what you guys voted for.
It's even.
Batman Arkham Asylum versus Super Smash Brothers
I would be
Melee.
very-
No matter what, I'm gonna be disappointed at
I'll
this.
be surprised if Smash.
Batman.
Oh my god.
Batman
Oh, wow.
Arkham Asylum won.
It
Pretty commanding.
was,
Pretty tough.
it was the Batman effect.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this right now. Don't be surprised if Arkham Asylum makes it to greatest of makes it towards the end.
I wouldn't be surprised. I
Because
was
it's,
enamored
I'm
with
going
it.
to say, like, it's the Batman effect. It's a great Batman game, and I think it's
Right.
probably the first Batman game that actually did him right.
And
That's the
so-
thing,
and
right?
like,
That was the
uh,
start of Batman being like a force
there
in
was,
gaming.
Like a decent one from what I understand on like SNES with like that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
this
this was the make or break.
Arkham Asylum, I remember playing it because I did play both, and I was playing Asylum, and I'm just like, holy shit, I am Batman.
Yeah.
Like, I am the knight.
Yes,
I'm
dude,
just,
for real.
I'm playing.
Yeah, I am the knight.
No, they really nailed it. Yeah.
And it was like, if you know the history
Oh.
behind it, it was like this was their last shot at a Batman game,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like they fucking
They
nailed it.
knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
They really.
You
nailed
are
it.
Batman, flipping
Alright.
around, knocking
Alright,
people
next-
out, batarangs,
next one.
grapple hooks.
Yeah, I completely agree. It really got you. You felt like you were
The mini
Batman.
puzzles.
That's
Yeah.
that's
Detective
gonna
and
be,
everything.
I think
Detective.
I think
Yeah.
Arkham Asylum is going to be a really strong contender for because it has the Batman effect.
This was very
Oh,
tough for me
jeez.
to put together because I know Ocarina of Time is going to win this. I know Ocarina of Time is going to win this, but Metal Gear Solid 3 is such a good game. It's like I hated putting these two up against each other, but
Why 3?
3, you know, it was a
Metal Gear Solid.
Exactly. It was close for me between Metal Gear Solid and Metal Gear Solid 3. I think Metal Gear Solid 3 did much more than Metal Gear Solid did. Metal Gear Solid was awesome cinematically
I know on
and all that kind of
it's
stuff.
just Metal Gear Solid, I think, had a larger playthrough. Like, more people played Metal Gear Solid than Snake Eater.
Okay. I usually see Metal Gear Solid 3 as voted as the best Metal Gear Solid.
I've never
Metal
played
Gear
any
Solid.
Metal Gear Solid personally.
It's usually Metal Gear Solid 3, then Metal Gear Solid, then 4 and 2 are kind of after that. 3, a lot of people consider the best, especially the Subsistence version, which was the remastered version of it, because they added full 3D camera control. And also, like, the camo, that was the first time they added camo. It did an amazing story. They surprised everybody by going back to Big Boss for the first time. I consider it probably the best Metal Gear Solid, and that's why it's on the list here.
But it also contends with what a lot of people consider is the best Legend of Zelda game.
Most people, not most people, but this is widely regarded as one of the greatest games of all time. Always. It's always on the top
There's
10
a lot of fan
or top
favorites for
5.
Majora's Mask
Yes.
and a lot of other ones, but this one right here, Ocarina of Time, is considered one of the greatest games ever made.
So you're clearly Metal Gear.
I'm not clearly Metal Gear here.
Oh, really?
That's
That's interesting.
Ocarina of Time is that's almost a life-changing game. I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll never forget when I got the gold edition. You know, I got the T-shirt, I got the soundtrack, all bundled together from my parents for Christmas. I'll never
You
forget
lost your shit?
It's one of those things where certain games, when you think about them, you get a feeling inside. Like
All the feels.
you go back to that moment
really
when you were
do.
Like
10.
Journey.
It's like like every game has like a feeling. Like if you think about any game, it's like you can't explain it. It's just like this something inside of you that you feel.
100%.
But Ocarina of Time is like a strong feeling. Like that's something like that's strong.
Like with the kind of feeling that The Last of Us left with me.
Yeah.
It's like equal level for sure.
It's nothing that you will ever be able to explain or describe.
No.
But you
I
know
totally get it, though.
But you know it, yeah. So let's look at the results, guys. What did you guys vote for? Ocarina of Time or Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater? I know what's gonna happen here, but
I'm for sure with Zelda. I'm a big Zelda fan.
oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
By 1%! What is that by? How can you vote that one by one vote?
That is unbelievable!
How does that happen?
The first round, Ocarina of Time is gone?
That's crazy.
Wow.
I blame you for
We're
this.
streaming through the PS4.
That was an upset.
I blame you
We're
for
streaming
this.
through the PS4.
It was
That's true.
close.
That was the closest
One
yet.
vote.
I blame you for this.
I'm
I think
sorry.
that was the most number of votes we had
That's a
for a
little bit of
topic,
an
too.
outrage.
That was 60 people.
Wow.
That's
I'm blaming
shocked.
you for this.
I'm shocked. I said Ocarina of Time at the end. I wasn't even like, I was just explaining
You
why.
put these together. I blame you for this.
I never thought that would happen. I never in a million
crap.
years thought that would happen.
No, I wouldn't have guessed that either.
Ever.
I don't like it either.
I thought I could put anything.
I don't like you guys
I thought I
right
could have put anything up against Ocarina of Time and it would have won.
What are they saying in the chat?
Wow.
What is the answer?
They're all real mad about it.
You are the cause of this.
I'm blown away. We gotta just move on.
Dude, why didn't you
It
vote?
seems, honestly, it seems really split. We got some people that are like, yes, and a lot of people are
Well,
like, what
obviously,
the
it was
fuck? This is
pretty much
great.
50-50.
I feel like there's a lot of trolls in here tonight. Don't troll it.
All right, let's move on to the next
He
battle.
didn't vote.
You should have voted, man. It would have been a tie.
Dick, Mark, did you vote?
No, I didn't.
Damn it, Drew.
I don't know. Silent Hill 2 versus Shadow of the Colossus.
Sorry, it
Actually-
doesn't fit.
I don't like any of these.
You don't like Shadow of the Colossus?
Oh my god.
He just doesn't like doing these polls, is what he's saying.
I don't like this either.
It's stressful.
This is actually, I think, one of the toughest ones.
This is a tough one, yeah? For me, Shadow of the Colossus, easily.
Same.
No question in my mind.
I don't like horror games. I'm terrible.
I understand what Silent
But-
Hill did for horror games.
But it was
Right.
such a good game.
Yeah, I
think Silent
Has an
Hill 2
amazing ending.
I think Silent Hill 2 can still be looked at as like one of the definitive horror games.
I agree.
Yeah.
And not as just like,
Horror, not even horror games, honestly. I would say horror experiences.
it's
like,
so much more than
there
jump
is-
scares.
You're right. There is better things out of Silent Hill 2 than most movies put together. There is very little horror inspired entertainment in general that can go up against Silent Hill 2.
The reason I like Shadow of the Colossus so much, and I think it's one of the first games that ever really tackled minimalistic storytelling and also
That's
atmosphere.
very true.
Yes.
I've never seen another game that really made a huge open world, but intentionally didn't populate it with a lot of stuff. They made it so that you really had to search every nook and cranny of that world to understand what was happening and tell a story. The story is told in the environment. There's only 3 cutscenes in that game. The starting cutscene, a mid cutscene, and a final cutscene. But still, you understand the ramifications of everything you're doing in that game. And when you see the finale, you understand what you were doing fully, it really hits you.
It's revered so well.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the movie, but Reign Over Me. Reign Over Me.
Yeah.
Anytime I see the game, that's what I think of. I see Adam Sandler with crazy hair. But it's revered by so many people as a phenomenal game.
That was
and
the
it's
first
a game.
time like I experienced grand scale.
This is actually the first game I feel like got people that weren't into gaming into gaming. That age, because there was a time where video games were made for people our age, and then they were made for young kids. And then all of a sudden there started to be this transition, and this is one of those games that really inspired that transition, I think. So
I think Shadow of the Colossus should win this one, in my opinion.
I do not want to make a guess because I don't want to be.
I know, right?
Silent Hill 2 though was.
It's excellent.
Vote though.
Let's see what the results are.
Yeah, let's see what the results are, guys.
I'm going to go with Shadow of the Colossus. It did more for gaming, but Silent Hill is a strong competitor.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Wow.
I don't think anything's going to upset Drew anymore after the Ocarina of Time.
That's done. It's just,
nothing is off the table.
2 games that I thought would go to like the round 4 probably.
It's like Kansas City losing in the first of the March Madness.
Blown away.
Like, it's
This
just
is insane.
It doesn't make
This
sense.
is
I
blowing
love
me
it
away.
though. This is great.
This is shocking. Guys, you
oh
guys
my
are very different
God.
than us. That's for sure. All right.
Oh, I hate you for this next one so much.
Let's move on to the next one.
I really fucking hate you for this.
I'm sorry. I obviously put together some good battles here because they're shocking.
Do you know what the next one is?
I know. When I put this together, I immediately knew what I was doing. This is a tough one. This is Super Mario World versus Final Fantasy VI, widely regarded as being better than Final Fantasy VII.
I'm going with Super Mario World.
Oh man, I don't even know what I go with here.
Mario
Like I said, when I was
World.
putting these together, I didn't I wasn't
Man.
thinking what was I going to vote for. Like I was just putting them together. Super Mario World did more.
Yoshi!
I know.
Super Mario World is the reason that I am still like an avid gamer. That was the
Greg is still mad about
that was the Greg, get over it, Greg. It's over.
I have to probably say Super Mario World. I think Final Fantasy VI is top 2 Final Fantasies. It's right there with 7 for me. But I mean, Super Mario World, God, that changed things. Like that's
That game is
probably the best Mario game.
easily.
Arguably against Bros 3.
Yeah, Bros 3 is very good as well. Yeah, that's not
Which
even on
was
this
actually
list,
anotll
but-
one that
Mario Brothers
We tried to
is
use.
fantastic.
I'll say right now, we have Super Mario 64 on here. The reason we didn't do Bros 3 is because we didn't want to do 2 Super Nintendo era Super Mario games. So that's why we did Super Mario 64 a little later on. But yeah, I think that we are all in consensus here. Super Mario World would be the winner here.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like,
It's tough. It's a tough one.
I don't know.
What
I don't
game
know
would
if
you
it's
want
that
to
tough.
see
honestly.
the win of all time?
I don't know if it's that tough.
Hmm?
Between these 2, I don't know if it's that
I
tough.
think it's going to be tougher than you think.
Oh, let's see what the
Yeah,
results
let's see,
are.
let's see.
Given the answer with Metal Gear Solid.
I know.
I think
We've had
it's
2
gonna-
upsets
it's
so
gonna
far.
be more
Can we even call them
people-
upsets? Can we just say we're wrong?
This
Yes.
is not even close. Sorry.
Yeah.
92%.
Look at that blowout.
Not even close.
You're talking about Mario. Mario is the
And
juggernaut
Ultimate.
franchise.
Yeah.
It's as nice as great as Final Fantasy is.
What's been good so far? Why don't we go to commercial?
Let's wait until round 1 is done. I'm gonna read off some Twitch hearts now.
Okay.
Thank you to Neo, Antoine, Power Surge, JD Owen, JCM Proc, Scarecrow 209, Chucky, Booty Killer, New Kill Cam,
Oh my
and
God.
Big Jimbo. Thank you so much, guys, for all the Twitch arts. Keep them coming.
Next one.
Also, Make sure you follow us, guys, and subscribe, and check out our Patreon. Do all the different things on the channel there. That's the best way to support the show and the Level Up Network. So let's move on to the next
I
one.
don't have much of an opinion on this one. Sucks.
This one's
This
going to be a
one,
huge
Red
upset
Dead
to a lot
Red.
of people.
The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past versus Red Dead Redemption. I think this one, you guys know how much I love Red Dead Redemption,
Yeah.
but Link to the Past is not even close.
Yeah.
Link to the Past.
Again, I'm like
Honestly, with the way the last Zelda one performed, I'm gonna have to get this to Red Dead.
I know, you might be right. If Ocarina of Time couldn't win against Metal Gear,
I don't think there's any chance. Red
Well,
Dead
a lot of people that
Redemption
didn't
loses.
for that console generation have an N64. So you had a lot of people that had.
we have
at
so
the
many
time-
young people watching our show right now that never even owned a Super Nintendo. So that really skews
It's gonna be
this
Red Dead
majorly.
Redemption. It's gonna be Red Dead Redemption.
I'm going out there and saying Link to the Past is right up there with Ocarina of Time for me. It might even be better than Ocarina of Time for me.
Okay.
I love Link to the Past. And not just also say this as well. I didn't put it on the list, but I really wanted to. Wind Waker might be also right there.
Wind Waker's awesome.
I love Wind Waker. I think that's one of the most underrated Zelda
Did we
games.
put our honorable mentions on here? Or
No, there's no honorable mentions, but I will say Wind Waker was one of those ones I really wanted to have on the list, but I knew I couldn't put it there. So
Still getting votes.
still getting votes. Let's give it a little longer here. Anybody
I feel like
want to
this
say
is gonna
anything
be
here?
an upset.
Getting votes.
I think it's going to be an upset. I think this will be an upset as well. I think just because not a lot of people have played
I don't
Super
think it'll be
Nintendo.
that
But
much of an
Red Dead
upset
Redemption
because Red Dead
is a
Redemption was such a
great game.
fantastic open world game.
Mm-hmm.
It performs.
Plus, I mean, dude, you can shoot a bear while on horseback.
you can do anything while on horseback.
Yeah,
Right.
I tell this story often, but one of my favorite moments
You're on
is
horseback. It's
going
so
up into the
cool.
mountains for the first time. First of all, just seeing the snow, the atmosphere was just awesome. And the first thing that happens when I get up there is I see some guy like running or something, like he looks suspicious, and then I start hearing screaming, and I'm like, what's going on here? So I quickly dart over, and there's a woman being hung, like she's being hanged by this criminal. I don't even know what he is. So I shoot the guy, and I get off my horse as quickly as possible. I'm trying to figure out how do I get her down. Like I'm trying to shoot the rope. I'm trying everything I can to get her down, and it's not working. Suddenly, a freaking polar bear or whatever comes out of nowhere and just completely takes me down. So I'm pulling out the shotgun. I'm trying to take the polar bear down, and the woman's hanging. I'm like, I'm coming. I'm trying to kill this freaking polar bear, and I'm just a second too late to save this woman from hanging to death. But I'll never forget that moment. That was an awesome moment. All right, let's see what the results are.
And I think that's what makes a really incredible game is something that has a moment that sticks with you and just.
Yep.
yeah, I had a feeling that was going to be.
I hate you all. Nah, I love you all.
I didn't know it was a fan thing.
Sometimes.
I understand that not a lot of people here probably played Link to the Past, but you guys should. It is one of the best games of all time. I promise you it is. And Link Between Worlds is very inspired by Link to the Past.
Right.
You guys have played that one, I'm sure, so you guys might know a little bit. All right, let's
This
move on to the
next
next
one is going to be tough for you, Drew.
It might be. We'll see. Next battle. A new challenger approaches. This is a tough one.
I want your.
I made this really difficult on myself, didn't I?
You did. Did you expect any of the difficulty when you were making these lists?
Did I what?
Were you expecting this level of difficulty?
Like I said, when I was making the list, I was just like in autopilot mode. I was just like, what are the greatest games of all time? What are people going to want on this list? Like, I know what they are. I'm going to put them there. And then when I was putting together the matchups, I'm like, I want matchups that will be tough. I want people to really have to make hard decisions here.
I think you're being very much of a masochist with these things for yourself because these are all pairings that specifically you're like, oh god, oh man, this is so terrible, this is so tough, and these are tough.
Yeah.
But
And that's the point, though, right?
I think you made them like even worse for yourself. You're like, oh, I love this game and I love this game. Let's put them up against each other.
That's the thing.
because
These are
I
the
can't
32
choose.
greatest games of all time. Like, no matter what, they were going to be tough matchups, right? For the most part. There's a few. Like, we knew Halo wasn't going to go far. Honestly, I didn't think Silent Hill 2 was going to go far, but that won. So, some of these are kind of surprising me majorly. But, we got a donation. We got a $5 donation. Thank you so much to
Mahogany.
Mahogany. Thank you so much.
15.
$15? Thank you so much, Mahogany. That's unbelievable.
Thank you, man.
Guys, if you want to donate like Mahogany did, go to twitchalerts.com/donate/levelupshow. It's right there on the side.
Not only is he a patron, but he's donated multiple times.
Yeah.
So wait, he is a patron.
He digs
right?
it.
He is a patron, yeah.
Okay, I thought
I'm
so.
pretty sure he's a patron. I could be wrong, but either way, he's donated several times. He's a good guy. He's a subscriber. I know that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about this a little bit. Chrono Trigger versus Eco. I have to go with Chrono Trigger as much as I love Eco. Shadow of the Colossus is the better of the two, in my opinion. Eco and Shadow of the Colossus. And Chrono Trigger, I think, is one of the greatest RPGs of all time. It's up there with Final Fantasy 3 and 6.
So is that your answer?
I think Chrono Trigger should win this, yeah.
It won't.
Results?
It won't. No. Not a lot of people probably
Drew
play
is
it.
up 7 in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh, it's closer than I thought it would be.
Wow.
But Eco won, yeah. You guys haven't played Chrono Trigger, obviously. I mean, it's not even a question in my mind. You guys haven't played Chrono Trigger. If you played Chrono Trigger, you would have voted for Chrono Trigger.
This next one is going to be tough for a lot of people.
Yeah. Next one.
And a lot of people are going to be wondering why we put this particular entry versus another one.
Yeah, there's a lot of categories like that, but let's see what it is. Both of these selections are of series that are excellent series. Grand Theft Auto, we chose 5 because I do think that 5 is probably the
It's
best
the
one.
penultimate so far.
Yeah.
I did not like any Grand Theft Auto game until 5 came out.
Really?
I like Vice City a lot.
I did not. I tried playing. I liked Vice City just because I played it with Pat a lot, so it was cool. Like, it was a friend bonding
Wait,
thing.
is it 4?
No, it's 4. Could you switch that real quick?
Yeah, I just realized that.
Hold on a sec, guys. We're going to re-update that to be 4.
Guys, we're changing it. Stop your voting.
It's too late. It's too late. They're voting. Look at them coming in.
All right.
No.
Let's give it a little longer. Revote, guys, if you didn't. If you already did, I mean, because it's Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, not 5.
I think you can just.
It might not have changed anything, but make sure you guys vote.
So, guys, if you can, vote again. Grand Theft Auto to me got very boring and repetitive. Never did I ever finish a story besides Vice City. Grand Theft Auto 5 came out, I almost didn't get it, just like the other ones, and I played the living shit out of that game.
Yeah.
And I love every minute of it.
I still haven't finished it yet, but what I've played, I've loved so far.
You have to run to the left.
Yeah, I know, right? That's nice. I learned something.
That said, people are probably surprised we put Elder Scrolls Oblivion and not Skyrim on here. Skyrim was phenomenal. Oblivion paved the path for Skyrim.
And to be honest with you, it did affect me a little bit. The fact that PS3 Skyrim was such a disaster really leaves a bad taste in my mouth for that entry in the series. The fact that they got it that wrong, that it was such a mess for a huge fan base, it really hurts, I think, that entry for me.
Yeah, but Oblivion kind of like went straight for the Xbox 360.
Yeah, it was first on Xbox 360 because, it was in the first year. Xbox 360 had a year head start. But when Oblivion did come to PS3, they utilized the platform in a good way. It performed a little bit better on PS3. So I think that in every way it performed well, but it also was an amazing
At the time,
Elder
the
Scrolls
game, it was one of the first, even though Elder Scrolls games are known to look very pretty at the time,
Yeah.
Oblivion was one of those first ones to really showcase the new console's highlights on their graphical prowess.
Yeah.
Lighting and texturing was like no one's ever seen before
Yeah.
on those systems, and it was showed off by Oblivion more than anything else.
So what are we voting for here?
I'm going Elder Scrolls. I'm a big Elder Scrolls.
I'm going Elder
fan.
Scrolls as well.
I love GTA.
I'm just not as
I
big a
didn't
GTA
play,
fan
I didn't
as
play
well.
Yeah.
Oblivion, so I can't really comment.
I'm big on the
really
whole
liked
fantasy
Grand Theft Auto
worlds.
5.
I'm into it.
I am gonna go with Grand Theft Auto.
Okay.
I don't
No,
like
no,
that I'm
yeah,
saying that.
that's
yeah,
fine.
no. it's
I don't
your-
like that I'm
it's your-
saying
If
that.
that's what you like, then that's what you like. I mean,
But you know what though? Like, there's so much good about Oblivion,
Yeah.
and I
the
might
music is
possibly-
what does it for me a lot.
Right, I might
No.
possibly have voted for Skyrim because that was more feels. I didn't finish Oblivion.
More feels.
There's more feels. In
There's more
Skyrim.
feels. Yeah.
All right, let's go to the poll.
Let's go to the poll, guys. Let's go to the results. What do you guys vote for? All right.
Don't be surprised if Grand Theft Auto wins.
Oh yeah, I knew that was gonna happen.
All right.
It's new. It's more.
Yeah.
It's in everybody's mind.
And I mean, God,
And
it
it's a
sold
bigger-
30 million copies. I mean,
it's a bigger franchise.
more people played it. It's yeah,
This
it makes
next
sense.
one is going
I don't know
to
what
put
it
a
is.
hurting.
I'm not even looking at them
You
anymore.
keep
don't
saying
want to.
that.
No.
Every time. No, every
No.
time. Every
Okay,
time you're
fine.
like this.
You're right.
This one's gonna suck.
No, dude, the next one fucking sucks.
Go ahead, Mark. It's okay. I'm lying.
All right, let's see what's up next,
I'm not
guys.
saying it's not true. I'm saying you keep saying that.
Oh, no.
You were
not this
saying?
one, the one after.
Oh
this
no,
one.
I know.
World of Warcraft versus Uncharted.
Oh
Now,
my God.
obviously, World of Warcraft on here because it changed MMORPGs.
Oh my God, completely.
It is still the only one that is a
Out
dominant
of
force that can do a
all of us
subscription.
here. I think
I'm-
only Mark has played it. Have you played
Yeah,
it?
you are the only one that's played it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
know.
Okay, so you should be talking about this.
Yeah, I mean, I got up to Kill Jaden in Burning Crusade. I raided through Burning Crusade. It took up way too much of my time. Honestly, you don't even need to play World of Warcraft. Just look at what it's done, how long it's sustained itself for.
Yeah.
They still haven't been able to replace it. They're still updating it.
It's because the support is just genius from them, man.
The support's good in places. The balance is sometimes really slow coming. They can be very quick to nerf things and not like fix afterwards. They'll like over nerf things way too much. But just look at the staying power. Every MMORPG since World of Warcraft has said, "Oh, this is gonna kill World of Warcraft," and then it gets knocked on its ass.
But that Uncharted though.
Nothing compares to World of Warcraft. It's
Now, let me make a case for Uncharted.
World of Warcraft is a pop culture phenomenon.
I agree.
Yeah.
So is
But
Minecraft.
Uncharted 2 is the
And that's not on here.
It's the very first of the cinematic adventure games. Am I right? That's the first one that really tried to do a cinematic adventure game where you feel like you're in a pulp action film,
I don't know
being
if it's
control
the
an
first one
action
to
hero.
try it, but it's the first one to
Succeed.
nail it.
Yeah. I mean, there is not one dull moment in that game. It
I'm,
is it is a
Uncharted 2 all
perfect
the way.
10 from
Really?
first minute.
I love it. I love that game.
It's a 10 from the minute you start to the minute it ends. It is a non-stop awesome game.
I didn't play
The
either
difference
one.
for me is
So-
World of Warcraft. I looked at it. I know a lot of people that play it. I understand what it does, but I never looked at it and was like, man, I wish I was playing that.
I agree.
But the first
But
time I
that's
saw
'cause I'm
gameplay from Uncharted 2, I was like, I gotta get a PS3.
Yeah.
And I did.
Yeah.
For that reason.
Yeah, well, I remember the advertisements. You know, like they were, be on TV and it'd be a guy playing the game, and the girlfriend would come in and be like, "Yeah, what movie is this that you're watching?" And
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
No, this isn't a movie. This is a game. That was,
I mean, the helicopter scene alone.
yeah, the helicopter
Yeah,
scene
see when he's
with
falling out of the bus,
building,
dropping down.
the building falling apart,
I love
you
it.
can-
And I
So
think
good.
I think though that's kind of become a thing we've seen some backlash against, especially with the likes of Call of Duty and the
Well, because
Press
there's
X to
too
win.
much of it.
yeah.
That's true.
It just they got it right. They got it right, and let's not neglect that Uncharted 2 had a pretty awesome online multiplayer mode.
Yeah,
It
I think
did.
the combat was really good too.
Yeah, really. For me, it's not to be Uncharted because I never played WoW, but I mean,
never
really
played either one, but I think World of Warcraft should win.
Okay.
I will say, like, if you go up to a random person on the street and say, "Have you heard of World of Warcraft?" You'll probably they'll probably say
Should
yes.
Minecraft have been on this list then?
Uncharted.
I know what you mean.
No, I mean Minecraft.
Just
is
because
really
it's a
cool,
phenomenon that everybody knows of?
but it's
But
not just a
with that same
phenomenon.
thing-
World of
Pulse.
Warcraft isn't just a phenomenon.
Like if you
Pulse.
walk up to people.
All right,
saying,
we want to move on from this. Is
Yeah,
that what's
let's
happening?
move on. Let's
Wait,
move on.
Steve, what were you gonna say?
Like if you walk up to
I'm not
someone
saying
and
Uncharted
it's
is bad, and I'm not saying
like
World
you walk up to somebody like
That's not surprising.
That
We're
was
on-
really
we're
surprising,
on the
actually.
PlayStation.
Like if you walk up to
I
somebody
am
like
very
honestly-
surprised by this.
If people like the people that like World of Warcraft aren't watching us right now because they're playing World of Warcraft.
I didn't know that you guys are very much underestimating how good of a game Uncharted 2 is and
I'm not.
the fan base that it has. That one game of the
I'm
year, almost
giving it
everywhere, it has a 96
Uh,
Metacritic. It is one of the
My
best
thing
games
is,
of all
I was really banking on more people that like World of Warcraft to be in the room. Because the people that do like World of Warcraft would have voted for that over any other game ever.
time. Okay.
It's an addiction.
It has a lot of people that play it that I'm sure watch our show. I mean, I don't know.
I don't want to go to the
don't-
next
I
one.
don't
We need to
think
go to the next one.
this is the one I thought we were doing before. That I said is the worst. This is the worst one on the list.
Is this the worst one
This
on
is
the
going to
list?
be a painful one for me.
Okay, let's find out what it is, guys.
I
Next
wish it
up,
wasn't
battle
good.
between
So it was a lot.
Super Mario 64 versus
feel like
Mass Effect 2.
I can hear our chat room cringing right now.
I don't know.
I feel like my wife just broke.
What is going on in the chat, by the way? Are people enjoying this right now?
Yeah, everyone's participating.
Everybody's talking about it.
Okay, good. I'm glad people are enjoying this.
Greg's still.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna vote.
I'm gonna get this out there. You guys already know this. I have never played a Mass Effect game.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Actually, I played about an hour of the first one.
So
and I'll
many
be honest,
votes.
it didn't really grab me.
No, the first one's not where it's gonna grab you.
Okay. I need to go back to it. I know.
You just
I know.
gotta
Can I play
stick
for
it
the
out.
second one?
Huh?
Can I play for the second one?
I wouldn't advise it.
Oh, jeez. I don't.
The first one was a fun ride, honestly.
I'm very scared to see what happens.
I
I didn't see what the.
know my
I saw
answer.
that it wasn't very close.
I think
so I saw.
I think Super Mario is gonna take it on nostalgia effect.
I do not. I think there's too many people that are too young that watch our show that don't know the greatness of Mario and why this is so important.
I've never even played Mass Effect 2, and I can't imagine Super Mario 64.
I'm going to be
Super
mad
Mario
if-
64 should win this.
Right. There is no reason the Mass Effect should win this. Am
I don't
wrong?
think there's
No,
any reason.
You love Mass Effect, right?
I love Mass Effect. Super Mario 64 is like one of the best games I've ever played.
It's the first 3D game ever,
So
pretty much.
It was the first 3D modeled major scale AAA
So-
game.
I will never forget it because you know my dad. My dad is very hard to please. You do not
Yeah.
impress my dad easily.
No.
No, you don't. I got Nintendo 64 for Christmas. He had no idea what it is. He's like, my mom gets me his stuff. He's just like, oh, cool, get it for them, and then he takes, yeah, I got it for you too. But but we plug it
Did
in.
you like it? Oh yeah, that's my present.
I put it in Super Mario 64. He sits down. He's not paying attention. He looks at the screen.
I don't know.
He couldn't believe his eyes.
I don't want.
Yeah.
Like he could not believe what happened. He's like, this changes everything. Like
Yeah.
he's like, I can't believe this. Like you are
Thank you for
looking
following.
around. Like you are controlling a camera right now. Like, he's like he couldn't believe it. He's like my dad who doesn't play games, who doesn't care
This
about this at all. He's
never
like
happened before.
this is unbelievable.
It never happened before.
This isn't my house.
Yeah.
This is a game I can still religiously play.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How many years later?
Sure.
This is a
I
game-changing
remember
game.
sitting around as a kid with my cousin and taking turns with my cousin, my brother, and I going through Mario levels and then just
Kinda
giggling.
I'm
like
going to
shit
put this
when
out
they
here.
popped up. It
Yeah.
was hilarious.
Not only is it my video game of all time, it is heralded as the video game of all time by many people.
Yes, this is up there. For
When
sure.
this loses,
Superman 64 versus
Oh,
Shaq
God.
2.
Oh God! All right, let's look at the poll results.
this
All right,
is
let's see
going
the
to hurt,
results.
Drew.
Why? What do you want?
This is
We
going
want the
to hurt.
results. We want Super
No.
Mario 64.
Go, just go.
Just
I
do it.
mean,
Just do it.
I understand.
Rip off the Band-Aid!
I was about to say the same thing. We know each other too much.
Oh, yes! Oh my God, yes!
Thank the fucking Lord.
Thank
yes.
you. Thank you.
My faith in
Wow.
humanity has been restored. Thank you.
Thank
all.
you, guys.
Oh man.
All
Oh, my
right.
God.
I feel a lot better right now.
Listen though, with this done,
There's still one more in round one.
Mass
Rick,
Effect 2.
I have never.
It's fucking awesome.
wait. What? Say that again.
Mass Effect 2 is like. If
Oh, it's
if
good.
you want, no.
No, that's understating
It's not
it.
good. It's great. Dude.
Yeah.
And the end is like.
That's not good.
I would have understood.
Great.
I'll tell you that much. Like if it won,
Thank you,
I
Tony
would have been
Tiger.
like, but I get it because that game is.
Should I pull out a Pterodactyl Andrew right now? We
No.
actually got the 250.
Hell yeah, dude. Why not?
No, let's do that after round one.
Yeah, after
But
round
let's
one.
do that
Okay, after round one.
Yeah.
I didn't think we were gonna get 250 tonight, so that's why I want to do
Because
Pterodactyl.
we got
We
one
have
more
two
in
more.
round one.
We got one more in round one, guys.
Two more.
No,
Two more.
Two more in round
more
one.
round one.
Then I would do Pterodactyl Andrew, and then we'll take a short break just to recover. All
Hello,
right,
mate.
let's see what's up next.
Pre-order canceled.
New challengers approaching.
Thank you for the follow. This is a tough one.
I
Super
know my answer,
Metroid
hands
versus
down.
Castlevania?
I
Yeah.
know my answer hands down, and it's gonna piss off a lot of people.
I don't know mine at all.
Super Metroid was the game that changed the
Is
genre.
that the one where they revealed that she was a woman?
I think so.
I think that's the one where they revealed it, right?
Thank you for the follow.
More so, it was just the
Thank you.
penultimate
Nova.
of that type of genre. Metroid was the game that kind of like started it all for that type of like, hence Metroidvania. This is the perfect matchup. This is the description that people give the game.
These are two like juggernauts that were around at really similar times. I mean, you can't.
My vote goes to Castlevania.
Okay.
I like Super Metroid. I liked all the Metroid.
Castlevania is
But
awesome.
Symphony of the fucking Night was the tits. Like, out of all the Castlevania games,
That's it.
it was
the.
That is a quote that goes on the back of the box right there.
out of all the Castlevania
is
games, this one is the tits.
Yes.
No, seriously, it is. Like, the story is great. Even there's so much backtracking, but you don't give two shits about it.
Yeah.
There's never a part that you feel like you're grinding for no reason. You can change into a fucking wolf if you want to, for God's sakes, or a bat. Like, the game is the tits, and that's my argument.
I think Super Metroid should win.
Why?
I mean, that is we got. What do we have now? We have Metroidvania. So I think this is a very funny.
Because it happened to come first. Plus, you can't say
You can't say
Castlevoid.
Castlevoid.
Like, you can't say that. It doesn't work.
Metroidvania.
No.
Metroid is first. No, but I mean, I think that a part of it actually is that she was a woman,
Metroid came first.
and that she was a woman. I think that's a big
With
deal.
big boobs, therefore it's
First.
sexist, therefore it needs
I mean,
Sarkeesian.
What? No. What? You don't even see her boobs.
You never
This is a female warrior, and that is all there is to it. It did not sexualize her in
She
any
kicked
way.
ass.
She just kicks ass.
She did. I think
Man,
the
I love that
fans
Metroid.
are gonna probably go with Super Metroid. I think I'm with you on Symphony of the Night. I just like Castlevania's lore a lot
Symphony
better.
of the Night is great.
Okay.
I like the. I like
What? Even? That's it.
I know.
That is great. All right, go to the poll.
Let's go to the polls,
Super
guys.
Metroid was,
Super-
was
yeah.
awesome.
Was the
It was not the tits,
It
though.
was the tits. Super Metroid was the tits.
No, I'm okay with it. It's Super Metroid is fucking awesome.
It's a tough answer, and I feel like there's a lot of people that just never played Castlevania.
Honestly, the only reason that swayed me to Castlevania is because I like Dracula and all that shit. And, like Super Metroid is so rad. I still play Super Metroid.
We've got a few donations tonight, guys.
Wow,
Nice.
really?
That's awesome.
I think Aaron, who I think is Mahogany, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong on that, but he's the guy that donated 15, and we also did Tyler, Tyspin. Donated another $20 to our show tonight.
Wow, thank you, dude.
Thank you.
Also, thank you to these Twitch follows from Age Guitar, Christoph Chaser, Lamansky, Give Me Some, Devlon Patrick, Tetra Nova, Mr. Taylor Made, Killer Dark, Mig Monster, Baraza, Robo Taction, Mr. Flinchy, The Matrix 77, and Lava Person. Thank you guys so much for all those Twitch arts. Keep them coming. And if you want to donate like Tyler and Aaron did, go to twitchalerts.com/donate/levelupshow.
Or, more importantly, probably,
Better, actually, way to do it.
the Patreon.
Yeah.
Go to patreon.com/the-level-up-network.
The reason Tyler didn't become a patron is because he's already a patron.
Right.
He's a patron of $50 a month, and he just donated another $20. So, as you guys can see, Tyler is a major supporting force on our show, and we cannot tell you how much we appreciate that. We appreciate all of our donators. Aaron, you're another one, man. Thank you so much, Mahogany, for your donation of $15.
Rick is so mad about Mass Effect.
I don't care. I don't care.
Super Mario 64, man. All right, let's move on to the last battle in round one.
Brad, deal with it. I got some hunger going on.
Next up, new challengers approaching.
Oh no! Not the Battle of the Fours.
Neither of these games is game of all time.
No.
Let me get that out there. But this is fucking hard.
Yeah.
I love, I don't think you understand. I fucking love Resident Evil 4. Call of Duty.
But-
is better. It's the more impactful game. I'm sorry.
It is
I'm
changed.
so sorry.
Dude, the moment, I don't fucking care, spoiler, when the nuke blows up and you have to force your way out of the
I
helicopter,
think it's alright to spoil this.
I don't care.
Dude.
Like,
Oh, we just got another donation.
that hurt so bad. I remember at this time I was still living in my father's house, and I had this desk and I had a smaller TV. It was like maybe 20-inch, 22-inch, and I was sitting there and I'm playing it, and my father comes running up the stairs because I'm sitting there, and just like I yelled earlier, as soon as that goes off, I'm like, all right, just like every other game and every other movie, you're flying off. Like, yeah, we got this. I got him back to the chopper and top. What? Oh, shit. I'm like, no. Like, I'm freaking out.
Oh God, we're going
My
down.
father runs upstairs and he's like, "What's wrong? Everything okay?" I'm like, "He died. They blew him the fuck up." Like,
They fucking detonated a nuke.
Like, it's going down.
oh my
Yellow
god.
feather.
Oh,
Resident Evil
it's-
4 though.
Resident Evil 4 was fucking fantastic.
Resident Evil 4 though. We're just like going nuts. Oh my god! Plus Resident Evil 4 though.
I mean, the story, and I'm talking about just single.
This is
player.
the best Resident Evil, right?
Easily, in my opinion.
Yeah.
This is the most fun Resident Evil. It gets a little bit away from the heart.
I know exactly.
It
That's what
does.
people have a problem with, right?
But I like that because I'm not huge into horror.
Honestly, I loved the remake for Resident Evil 1 on the GameCube. I thought that was the best Resident Evil. This changed the direction. This is a
Right. Resident Evil
fucking
1
game.
is kind of like Insidious, whereas Resident Evil 4 is kind of like the jump scare type movie.
Okay, yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Like,
dig it.
that's what it is. And I actually, I'm not a big fan of horror movies, but, and not even games. I just don't care. But Resident Evil 4 did that. The reason Call of Duty wins is not only was the story amazing for it, the multiplayer.
Yeah.
The multiplayer. When
Also,
me
we
and
got
Pat,
the fuck out of World War II.
That's the first game
Right.
that did like kill streaks, right?
that's what I was gonna bring up.
Right.
They got
About
kill
that.
streaks, and they had customizing classes.
Yeah, that's
like
that was
the
new.
moment that me and Pat were watching the trailer. I remember I was watching with Pat's house. He was like, "You need to see this."
Call of Duty
and we
4
watched the trailer and
has
showed the guy,
set the standard for
You
first-person
died.
shooter multiplayer.
and you automatically dropped a grenade. Who the fuck does that in video games.
Yeah.
Up until that point, nobody.
Yeah, you're right.
They
it
were
was
the
entirely
first
new.
ones. Who the fuck lets you die and then stay alive with a pistol? That never happened.
Yeah, true.
Awesome
Ethan,
stuff. We gotta
should
move
be
on.
Interactions
I'm sorry,
available
yeah.
thing at the top.
Let's look at the poll results, guys. We're clearly for Call of Duty 4 here, but they're both excellent games.
I wouldn't be surprised if Resident Evil 4
It's
wins.
gonna lose, I think.
But Call of Duty.
Close.
Oh my god!
Upsets.
Oh my god!
Upsets.
I don't know about an upset.
It is an upset to me.
Resident Evil 4 was a solid game, just beginning to end.
I feel like the problem is that too many people are burned out on Call of Duty, so they just don't want it to win anything.
And I think that's part of the issue
one more?
too. Call of
That's
Duty
it.
as a name and as a franchise has
You're not gonna.
gone through fatigue at this
Resident
point.
Evil 6.
You gotta remember. Resident Evil
Evil
sucks.
I haven't been updating the
Sucks.
bracket.
Resident Evil 6.
Sucks.
That's all I'm gonna keep saying.
So we had Metal Gear Solid 3
And then you
Snake
have
Eater,
Resident
right?
Evil 7. It's just guys.
Silent
put it
Hill
away.
2.
Just put
Super
it
Mario
away.
World. Trying to remember everything that won right now. I'm updating the bracket, guys.
Alright, guys.
We had The Legend of Zelda versus Red Dead. Red Dead won that.
Yes. Don't try to put Zelda there.
Eco won versus Chrono Trigger, unfortunately. We had GTA 5. Then we had Uncharted.
No, World of Warcraft.
Shut up. We had Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. And we had
Mario.
Mario 64.
Thank God.
We had Super Metroid.
Deal
Idiots.
with it.
And finally, we just recently had
Resident Evil
Resident
4.
Evil 4.
You guys are dumb.
One of the closest matches of the night for Resident Evil 4.
I don't
Can
understand
you
how
open up that
just
bracket
happened,
on your
though.
computer?
It was a better
no,
game.
yeah.
What are
Keeps
people
getting
saying? I
posted in
wanna
the chat
know.
room. Post
It's
exclamation
divided
point
pretty
topic.
much.
Honestly, Mercenaries in Resident Evil 4 was fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And it was
That link
I
there,
burned
click
so
on
much
that.
time in that. But Call of Duty had the bigger impact.
So
Wow.
there now, if you can-
We are
So-
really running behind.
We're gonna do it all now. Do it live. It's okay. It's a Saturday. Kristen actually said this is okay.
Okay, that was my biggest worry.
Yeah. Okay, so we're moving on to the next round after this commercial break.
Can I use your phone or should I get my charger?
Quick
You
commercial
can use my
break.
phone if you need to.
Commercial break. Commercial.
Are we on commercial?
Yeah.
Okay.
The secret word is upset.
We got another donation, by
Hey,
the way.
just give me
So.
a second to
From
get my
who?
charger.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Take a break here.
Did you hear my secret word?
No.
Secret word is upset.
Upset. Yeah. Right. this is some crazy results
This is
here.
hurting me.
Yeah. This is awesome. This is really turning out well.
Yeah, people are loving
It's
this.
hens.
I just mean as far as everybody's enjoying it. You guys are enjoying
Masochists.
it, which is awesome.
You masochist.
Yeah.
Can't make an omelet without cracking a few eggs, Mike.
That's right. Oh man, what do we got first here? Last of Us was Bioshock. We don't have any, obviously, we don't have any videos anymore for each one because that's not like I could predict the future.
Right.
I caught you red-handed, you dirty bastard.
I wasn't quick enough.
Mike, Is that not locked?
All right, let's just wait for Kristen to come back and then we'll start back up again. Just getting
Rick said, I'm not letting Mass Effect go. I don't need nostalgia. I need Commander Shepard. And then he said, also, Pokemon and COD got screwed.
He
Yes.
needs Commander Shepard just like Garrus needs Commander Shepard's.
Don't turn off that light, Kristen.
I don't get that.
It provides a little bit of light.
I'm
on it.
making reference to the fact that in Mass Effect you can bang everyone.
What? Oh, okay, I get it. Never mind. I was confused for a second there.
I was trying to throw
All right,
behind
let's
me.
bring it back here. Welcome back, guys. This is the Level Up Show,
Thanks, Mike.
episode 59, and we are doing a tournament for the greatest game of all time. This is the first annual Level Up Bowl. We're done round one, the longest round, of course. Now we go to the shorter rounds, and this has been awesome so far. But unfortunately,
twice as fast.
now that we're done round one, I can no longer have videos for each game because I can't predict the future and know what you guys were going to vote for. So we'll just have to announce each one as we go along. But real quick, guys, if you're new to the stream, we got 263 people in the room. That is so awesome. Thank you to Puss,
Yeah.
John, for donating.
Did he?
He donated $20.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
Nice.
Thank you so much,
You didn't
John.
do Pterodactyl, by the way.
Oh, Pterodactyl Andrew for 250 in the room.
Pterodactyl Andrew for starting off round two. This is all.
Is that your painful, like...
Yes, I was letting out a
Why
lot of
didn't
emotion
Journey
there.
win?
Yes, exactly.
Dude, that was... I felt how angry and upset
I'm
you
letting
were
out
at
some
that.
emotion there. Also,
Feel
thank
that.
you to these newest Twitch charts from Chris Prime, Shaunicle, A Phantom Torn, Electro Waves, La Machina, HY, HG, Emerald Archer, Ether 9, Golden Dragon, Flying Dutchman, Sample Airplane, and The Coming Dawn. Thank you so much, guys, and Age Guitar. We're at 200, and we just changed real quick. But guys, thank you so much for coming in. As all those guys did, make sure you follow the show at twitch.tv/levelupshow. You can also heart us live from PlayStation right now. All you gotta do is hit the little heart button. That way you get notifications when our shows go live. We're also very active on Twitter at the Level Up Network, level spelled LVL. And YouTube is one of the most important things we can tell you about right now, because we are doing a lot of cool off-show content that you can't see on Twitch. Gotta go to youtube.com/the-level-up-show, level spelled LVL. Subscribe while you're there, and we will shout you out, of
Go
course.
back to the screen that just says versus.
Okay. Sure. And then, of course,
No,
we're all wearing what?
You go.
No, it's not that.
Oh.
Don't do anything. I have him set up. I had this planned. I did not think forward. All right. Also, guys, go to the t-shirt shop, the levelupshow.spreadshirt.com. There's Mike's t-shirt right there, the yellow and blue. You can do that. You can customize them. There's also hoodies and muscle shirts. And then finally, Patreon. We got one patron tonight from Aaron. Thank you so much, man. Anybody else who wants to support the show and get rewards in return, go to patreon.com/levelupnetwork. All right. Let's move on. We got round 2 now. First up is The Last of Us versus Bioshock. Just have to put it in there ourselves now. Okay, so what do you guys think here?
Last of Us. I mean, that's going to be at the top.
Yeah, as much as I love Bioshock, I think this one has got to be The Last of Us.
There's really, this isn't really a contest.
Yeah, I think The Last of Us is going to make it to the very end of this competition for sure. I don't know if it's going to win, but I do think The Last of Us will be.
And I think it's well deserved too.
Yeah, I think so too. And it's also very fresh in people's minds. It's obviously going to be one of the top ones. The Last of Us, it continued Naughty Dog's rise towards one of the best developers of all time. Really, I mean, they're. It seems like you can't defeat them now. It's like they can't make a mistake. It's like everybody keeps expecting them.
At this point.
You keep expecting them to fall finally. It's like, when are they going to trip? But they don't. And like even Uncharted 4, everyone, when the whole Amy Hennig thing was happening, everyone's, here we go, they're finally falling apart. But now everybody's back on board fully. It's like they're.
I think that's a really great success story.
Yeah.
Because they understand the pressure on themselves. Sometimes you get to a point where, oh, we're so successful, we don't need to second guess ourselves now. When I think Naughty Dog as a whole realized we've got a process, we're very critical of ourselves, we can't stop doing that because this is what makes something great. We can't take shortcuts.
Yeah.
And I think other developers have taken shortcuts after they've become successful. They ramp up to unsustainable staff members, and they fall apart because of it.
Let's see if the viewers agree. Greatest game of all time, guys. The Last of Us versus Bioshock.
Round 2, first
That's a
match.
landslide too.
Pretty commanding lead, yeah.
Yeah.
74% for The Last of Us. Very good.
What was the game that only got 7% last round?
I can't remember what it was.
It was versus Super Mario World. I think it was Final Fantasy VI.
Yeah.
I don't think it should have been a blowout like that, but
That was an insult.
that was just devastating.
I think you should have put Final Fantasy 6 versus Final Fantasy 7.
I didn't want to do that. I wanted them. I wanted like the Final Fantasies to have their own spot because I really thought Final Fantasy 6 had a
Metroid
chance.
versus Castlevania, and that's like the same thing. So
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to the second battle here. We've got Okami versus Final Fantasy VII. All right. I think Final Fantasy 7. I mean, I know Okami. You seem like you really love Okami, but
Final Fantasy
Okami
7.
beat Ocarina of Time.
I know. Did it?
Yeah.
It did, didn't it?
No.
Wait, what did it beat
No,
earlier?
Okami beat Journey.
It beat
Sorry,
Journey. I was gonna say there's no way.
My bad, I'm
No,
sorry.
Okami was
Even more reason. Go down. I do not want you going anywhere, Okami. You took
I
apart Journey.
Thank you for the follow. Okami was great, but Final Fantasy VII is a definitive gaming experience.
Yeah.
Journey was great.
Yep.
But it wasn't this. It was amazing for like the time that you put into it and the experience that you got out of it.
Yeah.
But Okami just had so much more to offer in longevity. And I
Final
don't
Fantasy
think
7. Final Fantasy 7 has more to offer. You mean, right?
Well, no, I mean like I'm saying like going back to Okami versus Journey.
Oh, okay.
No, but this one right here, what are you going to vote for?
I don't think Final Fantasy VII.
Okay.
It's a timeless game.
I don't think Okami can compete with some of these other like bigger games.
Yeah. All right,
Like,
let's look at the
honestly,
results.
If it was Okami versus Super Metroid, I'd still go Super Metroid.
Okami versus Final Fantasy VII. Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty. These ones aren't upsets at all. Final Fantasy VII with 75% of the votes.
Final Fantasy VII is gonna be a juggernaut.
That's going to be towards the end. I think that's going to make it to the final round.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Final Four.
Is it gonna be Final Fantasy VII versus The Last of Us? That's gonna
Oh
be
my
really
God.
tough.
That could be interesting.
Final Fantasy VII versus Super Mario 64.
I never asked for this.
I don't know which is worse, that or. Last
Oh
of
my
Us.
god.
Next, new challengers approaching. GoldenEye
Yeah,
007 versus Batman Arkham Asylum.
Arkham hands down.
Well,
Yeah.
I think Arkham hands down as
Yeah.
well. Wah!
I think
hands down.
Arkham will age better.
Definitive.
Yeah,
Batman
Arkham will
experience.
age better with time, and that's what we're gonna get.
Oh, we already know that. I mean, God. 007, GoldenEye. is
GoldenEye
awful.
was great.
It's
as
not even a good
kid.
game anymore.
It's not. Honestly, it's aged like milk.
First of all, first-person shooters on the N64, they don't work. At the time, it was like,
I'm glad
okay.
you like that.
But now that we have dual stick controls, it's like trying to go back to one stick controls with the C buttons. It's like
garbage.
It's garbage.
I'm gonna strafe and oh god, what am I doing? I can't handle this. This isn't how we move in real life.
It's terrible. It's so bad. All right, but it's one of the greatest games of all time, obviously.
No, but don't be surprised if GoldenEye takes
It
this
beat Pokemon.
because of nostalgia.
For it to be Pokemon, I mean, I would think Pokemon would be Batman Arkham
Nostalgia.
Asylum, right? It's like this might be another upset here.
Stress
Let's see the
is-
results, guys. What you guys vote for?
Don't be surprised.
Oh God! Oh
Don't
God!
be surprised.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
I hate
Oh!
Yeah.
All right.
I told you.
It was close though. It was a close one. All right. Batman Arkham Asylum moving on to round 3.
Man.
Close one though there. All right. On to one of the biggest upsets I've ever seen. Metal Gear Solid 3 beat out Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time earlier, and now it's facing Silent Hill. There's no way it doesn't
doubt
win.
in my mind, yeah.
If it beats Zelda Ocarina of Time, there's no way it doesn't beat Silent Hill 2.
Right.
Right?
I would think so, but
Yeah, no, I mean, you would think so, right? But at this point, it's like, I do not know what to imagine with you guys.
I have been let down before.
So clearly, we're all
My
with,
faith in humanity is gone.
Right.
we're all with
Yeah,
Metal Gear Solid
yeah.
3, Snake Eater here.
yeah, for sure.
All right, but we got to give time for people to vote. We can't just move on here. Let's let the guys.
Don't worry, guys. We decided for
I'll read off some of the follows. We got a lot more follows recently, and also YouTube subscriptions. So thank you to what's that say? DCG 702, Up a Little Knight, Smith Boy, Danny Boy Owns, Taz 650, Alfredo, not the Twitch heart. He subscribed on YouTube. Thank you, Alfredo.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
I3 Uz Kill, J-Man, The Real Goons, Super Big Boss, and Tafan, I think is how you say your name. Thank you so much for all those Twitch hearts, guys. Keep them coming. Give them a little more time. They're clearly still coming in.
Look at all these votes.
Yeah, still a lot of votes coming in here.
Is this going to be the most votes in the so far?
Hey guys, did you realize that we're over 5,000 in the chat?
Just because people are
that's
voting.
insane.
You know, all those votes count as a
The
comment.
votes count as comments?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When we did the level uppies, we had, what was it, like 10,000 comments? It was
Alright, that's
ridiculous.
cheating.
It was absurd.
It was absurd. All right, I think that's enough. They're coming in very slowly
That
now.
was like my first night, I think, too.
It's like popcorn kernels. Once you hear 3-second pause, you open it up.
Yeah. All right, guys. MGS 3 versus Silent Hill 2. What you guys vote for?
You're still coming.
Oh my God, it's very close too. That's why she's waiting. It's very close,
Is it?
Yeah, and they're still voting.
and they're still voting. If it's still close, you wait until there's a definitive, winner. Don't let it tie.
There's a winner.
Okay. I can't believe this is close. I cannot believe this is freaking close.
Oh, damn.
Oh my God, what is happening? Do you guys like Silent Hill 2 that much?
I think Silent Hill 2 makes an argument for the definitive horror game.
Yeah. I agree.
It is the gold standard for horror games.
Up against Metal Gear Solid 3.
And Ocarina of Time,
I'm not
which
saying-
Metal Gear Solid 3 beats.
I'm not saying Metal Gear Solid 3 isn't better than Silent Hill 2 or a greater game, but Silent Hill 2, you have to understand why people are voting for it.
Yeah, I understand. No, I get it.
I
do.
don't like this one.
Let's move on to the next one. We got Super Mario World versus Red Dead Redemption. This is kind of like earlier, isn't it? In a way? No, not quite. Red Dead Redemption went up against Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past earlier.
So it's close.
But there's a difference here. Link to the Past, not a lot of people played it, just as a lot of people probably didn't play Super Mario World here because there's a lot of young people. But it doesn't matter. The name Mario is all you need to hear. And I think that's what mattered earlier. I mean, versus Final Fantasy VI, Super Mario World got 93%.
Pokemon.
I know. I know.
When we're talking about upsets, all you have to do is just say, remember Pokemon.
remember the Pokemon Red and Blue.
That really was a big
Oh my
win.
god, I can't believe that.
I still think that Super Mario World will win this. I think.
Thank
think
you for
it
the
should.
follow.
Thank you for all those follows, guys. We'll read those off a little later. I think it's gotta be Super Mario World. I still think these guys will vote for Super Mario World.
I hope.
It's
True
Mario.
humanity.
But don't forget, you have Mario 64 in the running.
That's true as well.
So we still
We got 2 chances for Mario to win. Yeah. All right, let's move on, guys. Let's see what the results are.
Let's get to 300 viewers.
Let's get to 300.
That'd be sweet.
Oh, you're missing it when you get the right way.
The right
Oh my God, it's closer than I thought it would be.
Oh my.
But it's okay. It's okay, guys. It's okay.
I don't even know.
We made it through this. Okay. Super Mario World is still in the running for
Red
game
Dead
of all time.
Redemption's still a solid game.
Yeah.
It's a great game. Don't get me wrong, but if you're voting for Red Dead Redemption, I'm assuming that you just never played Super Mario World.
Yeah. That's what I have to I mean, it's got to, right?
Like-
There's no way. All right. Next up, we got Eco versus Grand Theft Auto 5.
I don't care about this one either way. Neither one's gonna go. To
This one's gonna be.
Grade
This one could be interesting. I think it'll be go to
This
Grand
one's
Theft
gonna
Auto
go
5.
Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah.
Hands down. I think
Not
it's gonna
enough
be a
people have played
shutout.
Eco.
Yeah, this is gonna be a shutout.
For me, it's Eco actually. I like.
I know it
Eco.
is, but I'm saying I think it's gonna be a shutout.
I think Grand Theft Auto 5 will win this, but I don't think it's gonna be as close as far away as you think. I think it's gonna be 60-40.
You can tell by how interested people are on certain games based off the number of votes, and there just weren't that many
They're
votes.
coming in.
Like, no, you don't understand. The last game, okay, now they're
They're coming in.
now they're coming.
People are if they're voting on one, they're gonna vote on all. You know, I think. I think it's gonna be.
Yeah, wow.
I think it's gonna be 60-40. I think GTA 5 will win 60-40 here. We're taking bets now.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think Eco is got a bigger hold on this audience than we think it does.
We're taking over-unders now.
Yeah. But is everybody else here GTA 5? Am I the only one that would vote for Eco here?
Out of the 2 of these, I would probably say GTA 5.
Okay.
Me too. I just never played Eco, so.
Okay.
I played it a little bit.
I don't think GTA
wasn't
5 is the
crazy
greatest
about it.
game of all time, so I don't care about this one at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's look at the results. We got 3 seconds before the pop.
You know what I mean?
What do you mean 3 seconds before the pop?
That means there was a 3-second barrier before a vote again.
When you make popcorn, you're supposed to listen for it, and when you hear 3 seconds without popping, it's
Arr.
All right. Okay, not quite as close as I thought.
It's gonna be
71-30.
a shutout.
All right. Yes, you guys clearly voted for GTA 5. I thought it'd be a little closer than that, but I understand it. Eco wasn't played by near as many people as Grand Theft Auto 5.
This one is going to be very, very, very stressful for me.
Grand Theft Auto 5 won that, so let's move on to the next one. We got Uncharted 2 versus Super Mario 64. This could be an upset here.
That's bad.
You guys underestimated Uncharted 2 earlier,
It's
so
going to hurt.
I you know how much I love Uncharted 2. Super Mario 64 should win this.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
hands down.
It should win this. But this might be an upset.
Yeah.
It might be.
Did Mario only win by so much last time too?
Yeah, it won.
Super Mario 64 was close.
It was close. It wasn't Mass Effect 2. I don't know. Uncharted. The thing is, we're on PlayStation, and we do have a lot of PlayStation viewers, and Uncharted has become so synonymous with PlayStation, and there's
But
clearly
Mario
a
and this one.
I'm just trying to say why I think there's a potential here.
Oh, I know,
To see an
yeah.
upset. I don't want to. I think it should be Super Mario 64 as well, and I love Uncharted 2, but give it a little bit longer because I want to make sure we
Super
get
Mario
the right
64
votes here.
was another just definitive gaming experience.
Yeah.
Growing up.
Like I said, it changed everything. It changed gaming. So
I really don't want to know the answer to this. It's hurting me right now.
well, we got a little bit slowing down. Slowing down.
It's going on.
Still going though. Still going. We'll give it a little bit
What's
longer.
going on?
What's going on?
I haven't missed the beat.
All right. I think you can reveal it now, Kristen. Uncharted 2, Among Thieves versus Super Mario 64. What did you guys vote for? I'm predicting maybe an upset here.
No.
God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh, it's an upset. No, it's not. It's not. Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh,
My
100
God.
votes. 100
It
votes.
doesn't get closer than that.
Oh
That's
my
like-
god.
That's almost a third of our viewers.
That shows how much people like Uncharted 2. It really does.
That's real.
hate
How
half
close that
of
was.
you.
Wow, that was close. That was freaking close. All right, let's put that in. Not Uncharted. Super Mario 64 making it to round 3.
Fuck.
All right, the last one in round 2. We got
Ooh, this is good too.
Super Metroid versus Resident Evil 4.
Whoa! We got so many people. No! Yes! No! Oh, come on! Yeah!
Apparently, Rick just doesn't like Mario 64.
Really?
Yeah, he just doesn't want to win anything.
Interesting. It's gonna go to the very end. I think.
Rick, I'm gonna say the same thing that my mother said to me. I love you, but that doesn't mean I have to like you.
Wow. All right, that was harsh. Let's give our opinion on this here. Do we think Super Metroid or Resident Evil 4?
I think Super Metroid.
I think Resident Evil 4 is gonna win.
I think Resident Evil 4 is gonna
Not
win.
what you
but I
think should
Super
win, or
Metroid
who's going to win. What do you want to win?
I want Super Metroid to win.
I want Super Metroid to win.
I want Super Metroid as well.
It defines
I
the genre.
want Resident Evil 4 to win because
What a
it
bitch.
killed that Castlevania.
What a bitch.
It killed that Castlevania.
That's true. I know that upset some people.
That's true.
Fucking cry about it.
But I still. I still say Super Metroid for sure.
Resident Evil 4 is great and all, but I don't know. I don't think it's the greatest game of all time.
No,
Resident Evil
it's
4 was
not.
a fantastic
But neither
game,
is
and it was
Super
great to
Metroid.
play.
But I just think Super
I
Metroid
think
is up
Super
there.
Metroid could be a contender.
I think it's a contender for sure. I do.
Absolutely is.
All right, let's see the results. What do you guys think? Super Metroid versus
There's no reason
Resident
it's
Evil
Castle
4.
Boys fans. I'm gonna use that.
Castle.
Resident Evil 4 won.
I told you,
I
Resident Evil.
told you it was gonna win.
No, I didn't. I'm not saying it should.
How many
win.
how many people watching have actually played Spyro?
Right.
Oh, I know.
There's
Yeah,
kids
that's
here
very
that
true.
were not alive when the Super
Oh, I
Nintendo
know,
was
I
a
know.
relevant console.
That's true.
All I will say is that if you guys didn't play Super Metroid 4, I think, or
You're
Super
doing it
Metroid, you don't understand.
Right, you're doing it wrong.
I agree.
You don't understand.
Gravy Biscuits, it's not just that we don't really necessarily like the IPs. We're talking about the games as they were when they came out at the time. And
Also,
they
we
were
have
just
Wii U's.
dominant. And there's really no comparing them. So
And Drew has a Wii U.
I
I
also have
As
a
does
Wii U.
Dean.
Yeah.
He said that
Thanks
you
for the
guys love
follow-up.
the Mario Nintendo IPs but don't have a Wii U, and I'm like,
Yeah, we have a Wii U.
I'm intending to buy one.
I only got a Nintendo system I didn't own was a Wii. I had a
Yeah, but
GameCube. I had it.
I can see my
I had
awesome
Super
tax
Nintendo.
return.
was
I'm buying a
that
Wii U.
was that the end
How about
of
a
round
Wii U?
two?
Yes, it was. And
Watch.
we'll go to commercial in a second. Okay, guys,
We don't, I
that
shouldn't go to a commercial.
I think after this one we should, and
As
then
much
we'll
as
do
I
the
hate
final two.
Nintendo, I
Yeah,
support
one
them.
shot.
It's only 60 seconds.
Okay.
Guys, we are going to go to a quick 60-second commercial break. We will start round 3 when we get back, guys. Hold on tight.
Hold on, tight.
Hold on to your butts.
Hold on to your
Yeah,
butts.
let's run.
Secret word.
The
Butts.
secret word.
No words.
Shoot, I don't even
No
know.
words.
I'm so upset right now.
Castleroids.
Castlewood.
Castleloid. Castleloid. Castleloid is the.
Castlewood?
Yes, Castleloid.
And Rick said, damn, shots fired. He said it's not that he hates Super Mario, it deserves to win. It's revenge for Mass Effect.
I understand.
Fucking suck it up. Mass Effect. More like.
I love
Mass
pulling
Effect.
those like random like little things, like I'm gonna say the same thing that my mother said to me.
Welcome back, guys, to the Level Up Show, episode 59. We are doing the Level Up Bowl for the first time. This year is the greatest game of all time. We're about to enter round 3. It's getting close now. It's going to be even more difficult to choose these games because they're going to be better and better as we go forward.
BMC, we are entering round 3.
Guys, thank you so much for all the Twitch hearts. Our most recent ones were from J. Ray Bay, Psycho Canadian, Dranko89, Clutch King, X Spikes, and Herman Korea. Thank you.
J. Ray Bay was already following us.
He might have refollowed. I'm not sure. There's Psycho Canadian right there. That's not incorrect. We're above 130 Twitch hearts tonight. If we can get to 200 Twitch hearts, I think we should do something special. Maybe Dino Team or something. See if we can get that Twitch goal, guys.
The
at
original
200.
Dino Team.
The original Dino Team with Mark here, all 5 of us as dinosaurs. If you guys can get us to 200 Twitch hearts tonight. Also, real quick, I saw a YouTube subscription there. I don't want to miss that. YouTube subscription from Big Mage. Thank you so much. Keep those coming, guys. Very important to our YouTube. We're going to be doing a lot of cool stuff on there. What just happened? Snapchat is what just happened.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to round 3. Alrighty.
Fight!
Fight! Alright, let's see what the next one is. Can you see in the bracket what it is, Kristen?
The Last of Us with Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, my God!
Yeah.
Do you know this was gonna
Oh, I
happen?
didn't know this was gonna happen! Oh my God! We have to get rid of one of these. Wow.
Boom! Oh!
Holy crap.
That means
The Last
one
of
of
Us
these games
is not going to be
that
game of the-
should both be in the Final Four.
Oh, real
Yeah.
quick,
Is
I
what
keep
should
forgetting.
be in Final Four.
Tyson
told
posted
you.
a code in the chat. I don't know what it's for. It's for $10 though. Tyson code.
Look at all these
chat.
votes.
Grab it.
Yeah, the thing is, they made it to round
We're over
3,
six.
so, they made it far either way.
You have two.
There's only 2 more rounds, but the final round is just the final battle. So, it's not much more to this than what we have. So both The Last of Us and Final Fantasy VII. We're down to 8 now. So that means we're in the
Dude,
top 8 games of all
Let's
time.
talk about this real quick.
Yeah.
Ouch.
I don't think The Last of Us will win, but I think it's going to win, actually.
Really?
I think The Last of Us is going to win this.
I you know what?
Because it's just it's in their minds right now. Everybody's crazy about it.
The thing is, there's a lot of people that are too young to really get that much out of Final Fantasy. There's a lot of people that say I love Final Fantasy, and realistically, we know that you're just saying it because you know you're supposed to.
Yeah.
I've never even played Final Fantasy, dude.
All
Do you
I
think
would say is
should win then?
to all the
I love
youngins,
The Last of Us.
to all the youngins in the room who haven't never played Final Fantasy VII,
Youngins.
you're missing out on a genre-defining and also just a gaming-defining
Right.
moment. Like it changed games, it changed the landscape of gaming competition between the consoles.
Right.
It's a
At the time, the
it's a
graphics
pivotal
were
moment.
like astounding.
It was a pivotal moment in
Right.
gaming, and it aged very well, actually. The graphics themselves don't look great, but it doesn't matter. There's this charm about the graphics, and the story is unbelievable. So if this does lose, that's all I want to say.
All right.
Let's look.
Thank you for the follow.
Thank you for the follow as well. Let's take a look here, guys. The Last of Us versus Final Fantasy VII. Oh my god.
I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it.
Oh my god. Wow.
That's why I said it last round.
Final Fantasy
They're
VII
gonna
is-
fight.
Final Fantasy VII is not in
That's
the
how
running
brackets work.
for greatest game of all time. That's unbelievable.
Right.
That is insane.
You guys.
You did it to yourself.
That's crazy. No, Last of Us deserves to be up there as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
The lot.
It's
I
amazing.
don't know. Not in. I don't know.
It's tough. It's a close one. All right, let's move on to the next one.
Sorry, guys, if you liked Final Fantasy.
This is
VII.
another tough one. Oh my god, Batman.
It should be tough. We're getting into games that are really freaking.
We're in the
good.
top 8 now. Batman: Arkham Asylum versus Metal Gear Solid 3: Snake Eater.
Oh.
I have to go Metal Gear Solid 3: Snake Eater.
That's gonna be the soundtrack for every one of these rounds now. Just
You're gonna go Batman. I know you.
I never played Metal Gear.
Yeah,
it's the
you wouldn't have gone with Metal Gear anyway. Give me
No,
a break.
Be
Probably
surprised if
not,
Arkham
dude.
Asylum wins because
Oh, well, I
of
won't be
Batman
surprised at all.
itself,
I won't be
because
surprised at all.
Batman is awesome.
I think Metal
Wait,
Gear
is
Solid
this the
3 should
Batman
win.
where he's like in Victoria era? is this that one?
I think it's on.
Oh, it's close. I just glanced.
Oh, my bad.
I glanced at the pie chart. And it
Stop
is
cheating.
close.
Stop cheating.
Don't look at it.
It is close.
Don't do that.
You're cheating.
I'm not changing the votes. I'm just saying it is
I know.
close. This is
I
a
know.
close one.
I don't even know what to say.
Give it time. But this one deserves time.
I think it's gonna be bad.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear. Metal Gear Solid 3 is arguably the best Metal Gear Solid, and the story it told it was so great because it went from Metal Gear Solid 2 was this insane convoluted story. Metal Gear Solid 3 pulled back. It went to human emotion, tried to tell a much more simplistic story, but in a really cool era, the Cold War, with a character that we saw a different side
Plus,
of.
Revolver Ocelot was a very beautiful man.
Yes, he was. And you understand him now in that one.
All right, Kristen.
No, not yet. All right, got it. Oh my God, here we go. Thank you, Nicholas.
You know what's gonna happen, right?
Follows.
Metal Gear Solid 3 versus Arkham Asylum.
Oh.
Yeah!
I think they just don't want to upset you anymore.
Yes!
The Batman effect can only do so much.
Oh, man, I'm really happy about that result. Good choice, guys.
If that was Gotham by Gaslight, it would have been.
I agree wholeheartedly.
That was close, though. That was very close.
All right.
All right,
next
so
one.
that was Snake Eater. And now we're on the final battle in round 3. I know we should win this, but you guys are going to be very disappointed.
Oh, God.
Not Metal Gear, Super Mario World versus Grand Theft Auto 5. Oh, God.
Oh, Super Mario World.
I know, but that is not going to win.
I appreciate all of our viewers.
Yes.
If you vote the wrong way, I am not your friend anymore.
Oh, my God. This is going to be a...
And no offense to you, BMC, but I know what you're voting at right now.
We know.
And I am not happy with you.
Super Mario World, guys. Come on. GTA 5 is great and all, but...
They're saying GTA 5 way too much. Anybody that's writing right now GTA 5, get out.
Oh my god,
No,
this is not
don't
good!
Here's the thing, I can
Don't
pop
leave.
in Super Mario World in my SNES, which is hooked up to my TV still, and it works.
And get way more
GTA
enjoyment
5
out of it.
Online still doesn't fucking work!
Right?
How is it gonna be a game of best game of all time? Half of it's broken. Let's get it together.
Let's get it together now.
Let's get it together.
Give it a little bit longer, unless it's not even close.
I'm about to get my
Is it
first
close?
Derek.
Derek is on Grand Theft Auto's side.
Oh my god!
Derek, you're dead.
What?
What?
Is it close? You can tell me. Is
Chris
it
is
close?
upset. Kristen is not happy right now.
GTA 5 won.
All right. Let's.
I hate you all.
Rip off the band-aid. Rip off the band-aid.
Oh god.
GTA 5 won.
Oh my
Oh my god!
Yeah, dude.
Why did you put it in here? Look at the monster you've created. Are you happy with yourself, Dr. Frankenstein?
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's all I have to say.
What would have won between
There's
Final
one more.
Fantasy VII
Oh, there is
and
one
GTA
more.
5?
There is one more this round.
I
We have a chance still.
strongly dislike all of you.
We have a chance for Super Mario to still be in this
I
competition.
know. We still got some Super Mario.
Super Mario 64 versus Super Metroid.
I'm officially
I
lost all.
Yeah, I think we
technicality.
lucked out a little bit here. It just worked out
Super
in our
Mario
favor.
64.
Yeah, I really hope you guys made the right choice here. I really hope.
I am so.
Keep
So then
Mario in
what's
this.
gonna win between Mario 64 and
Grand Theft Auto
Grand Theft
5. That's what's next. Super Mario goes up against it again. We'll wait for that. That's in the future. We'll let that happen when it happens. We have one more round, or one more fight this round to figure out. Super Mario 64 versus Super Metroid, guys.
Is GTA 5 gonna make it to the final round?
It might.
I will be so
hilarious.
mad if it makes
That would
it
be
to the final round.
so ridiculous.
Oh man.
This is insane.
Oh.
This is
man.
not the Final Four I was expecting. Holy crap.
I told you this.
This is not the Final Four I was expecting at all. Wow. Okay. I'll give it a little bit longer here, unless it's. It looks like it stopped. All right.
You know, in Buddhism they tell you that expectations.
All right.
All right. You got Super Mario in the Final Four.
Stress.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Cruz Brava.
Cruz
Brava. Okay, Super
All
Mario
right.
64 is still in here. That is the end of round three. We will not take a commercial break.
No.
We're too close to the end, but I will thank some Twitch hearts
Oh,
here.
let's go to finish.
Thank you to Stone Tao, Junior Burke, McMahon, something. I don't know. Just another Gino, the Kobe,
You happy Super
the
Mario
Kobe
lost,
Show.
finally?
Thank you, Alfredo, for subscribing on YouTube again.
Shut up about
second
your
time.
castle.
PKO 182,
Castlewood.
Nicholas,
I'm not-
Moser Boy,
Mario World.
Murdface, Sepultura, Turtle Sushi, White Fluff,
Sepultura.
Claptrap,
Deal with
and
it,
J Ray Bay.
No. That's the third time you've mentioned it tonight.
J Ray Bay?
Yeah.
Once I reread the last one
Okay.
so that I know I caught up.
Okay.
So I caught up now. I'm all good.
J. Ray Bay, deal with it.
I love that name, J Ray Bay. It's so good.
J. Ray Bay.
J Ray Bay.
I'm gonna name my child.
We're at 150 Twitch hearts tonight, guys. Let's see if we can get to 200. All right, let's move on, guys. We are down with round 3. Let's move on to round 4, the final 4, the 4 greatest games of all time. First up is The Last of Us versus Metal Gear Solid
Rick is saying
3.
Mario will fall, as all the others have.
Oh my God! Who said that? BMC?
No, Rick.
Oh God!
I love you, Rick.
Final 4, guys.
The Last of Us.
Make it count.
It has to be The Last of Us.
Yeah, I think it's God. Metal Gear Solid 3 wins with something blown away, considering what The Last of Us has beaten so far.
Like I said, I didn't play
The
it.
Last
I
of
think
Us took
honestly,
on Final
it's
Fantasy
gonna suck.
7.
The final 2,
Yeah.
this
Final
ultimate showdown
four
is
is
going to be
suck.
Last of Us versus Grand Theft Auto 5, just
Yeah.
because of how young our audience is.
I do think The Last of Us deserved to be the Final 4.
I agree.
Yeah.
What sucks is what game it was put up against, and that's your fault.
No, it's not. How's that my fault?
Because they were going to eliminate each other before the final 4 anyway.
Huh?
You needed to predict the brackets better.
I needed to make Grand Theft Auto 5 face The Last
but
of Us
you could,
earlier.
but you could have been like, all right, well, if I want this game to win, I want this game to win, but they can't make it to the final 4. So if I want both of these games to the final 4,
This is not about me. This is what they want, and they want The Last of Us versus Grand Theft Auto 5. It worked out perfectly.
I don't like that scenario.
This is not about us.
We were saying you could have moved Final
Anyway.
Fantasy VII down.
But
on
I shouldn't have done that just to get rid of
And the
Grand Theft Auto
winner
5.
is-
No, I'm not saying to get rid of Grand Theft Auto 5. I'm saying moving down along the slide, it doesn't face Grand Theft Auto 5.
It's gonna be a lot.
It goes on.
It would have faced it in the end either way.
That was closer than I thought.
Oh, I figured this was
The Last of Us is going into the final round.
Way closer than I
We're getting
thought.
over 100.
I thought it was gonna be a shutout.
Great.
That means that The Last of Us is one of the 2 greatest games of all time, in your opinion, guys. You voted
Thank
for Last
you.
of Us all the way through.
This isn't like
I
a
say
recent
thank you for
time.
all
This
the
is of
votes.
all
To
time.
be-
Let's look at what The Last of
Interactive
Us did so far. The Last of Us beats Final Fantasy VII. It beat BioShock and it beat Halo Combat Evolved. So that's what you guys voted. You guys voted The Last of Us into the finale. We are above 300 viewers.
We're over
Thank you so much,
300.
guys.
Wow. Thank you guys
You're
for
coming in at the
joining
right
us
time. And now
Getting
let's
down to the finals here.
move on to the other
just like
battle
Last of Us.
of the Final Four. We got
Thanks, Obama.
Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto 5 versus Super Mario 64. I'm glad that Super Mario 64 made it this far.
I'm not gonna speak anymore because everybody knows my answer.
Super Mario 64
Yeah,
should win.
I think
Hands down, not even a contest. This should not even be a question.
The problem is, it is, and
Yeah.
it's going to lose.
I know.
Super Mario 64 is going to
It's clear what people like here. They like
I don't understand
new,
that.
like mature, ballsy.
Right.
games.
Do you
I don't get
realize
that.
how old you sound right now?
You guys don't understand.
Like, there's something, and it's not just nostalgia. It is
Grand Theft
still.
Auto 5 didn't define a genre.
It's a good game, and honestly, it
That's a
doesn't feel
fantastic
it doesn't
game.
deserve to be this far in the game.
No,
And
no.
No, he should have
Right.
lost to. He should have lost to Super Mario World. He should have lost to. Let's see if he should have lost anything else. It also beat Eco and it
But
beat
you thought
Elder
it was gonna win this
Scrolls.
tournament.
I'm surprised it lost to Elder Scrolls. Or
Yeah.
one over Elder Scrolls, only because here's the thing, and this isn't anything negative or derogatory. I keep forgetting how young so much of our audience is.
Yeah.
And I kind of don't put a lot of weight into that, because we have such, we have a lot of older and, true gamers and everything like that.
That's like when we were doing our Thursday stream and we were asking people to give us some things they thought they should be in there. Everyone was like, Assassin's Creed, like this and that's like, no.
Yeah, like-
Assassin's Creed should be
Yeah.
the greatest games of all time
No.
list? No offense, guys,
No.
but like, no. Not even
Yeah.
close.
For sure, no.
There's a lot of games we put in here just because they were, for that genre, for that line of games, they deserve to be acknowledged.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto deserves to be acknowledged,
Yeah.
and the fifth one
It's the best in the Grand
far
Theft Auto series.
penultimate.
Yeah.
Just the same thing as BioShock. Even though Infinite was great, BioShock 1
Yeah.
was, so...
And people would have ripped us a new asshole if we didn't put Grand Theft Auto 5 on here.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
absolutely.
and it was going to make it to the final two no matter what. So this is just the way it works.
I don't...
Let's see what happens.
Let's see the damage.
Grand Theft Auto 5 versus Super Mario 64.
I'm sorry, Super Mario.
Oh yes!
Oh my god! Oh my god! I don't even know words.
It needed to happen.
Speaking.
All right.
Oh, holy
God.
crap!
I'm blown away.
That happened.
Grand Theft Auto 5 didn't make it into the finale. That's awesome. This is a good finale. Super Mario 64.
Suck it, Rick.
This is great. This is old and new. The Last of Us is the best game probably of the last 10 years, maybe one of the best games.
Grand Theft Auto 5 is one of the best of the
Yes, but I think
Oh, we've got so many people who are happy. Or
Yeah,
so
But
many
Super
people.
Mario 64 is
even
one of the
more
best
people
games
are
of the
upset.
90s.
Oh my
If not the best
God.
game of the 90s.
Ridiculous.
A genre-defining thing, just like The Last of Us is kind of a genre-defining moment in a way. So I think this is actually a really cool finale that we got here. This is old versus new.
Oh man.
Old school versus new school.
Captain Keys, how are we rigging this? Come on.
We are not rigging this. We did nothing.
You guys are voting.
You voted for Super Mario 64 and Commander.
not even
That
voting.
wasn't that close.
No.
That was like 69%
Right.
Super Mario 64.
That was
so
crazy.
It wasn't that close. So you guys
We
really
swayed
wanted
the
it.
voters. We make an argument for it.
All right, so
Right.
the final battle is The Last of Us versus Super Mario 64. I think we should.
Brad.
Would it be totally a dick move that right before revealing the poll results, so like, let's take a commercial break? Can we please do that?
No, just stop the stream.
Can we please do that?
Just stop the stream.
Because that's so dick.
Oh, so you want to pull Sopranos?
Guys, the greatest game of all time. This is voted by you. You brought it to this point. The Last of Us
I don't know.
versus Super Mario
I'm gonna
64.
say
Look
right
at all
now,
the votes
if you
coming
want
in.
to know the answer, follow our Twitter.
Yes. Yeah, right? Would only be revealed to our patrons. You must become a patron in order to know the results.
You guys want to put your vote in or no?
No, we are not putting our vote in. This is their results.
We already know what we're mad about and what we want to win.
I honestly don't know what I would choose here. Actually,
I don't.
I do.
I love both.
Would you go Super Mario 64?
Absolutely.
I love both.
Absolutely. Last of Us is phenomenal for storytelling,
Yeah.
but it was not without its faults. As a
Super
core
Mario
game,
64
remember what I was saying? The
faults.
core game itself, as fun and good as the gameplay was, and there was some great elements it had, it still was very repetitive, and it wasn't very imaginative when you think about other games of the same style. What really carried the game was a story.
The reason I really like this is because now this is the only poll where I can't make a decision. This is the only one where I don't know.
We'll leave this open a little bit longer, guys. So if you haven't,
let's talk about this.
Love The Last of Us, but Super Mario 64 is just revolutionary.
I know it is, but if Final Fantasy were to go into this finale, it would have that would have been even more difficult. But the fact that I think The Last of Us beat Final Fantasy 7, so that's why Final Fantasy 7 isn't here. If Final Fantasy 7 was here, it would be even more difficult for me.
How much of a time delay is it?
I have no idea.
So is everybody here Super Mario 64?
I am for sure.
All right, I think we're
It's a
almost
coin toss
ready
for me. I don't
for the results.
All right, guys, we will reveal the results after this quick 60-second commercial break.
Wait, are you serious?
We're
Yes,
serious.
go.
We are freaking serious.
Oh,
We know how to
man.
make it work.
We're doing it. We're so dicks. I know. I'm sorry.
The secret word is asshole.
Yes. It is.
68 plus 46.
68 plus 46. Is that a
69 plus 46.
Stop.
That doesn't
stop,
make any
stop.
sense.
No, stop. Just
Oh, that's how many people voted.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
trying to figure out how many people voted.
But that's still you're telling us the results now in a
You
way.
don't know which one it is.
I don't know which one it is.
but it's farther apart than I thought.
It's farther apart than I thought it would be. That's for sure.
What is
69 plus 46 is what 113.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not real close.
It's not that close.
What did they say in the chat about the commercial?
Not
Damn,
pleased.
guys. All right. Well, okay. Let's
Welcome back, guys, to the Level Up Show, episode 59. This is the first annual Level Up Bowl, and we just did the greatest game of all time, as voted by you. 32 games, and you brought it to The Last of Us versus Super Mario 64, old school versus new school, and supposedly is not as close as we thought it would be.
117 votes.
117 votes. You guys, I think, all voted pretty much, if you could. So, are we ready, guys?
everybody that's gonna vote.
Everybody that's gonna vote, I think, voted.
Ready?
We're ready, guys. Let's see what the results are.
Wait this up for a little while.
Really? I don't like you.
The Last of Us, as voted by the Level Uppers, is the greatest
119
game of all time.
My faith in our audience has been shaken.
I don't know. It's if there was one new school game I would have chose, that is the one.
Yes.
I agree.
Absolutely.
They chose the right game from this generation.
Okay.
A lot of people here did not play Super Mario 64. Let's be honest. They chose the right game of all the games that are on here that are like new gen.
I agree.
In the last 10 years, that was the right choice.
But you all really should go back and play Super Mario 64.
Yes, you should.
Oh wow, we got a lot of people happy.
A lot of people happy. No, you guys, you voted for it, so I'm happy for you guys.
Yes,
Like, this is
for
what you guys
nostalgia.
wanted.
I can't fault that.
Yeah.
They're both amazing games.
Yeah, they are.
For when they came out. So.
It's not even nostalgia
Yeah.
for me, honestly. It really isn't. I didn't even have an N64. So
GTA 5 fans
there's-
voted for The Last of
There's
Us.
no nostalgia factor. I mean, there is, but there's not nearly as hardcore of a nostalgia factor for me as there is for some other people.
Yeah.
It should have won because of how well it still stands up to the test of time.
Ghost.
To this day,
Yeah.
I think, isn't it actually the Wii, the Virtual Console's best-selling title?
I don't know.
I believe it's the best-selling title on the Virtual Console,
Yeah.
along with Super Mario World. It should have won because it still holds up, and it did amazing things for gaming.
You know what I just realized we should have done? We should have all written down the final game we thought it would have been
That
on
would
a piece
be
of
good.
paper and folded it up so that nobody, like, so
Mario
we couldn't change
64
it.
would have been mine.
I thought The Last of Us would win tonight.
Yeah?
Did you?
Yeah, I thought it would.
That's a
I
safe
was
bet.
right, yeah. I knew because of our audience. I thought Final
Right,
Fantasy
well,
VII.
that's why I knew it was going to be close. I was really scared.
I thought it was going to be Final Fantasy VII versus The
What
Last
did
of Us.
Ocarina lose to?
Ocarina
In the-
lost
Ocarina
in
of Time
first
lost in the
round.
first round.
That was absurd.
I thought Ocarina of Time would be Final Four. I thought it would be Final
Yeah.
Fantasy VII versus The Last of Us as the finale.
Rick is rubbing it in.
You know what? This was an awesome result, though.
GTA 5 still lost,
everybody was
as
totally
did
on
Mass
board.
Effect.
Yeah. A lot of
Sorry to
everybody voted. This was so much better than I was even expecting. We got over 300 people in the
this is a
room.
great
Way more
turnout.
people than I
Holy
thought. I
shit.
was expecting about
I
maybe
love this.
150, 200.
For a Saturday, right?
Oh, Ocarina lost to Metal Gear Solid 3.
That's unbelievable.
As
much as I love Metal Gear Solid 3.
Right.
That was probably the biggest upset of the night. No.
Yeah. I think that was. I think that was the biggest upset of the night. Because how close it was, too. I think it was 51-49.
For in general, yes. For you though, your biggest upset was
Journey.
the second fucking matchup.
Journey versus Okami.
Thank you for the
100%.
follow.
Oh yeah, let's read off our final follows, guys, and then we will. Before I read them off, let me just give you guys a chance to follow us, guys. This was the Level Up Show, episode 59. We got a lot of new people in the room. Thank you so much to everybody that followed us. We got so many. I will read those off in a moment. But if you have not followed us yet, do it right now at twitch.tv/the Level Up Show. If you're watching live from PlayStation, you can heart us by hitting that little heart button. That means you'll get notifications whenever we go live. And also, if you are a follower on live from PlayStation, it's really cool. If you go to like your favorites, we will show up there all the time. So it's a really cool way to organize your favorites on live from PlayStation. You can also follow us on Twitter at the Level Up Show, Level spelled LVL Network. Sorry, the Level Up Network, Level spelled LVL. And also go to YouTube. We're talking about Beast Watch. We're talking about Greg's Gazette, Behind the Level Up Show, and more to come. It's all going exclusively to Patreon and then YouTube. So make sure you go there and subscribe like so many have tonight. I will read off some more in a moment. We got all of our t-shirts on tonight. Check these out, guys. There's Mike's t-shirt there. You didn't put it on. But these t-shirts are on the levelupshow.spreadshirt.com. You can buy them yourselves. There's hoodies, there's muscle shirts, there's t-shirts, men's, women's, different colors. So check that out, guys. And finally, biggest one of them all, we got one from Aaron tonight, a new patron on patreon.com/the Level Up Network. We also got a lot of donations. I mean, Tyler, John, Puss, we got a lot of donations. But the best way to support our show, guys, is go to patreon.com/the Level Up Network. And the good thing about it is that we can give back to you. Through that, there's a whole tiered system of rewards. So check it out if you have the chance. Our final Twitch hearts of the night were the Doc DC, the PS4, the Major Buzzkill, Bleeding Hearts, Hawk Raptor, Synthetic Design, Luda Luda, Joey C Forever, Don Suave, Zappy Go, Miss New Booty, Twisted Bella, nice, Shady Courage, Skater, Dreddy Kruger, Dreddy Kruger, yeah.
Dreddy Kruger.
Pus-filled Stab,
Amon,
Nice and Davis,
how you
Louise
dreaming.
Baladero, and we're caught up. But our final YouTube subscription of the night was to Vroom Girl. Thank you, Vroom Girl, for the final YouTube sub of the night. We got 160 or so Twitch hearts tonight. We didn't hit that 200, but still, unbelievable result, guys, for a Saturday.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Yeah, this was a 3-hour and 20-minute show. Our longest show ever. This was our longest show ever.
Well, that's because we decided to do a fucking episode before the awards.
Yes. I didn't think it would take this long.
I didn't either. I actually thought it was going to
You
go
brought it
longer
upon
than
yourself.
was.
Yeah.
We kicked out Wild Game.
Yeah, we kicked out Wild Game. We kicked out on the spot. Yeah, so we tried to shorten it. We went up 45 minutes long. Guys, we will be on all throughout the week. Don't forget, we got Dean, who is going to be playing, what was voted? Batman Arkham Origins.
Another upset of the night.
That was full of surprises. I'm actually
Doc
even psyched to get back into that.
Yeah.
So that's on Wednesdays, guys. That's where you can find Beast of the Week. On Mondays, we have In Day
Do it
with
all night.
Greg.
Don't stop now.
Hashtag In Day. You'll find that tomorrow with Greg. Tuesday is Mike with Trash Talk Tuesdays, usually playing Destiny with his buddies, who are hilarious, guys. So check that out. Thursdays, of course, you'll have me with Level Up Direct. Best thing about Level Up Direct this week is Kristen took off of work. Yeah. Did you hear that, Mike?
No, I haven't yet.
Kristen took off of work on Thursday, so we'll have a Kristen and Andrew duo for Level Up Direct this week. Friday will be a Level Up Quick Play where I finish The Walking Dead Season 2. Final episode, guys, of The Walking Dead Season 2.
And then again, next Sunday, we'll be back at our normal time, 10 p.m.
Yes, back to Sundays, guys. No longer Saturday. This was a one-week thing. But we love the support tonight. Thanks for watching, guys. I think that's it, guys. We ready to wrap up?
Yeah.
All right.
Bye again.
Mark's dying again.
I
Mark,
told
I'm
you.
feeling it.
I am not dying.
Mark, where are you going?
Bye, guys.
Level up, guys.
Hey,
Thank you so much for watching, guys.
Here.
But of course,
supposed to do?
thank you to the final Twitch arts from C.A. Keeley, EKA Ghost, the 9 Fox, the Doc DC, and Mr. PS4. Thank you so much, all of you.
Mr. Pimp.
Mr. Pimp.
Mr.
That's it,
Pimp.
guys. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, take care and level up.
Level up!
Level up!